I accidentally transmigrated and escaped just as the 4 great meritorious beasts were about to be sealed. But the reborn female emperor treated me like a dumb mutt. Just as she was about to grab me for a dog meat hot butt, I hugged her leg and shouted mommy over a dozen times. All because Lin Qingsu was the Azure Dragon female emperor reborn for a second life. Back then, she had used the lowest grade 5-star bloodline cauliflower snake and evolved it into an Earth grade Azure Wood Earth Dragon. But in the end, it was the allure of the cauliflower snake that caused its destruction, and it fell under the city ascending tribulation. As for me, I had obtained the Super Beast system, a true apex predator. As long as I kept consuming, I could grow without limit. Now, staring at the little black dog clinging to her leg, Lin Qingsu was utterly stunned. Could this ugly little thing really be her contracted beast in this life? Oh well, it couldn't possibly be worse than the cauliflower snake from her past life, right? So she immediately unleashed her spiritual sense to inspect my bloodline. In just an instant, Lin Qingsu froze. How could there be no bloodline at all? This thing really is just a dog, because bloodline represents a beast's growth potential. The stronger the bloodline of her beast, the greater the room for improvement for its contracted master in the future. Hearing this, I struggled desperately. You're the dog. I'm a ferocious beast, a touty. But before I could finish cursing, Lin Qingsu tossed me aside. Never thought I, the mighty reborn female emperor, would be defeated by a mangy black dog in this life. I won't accept this. Right, if I just sell that cauliflower snake egg and trade it for a Kai blood pill to break through to the martial artist realm, I can go catch another beast with a bloodline. But when she turned around, she found the cauliflower snake egg was gone. Panicked, she immediately looked around, trying to find where the egg had gone. And when her gaze fixed on my round, bulging belly, I casually let out a loud burp. She was utterly devastated. The most useless thing in the house ate the most useful thing in the house. Seeing her reaction, I was baffled. This poo scooper is real as something. It's been 3 minutes since I hatched, and she hasn't even fed me once, trying to starve me to death. I can't even find my own food. Being a ferocious beast is tough. Ding. Devoured cauliflower snake egg, power +2, defense +1, evolution points +3. Evolution points can be used to upgrade bloodline and skill levels. Coast needs 10 more evolution points to evolve to the next form, primordial touty. Hearing the system's voice, I finally broke down in tears. Since choosing the touty evolution path inside the egg, this was only the second time I'd heard the system's voice, so I eagerly opened the status panel and checked the notes. Each new form evolution will enhance bloodline and a small amount of mental attributes, with a chance to awaken new skills or even mutate existing ones. Coast should prioritize form evolution, so my touty body relies on devouring everything to gain energy and improve itself, and the devouring conversion rate is increased by the bond between me and my contracted master. Hearing this, I suddenly understood. Does that mean even junk like floorboards and floor tiles can be eaten? Instantly, I opened my big mouth and started madly gnawing on the floor. Seeing this, Lin Qingsu grabbed me roughly, her face dark. Stupid dog, don't eat trash. I started cursing at Lin Qingsu again. I told you, I'm a touty. A ferocious beast touty. Your bond with the poop scooper has decreased to -10%. Are you kidding me? The bond can go negative. I get scared. I shrank my neck. Luckily, seeing my state, Lin Qingsu finally relented. She tossed a few pieces of dried meat on the ground, then began refining her kai and blood to build her foundation. I didn't care about anything else. I immediately doubled up all the dried meat, but even after eating that much, I only gained 1 point of defense. I had to ask the system on an empty stomach, which foods could increase attributes and evolution value more efficiently. Precious ores, metal compartments, beast corpses, spiritual herbs, and so on. All can greatly boost evolution value and attributes. I couldn't help but complain. An adult duck has 20 attack points, and I only have 6. That's way too weak. No way, system, you have to compensate me. Coast, have some shame, will you? I rolled my eyes. I'm not even human anymore, why do I need shame? And look, my poo scooper is dirt poor. You've got to look out for me. The system helplessly sent you a compensation item. Supernatural smell, possessing unparalleled olfactory abilities, able to sense items within 100 meters through smell. This skill isn't bad. At least I can go out and find food. So I immediately leaped to the top of a building to scope things out. Activate smell. All kinds of scents suddenly converged into my nose from all directions. I instantly locked onto a street intersection, and in a flash, I jumped straight to a trash can on the street, immediately doubling up the leftover scraps inside. Strength +1, defense +2, speed +1. After finishing those leftovers, I discovered quite a few bones, still carrying traces of beast ore. Whoa, these are beast bones. They can boost my attribute values a lot. So, without hesitation, I devoured them into my stomach. Ding! Devoured mid-stage and up bones. Estimated digestion time, 30 minutes. Before the system finished its prompt, A fragrant scent rushed into my nose from afar. My eyes lit up immediately, and I arrived at the source of the fragrance. There, in the window beside me, a glowing grass was growing. This grass glows. It must be a spiritual herb, right? Little grass, do you want to come home with me? If you don't answer, that means you do. So, taking advantage of no one around, I immediately yanked up that spiritual grass and ran. Meanwhile, in the room next door, the grass's owner, after finishing his cultivation, discovered that the spirit-gathering grass he'd raised for months was gone. Which thief dares? Even my Lai Lianjin's herbs are stolen. I'll kill you. Ding. Devoured half-ripe yellow-grade low-rank spiritual herb, spirit-gathering grass. Strength +2, speed +2, spirit +2, evolution value +4. When I returned to my room, my size had already multiplied several times. At this rate, I should soon grow to the size of a lion. Ding. All bones digested. Strength +3, speed +2. I was instantly thrilled. In just one day, my attributes had skyrocketed. If I devoured something stronger, I'd probably take off. And just then, a surge of power suddenly rushed into Lin Qingxu's body. His original 99 health points instantly broke through 100, successfully stepping into early first-stage martial artist strength. He opened his eyes in confusion. I broke through just like that, but after sensing, he noticed the key point, immediately lifting me into the air. You went out to sneak eat, and you even have a trace of spirit-gathering grass on you. Trap, I forgot to pack a portion for the poop scooper. I wonder if Lin Qingxu eats leftovers. Though Lin Qingxu was a bit angry, when he sensed the power inside me, he was puzzled. In just the time it took to practice, you've grown this big, and your physique has improved a lot too. Then that treasure in Qingyuan Forest might actually be worth competing for. I heard in the past life, someone found the legendary starstone there. This starstone holds the power of the vast stars. The quality has reached the Earth grade upper tier, perfectly complementing his own Earth grade technique. 10,000 yuan return to 1, working in tandem. It can refine the essence of the elements. The next morning at dawn, Lin Qingxu carried you and arrived at the Clear Source Forest. As soon as we stepped into the forest, I immediately sensed that this forest was filled with many fourth-tier beast ores, but more than that, it was the scent of delicious food. Suddenly, I caught a whiff of something. I leaped out of the bag and dashed toward the nearby bushes to find a snake that had just broken through to the first stage of the first tier and was still wee. When that snake, which had startled Lin Qingxu, was devoured, I was shocked. This snake, even I, with my spiritual sense far surpassing others, hadn't noticed it, yet this stray duck had found it. Suddenly, an unbelievable thought flooded into Lin Qingxu's mind. Could this little black duck be a beast with an innate skill, a cosmic beast? No wonder its bloodline had vanished. It must be a hidden bloodline. Har har, the heavens don't betray me. By now, I had finished devouring the first stage, first tier snake, and purified the size manipulation skill, allowing me to grow or shrink at will. I felt smug and began to use the size manipulation skill. Instantly, my body stretched to twice its size. Lin Qingxu's beautiful eyes widened. Lin Qingxu. Intimacy increased, now at 30. The Devour All talent activated 30 really works. Muse. If it weren't for the other 3 skills lacking distinct traits, I'd use them all to boost her favor. Coast, I must remind you that this energy absorption conversion rate has nothing to do with evolution points. Evolution points are extracted by this system for you. Each time, it's a 100% extraction, a bit disappointing. Evolution points are the most crucial thing for my evolution. Nothing beats my devour heaven and earth. When I devour an entire secret realm, evolution points won't be scarce. Choosing the divine gluttony scroll was definitely right. Lin Qingxu, due to her changed view of me, now began actively hunting food for me. She turned into a light, swift afterimage, rapidly closing in on that fish. With a hand strike, she took down that rabbit. As a reincarnated female disciple, she possessed countless weapons. What she lacked was only resources. I jumped down from her hand and gulped down that wild rabbit in 3 bites, devouring an ordinary wild rabbit. Speed +1, evolution points +1. Only 1 evolution point, better than nothing. Just 2 more evolution points to go. My heart began to race with excitement. Then I started using my spiritual sense to convey my desire to Lin Qingxu. Sensing the weak spiritual presence in her mind, Lin Qingxu lifted her head slightly, looking toward a large tree about 10 meters ahead. There was a first stage, first tier wood speckled snake, whose color was extremely close to the tree bar. If sold, its corpse could fetch a few thousand. Your spiritual sense is really good, you dumb dog. Once I sell this wood speckled snake, I'll buy you some meat to eat. Though I was annoyed, I held it in, bowing my head for a meal. Or perhaps, my own female emperor still looked down on me as always. Lin Qingxu set me down on the ground. Then, alone, gripping a brush-handled weapon, she slowly approached the wood-speckled snake. With her skills, killing it was far too easy. In less than 3 minutes, the wood-speckled snake lay in 2 pieces on the ground, its body still writhing. Seeing this, I bolted, ran over and tore into this spicy stick. Before long, this megalon wood-speckled snake was completely devoured by me. Devouring a first-tier wood-speckled snake. Estimated digestion time, 40 minutes. Damn, so long, I sighed helplessly. Lin Qingsu, with a dark face, picked me up from the ground. You heartless, dumb dog. From now on, I'll call you heartless, just to raise me. He practically fed every bit of meat into my mouth, not eating anything good himself. He put me back into the bag and zipped it up. If this keeps going, his trip to Qingyuan Forest will be pointless. First, kill demon beasts to exchange for blood Kai pills. I need to build a solid foundation, waiting to absorb the starlight essence, and cultivate the 10,000 Arjun's return to one art. Lying in his backpack, I counted the time, waiting for digestion to finish. A first-stage Erla-phase wood-striped snake has at least 8 points of purification value. Soon, 40 minutes passed. The first-stage Erla-phase wood-striped snake was fully digested. Strength plus 5, defense plus 3, purification value plus 8. Seeing the system prompt, my eyes widened. Attribute points and evolution are really something. Awesome. Toast, the evolution value for the swallowing beast is sufficient. Evolve immediately. Does evolution take time? It does, but early stage evolution is fast. Coast, evolving into the swallowing beast only takes a few minutes. During this time, the host will enter deep sleep and be unable to perceive the outside world. Alright, then start the evolution right now. Evolution value deducted. Evolution begins. As the system prompt faded, I felt my head grow drowsy, then sank into deep sleep. I completely entrusted my safety into Lin Qingsu's hands. After all, she's a reborn female emperor. Reliable, right? Having just slain a first-stage Erla-phase blood-brown rat, Lin Qingsu immediately sensed an odd feeling from the contract within her. She quickly pulled me out, seeing wisps of familiar blood energy churning inside me. Lin Qingsu's eyes filled with shock. The demon beast, without taking any special purification elixir, could actually purify on its own. This completely shattered her existing knowledge of evolution. Evolution complete. System panel generating. I woke up, evolved into the swallowing beast. My bloodline rank advanced to low-grade 2-star. Granting me the potential to break through to the first stage. Not only that, all 4 attributes increased. The Devourer's mark also underwent some changes. After evolving into the swallowing beast, digestion speed permanently increased by 50% from the base. I checked the remaining purification value, just enough to upgrade the Devourer's mark to level 3. Nice, now digestion speed is even faster. Lin Qingsu picked me up after my successful purification. My weight had increased again, and my body had grown a size larger. Plus, new red patterns had appeared on me, making me look even more mystical. Lin Qingsu's eyes were full of excitement, as if she had evolved herself. Low-grade 2-star. Your bloodline has evolved to low-grade 2-star. From now on, with my knowledge, I can surely push your bloodline to low-grade. I woke up again. Life's ups and downs, this is the peak of it. Hearing the childish voice in her head, Lin Qingsu, who had just calmed down, was helpless once more. She felt she might not be able to afford to raise this little one, but she still fed the blood-brown rat into my mouth, while she herself ate some dried meat to replenish energy. Devouring a first-stage Erla-phase blood-brown rat. Estimated digestion time, 18 minutes. I showed a satisfied smile, just as I guessed. After evolving into the swallowing beast, my devouring speed had greatly increased. System, are there any limits to my devouring ability now? No, the Devourer's mark can digest anything, only limited by digestion speed. High-level items digest slowly for me. The best plan is to devour food about 1 stage higher than myself. Lin Qingsu kept searching for demon beasts to fight. Besides what she fed me, there were 2 first-stage Erla-phase demon beast corpses left. She couldn't let me eat them all. I need to save some to exchange for a few Kai blood pills to boost my vitality. After digesting a first-stage Erla blood yam, strength increased by 5, defense increased by 4, purification value increased by 7. A bit worse than the wood-spotted snake. This rat really isn't cutting it. Don't try to steal it. Poop Scooper, can you eat a demon beast corpse or not? That won't work. The improvement is too slow. At Lin Qingsu's pace, when will I ever evolve again? Receiving my forts. Lin Qingsu's face grew even darker. What the hell did he raise? It bared its fangs and bit down. He then fed me another shadow cat corpse. Last time, absolutely the last time today. Devouring a first-stage early shadow cat. Estimated digestion time, 18 minutes. Comfortable. After eating, my mood quickly lifted. The poo scooper is cold, sure, but he's not a bad person. I'll just bring him along from now on. Lin Qingsu's gaze fell on me. Ahead, not far off, came the sound of hurried footsteps. Very rhythmic, clearly soldiers. A well-trained squad. Upon seeing Lin Qingsu, they immediately worked toward him. Hello, we are City Lord's mansion guards. May I ask if you've encountered anyone else in the Qingyuan Forest? The squad leader, Xianxia, asked. Lin Qingxiu shook his head slightly. Sorry, I've only been here half a day. I haven't seen anyone. Hearing this, the squad leader looked disappointed. If you later come across a girl around 17 or 18 years old here, please notify us immediately. The city lord will reward you handsomely. Alright, Lin Qingxiu agreed. After a brief exchange, the squad leader led his team of over 20 men away. I showed an intrigued expression. They are looking for someone. 17 or 18. Could it be the city lord's daughter? Lin Qingxiu thought the same. It seemed this had happened in a previous life too. The city lord's daughter, Zhao Xin, was captured by the Xianxia squad. The Xianxia squad, a rogue team that always preys on its own kind. Lin Qingxiu didn't dwell on it much, but he was somewhat interested in the secret realm that Zhao Tianlin controlled. In short, if there's a chance, he could save her. Otherwise, he'd act as if he never saw anything. That was Lin Qingxiu's way of survival. I watched my poop scooper's expression shift endlessly. Through the contract, I could also sense his thoughts. Not bad, not bad. We're truly a perfect match. Refined individualism. Getting stronger is the only thing that matters. What's the rest worth? Lin Qingxiu pondered briefly, then calmed down. He continued hunting demon beasts. I crawled on the ground, doubling up everything edible into my stomach to digest. Even the most ordinary things, with enough quantity, could yield quality changes. Devoured 300 jin of ordinary stone. Defense increased by 1. First stage early shadow cat consumed. Strength increased by 4. Speed increased by 6. Evolution value increased by 8. Nice speed surged, and strength reached 40 points. Evolution value at 15 points 100 doesn't seem so hard, huh? I felt secretly pleased. My only worry was that mental improvement was too slow. With less than 100 points of mental power, I could only vaguely convey thoughts. Not speak. Too troublesome, I'm a chatterbox. As I thought, a delicious scent hit my nose. Wow, look at that, so fragrant. I have to get it into my stomach. I dashed off in one direction like a duck, completely ignoring Lin Qingxiu's dark expression. He regretted it now. Lin Qingxiu let out a heavy sigh, and could only follow again. The reborn Empress becomes the guard of a stray dog. What exactly is his script in this life? I couldn't be bothered to respond. Lin Qingxiu muttered in her mind, charging straight ahead without pause. At the tip of my nose, a scent like molten lava lingered, alluring and intense. I couldn't suppress the excitement in my heart at all. Before long, I dashed into a cave. In the end, a pool about 10 meters wide appeared before me, and in the pool, there were over a dozen fiery red fish, covered in gleaming scales, monster-catching fish. What kind of fish are these? Why are they so small? And the water has a faint, refreshing fragrance too. It must be extraordinary. Thinking this, I crouched by the pool and started gulping down water. Devouring the thin essence of Earthheart milk. Defense +1, Spirit +1, Heavenly Treasure. I nearly jumped up in excitement. Thinking of that, I kept guzzling away. Lin Qingxiu, who had chased in, saw the scene before her, her pupils contracting sharply. A spirit dog containing thin Earthheart milk, and over a dozen dragon blood fish to boot. Earthheart milk is a spiritual medicine, and a top-grade yellow level 1 at that. Dragon blood fish are a type of demon beast. Legend says they have dragon blood within them, their flesh brimming with vast vitality. With these things, I can definitely break into the mid-first stage quickly, and even the late first stage is somewhat possible. The only thing puzzling her was that dragon blood fish only seemed to appear in secret realms. At that thought, an extremely crazy idea flashed through Lin Qingxiu's mind. There might very well be an entrance to a secret realm here, or even an untouched secret realm entrance. But even a low-level secret realm has plenty of second and third stage beasts. I'd need to at least become a second stage warrior, and prepare thoroughly before entering. Otherwise, I can't even guarantee my own safety. Suppressing her inner excitement, Lin Qingxiu began plotting over the dragon blood fish in the spring. Because of me, that damn creature, too, had already swallowed a lot of the spring water. If he kept drinking, she wouldn't get much. She jumped straight into the spirit spring, and circulated her technique to absorb the thin Earthheart essence. Feeling my attributes slow down, I grumbled inwardly about not yielding to a kid. The poop scooper is way too selfish. I don't have a technique to boost myself. I have to snatch it. Gritting my teeth, I spent 10 purification points to upgrade the Touty Devour skill, boosting digestion speed, increasing stomach capacity. I plunged my head into the pool water, sucking wildly. Purification points dropped to just 5. The road ahead is long. Lin Qingxiu slowly broke into a smile. Great, my spiritual power has entered the ranks. With my cultivation of the myriad manifestations heart art, I'll be faster. 5 days is enough. Her spiritual power sank to the pool's bottom, quickly detecting an unusual spatial fluctuation. This also proved the secret realm exists beneath the pool. Once I finish the Linjing Middle School mock exam, I might reach the second stage warrior level. Then I'll explore the secret realm. She glanced at me, and nearly lost her composure. A blackhead was buried in the pool water, sucking up a small whirlpool. Because she noticed, My physical strength and spiritual power had already neared the level of an entry-stage demon beast. You need at least 100 points to be considered entry stage. I pulled my head out of the water to breathe fresh air, almost suffocating. Making a fuss over nothing. I'm the Taoyi, the devourer of all things. This little attribute is nothing. Once I evolve a few times, even the city lord will kneel and call me master. I patted my belly, truly couldn't eat anymore. Just had to wait for digestion first. I glanced at the panel, a bit helpless. What an imbalanced build. Defense almost matches a first-stage early demon beast, but strength and speed are only on par with ordinary animals. After the two absorbed the Earthheart milk thoroughly, Lin Qingsu picked me up and carried me out. The secret realm entrance can't be exposed. If it were all drained dry, it could very well affect the stability of the secret realm entrance. I patted my own little belly, with a hint of displeasure. You're so stingy, poop scooper. Why don't you go down and catch a few fish for me to taste? My spiritual power had now reached 150 points. Spiritual power at the entry level, to allow me to communicate with Lin Qingsu. Hearing the childish and unreasonable voice in her mind, Lin Qingsu's face darkened. You should call me abandoned master or master. What the hell is poop scooper? I shook my little feet. I'm your life-bound companion. Can't die. We're on equal footing. Same status. If you show me a bit more respect now, I might promote you later. Lin Qingsu let out a cold laugh. A surge of spiritual power emerged from between her brows. I felt a tightening sensation on my mouth. I panicked instantly. If I can't open my mouth, I'm done for. Can't eat, can't grow. Twick and do it. I won't torque back anymore, I beg you. I pleaded. Lin Qingsu curled her lips, a hint of a smile in her eyes. You're right, our status is the same. No high or low. You can call me by my name, but not poop scooper. I touched my own mouth, smacked my lips twice. Fine, from now on, I'll call you Little Snow, and you call me Wu Liang. But you have to make sure I eat well. Just a simple 20 meals a day will do. Upon hearing this, Lin Qingsu's face darkened. 20. Selling him wouldn't get me enough money to buy food. No, that's too much. I also need a large amount of resources to cultivate. I patted my butt. My 4 little paws worked over to Lin Qingsu's feet. Little Snow, you should be able to see my intelligence and my extraordinary potential. I can tell you clearly, I can purify my bloodline on my own. No need for you to provide purification tills, but high-grade food is a necessity. Lin Qingsu's heart began to pound violently, her expression filled with disbelief. Self-evolution isn't unheard of, but it's extremely rare, almost as rare as divine dragons, or divine phoenixes, those supremely scarce demonic beasts. And now you're telling me, this ugly little black dog in front of me, has potential comparable to divine dragons and phoenixes. How is that possible? Who are you calling ugly? This is called uninhibited style. This hybrid bloodline is a chaotic mess, which is why I look ugly now. But as I keep evolving, I'll get more handsome. Lin Qingsu remained silent, a look of deep thought in her eyes. When can you undergo your second evolution? Let me eat 15 early stage first-rank demonic beasts, and that'll be enough. I replied. A glint flashed in Lin Qingsu's eyes. Good. I'll gather 15 early stage first-rank demonic beasts as soon as possible, for you to eat. As long as you can keep evolving on your own, I'll do my best to provide you with food. At this moment, she finally believed in the arrangement of fate. Reborn once, her destiny had been successfully altered, and Wu Liang was the greatest variable in this life. Lin Qingsu let out a breath. The golden light in her eyes gradually faded. Is it a shift in fate, or the start of a new gear turning? It doesn't matter. What matters is that from beginning to end, I am Lin Qingsu. Lin Qingsu's affinity increased, currently at 40. All devouring talent activated at 40%. Wahar. Hearing this system prompt, my tiger-like body trembled. I nearly jumped up. All devouring talent activation has reached 40%. Now I can convert what I eat, with a conversion rate of 40%. Bro, you finally believe me. Let's quickly max out our affinity. What? Lin Qingsu's face, which had just calmed down, began to crack with fury. Bro, don't call me that. Lin Qingsu was about to die of anger. It's only been 2 days since the contract. 3 poop scoopers just from giving him a nickname. Now Little Snow has a little bro too. This damn chatterbox. I scratched the 2 sparse strands on top of my head, feeling a bit down. Kissing off the poop scooper won't end well. Alright, Little Snow, don't starve. Go catch all the fish now. Lin Qingsu's silver teeth were clenched, but in the end, she didn't start a fight with me. Right now, raising strength is what matters most. Everything else is just fluff. She jumped straight into the pond. Seeing this scene, I couldn't help but swallow my saliva. Even though we're not the same species, it doesn't stop me from appreciating my own tastes. After all, the goods are still there. I'm still a man at heart. At just 18, Desi already has the bearing of an emperor. What'll he be like in the future? My Empress, don't block the view. An advantage only counts if you show it. If you hide it, you're not treating me like family. I watched with great interest. Lin Qingsu's ears were burning. For a moment, she wanted to kill me, just to see if the heavens would let her be reborn again. If she'd get another chance, she'd never pick this shameless little pervert. Lin Qingsu's favorability dropped. Current, 30. The Devour All talent activated for 3 lifetimes. I slapped myself hard, my own damn fault. I really do run my mouth too much. The favorability I worked so hard to build up, I'd have to start all over again, relying on my cute face to win Lin Qingsu's favor. After more than an hour, Lin Qingsu finally caught all 11 dragon blood fish in the pond. She pulled them all out. Seeing this, I perked up my head and rushed over. Hungry for power. Today, I must break through to the first tier demon beast level. Lin Qingsu circulated the blood energy in her body, evaporating the water stains on her clothes. Then she reached out and grabbed me. I said I'd give you enough demon beast corpses, but not these. I need to reach the late first tier dancer stage as soon as possible, so I can fight for more resources in the mock exams. These dragon blood fish are mine to use first. I wriggled my small body in protest. Protesting won't help. I know this world better than you do. Only by getting into a top dancer university can I grow on a bigger platform. It's too hard to be a lone wolf in this world. Dancer universities are the best places to train dancers, and also the hubs for high-level resources. That's why even Lin Qingsu, a reborn empress, has to get into a top dancer university. I drooped my head, looking completely deflated. Little bro, there's no love anymore. You don't even care about your little treasure. Lin Qingsu took the last demon beast from her bag, a long-eared rabbit, and tossed it to me. We share a life bond. Don't think I'm being selfish. This is the choice that maximizes our gains. In the future, you'll get a share of my resources too. I swallowed the long-eared rabbit in one gulp, devouring a first-tier early-stage long-eared rabbit. Estimated digestion time, 15 minutes. I'm not one to be unreasonable. All in all, the poop scooper's been pretty good to me. Alright, little Snow, but you have to give me the parts of the dragon blood fish you don't eat. The head, the tail. You definitely won't like those. Don't waste them. Lin Qingsu showed a rare smile, as flawless as a snow lotus blooming on an icy altar. For a moment, I was completely stunned. Little bro's got some real charm. I stuck out my tongue and licked her scarf. Take good care of this. It's your master's love for you. Lin Qingsu wiped the saliva off her scarf with a look of disgust. She's already used to my shamelessness. She can't even be bothered to scold me anymore, because it's useless. Lin Qingsu started processing the dragon blood fish with a dagger. She began gathering some dry wood to start a fire and roast them. I gobbled down a few mouthfuls, devouring the scraps Lin Qingsu had left on the ground. I gulped it down in one go, and disposed of Lin Qingsu on the ground. The remaining remnants of the dragon blood fish, swallowed, devouring a large amount of first-stage initial dragon blood fish remnants. Estimated, digestion complete in 30 minutes. First-stage initial long-eared rabbit, digestion complete. Strength +7, speed +10, purification value +7, devour all. After talent activation increases, the attribute gains are indeed slightly improved. I felt somewhat satisfied. What troubles me most is still the evolution value. This stuff drains way too fast, and I haven't even stepped into first stage demon beast yet. That's just unreasonable. System, my mental attributes should be akin to a dancer's blood energy, more or less the same idea. Why, when both defense and spirit meet the standard, am I still an unranked master? Mental attributes only represent your physique and strength. They don't have 100% connection to your rank. You can think of them as influencing each other, but they're not the same thing. So does that mean I can, while still unranked, have the strength to defeat a ranked demon beast? Exactly. Looking at it that way, the devourer is absolutely broken. Devouring a large amount of first stage initial dragon blood fish remnants. Strength +14, defense +20, purification value +18. Half an hour pass. I digested the dragon blood fish remnants, gaining another wave of attributes. My defense has reached 200. That's almost the blood energy of some mid-stage dancers. Even the purification value hit 30. Only 70 points away from purifying into the next form, the swamp beast. Just 70 points of purification value left. Should I save the evolution points for now? Let's upgrade the bloodline first. Little bro still doesn't quite believe. You've got to make him spend money on me. Right now, Lin Qingsu sitting beside me is fully refining the magma-like blood energy inside her. She's turned into a blazing furnace, sweat beading on her forehead, her cheeks flush red. After just 2 or 3 hours, Lin Qingsu had completely refined the dragon blood fish's blood energy. She opened her beautiful eyes, a glint of golden fur reflected in her pupils. Her blood energy surged to 300, only 50 points away from reaching first stage late. I propped my chin on one port, wearing a lecherous grin. Enjoying the sight of my little bro's beauty was a pastime. Zyro Zuxu, time to go find me some demon beasts to eat, right? Just 10 more first stage demon beasts and I can evolve. Then I'll show you a selfie that'll stun you. Lin Qingsu sighed, her heart filled with desolation. Reborn just to raise a dumb dog in the countryside. If not for her dude mindset, she'd have killed that bastard 800 times over. She slowly stood up. Channeling her mental energy, she set up a concealment formation at the bottom of the pool. With the energy supply from the pool water, this concealment formation could last at least a month. Within a month, she was sure to enter this unexplored, secret realm. Let's explore, let's go. If you can't evolve on your own, from now on, earn your own food. I trotted along with tiny steps, wearing a proud look. What a joke. I'm a man with a system, after all. Little quick, carry me, okay? I want to step on your head, can I? Don't worry, I won't pee. I waddled behind her. My 4 short legs just couldn't keep up. You can't even catch a hot meal. Lin Qingsu tossed out a light remark. I pouted, full of annoyance. How rude can you be? I'm only 2 days old. Damn it. Sooner or later, I'll leave a kid's piss on your head. I scurried to catch up, but my attention was drawn to 2 people emerging from the grass beside us. Another cultivated old boy just got hungry. There's a dumb duck here. Let's roast some dog meat. The man with Los Angeles Lake wiped his mouth. Hearing his words, White Fang also looked at me, a faint smirk curling at the corner of his mouth. Erhu, you went to catch me, but I've been searching for a live tiger all the way. I'm really hungry, he had just said, when a yellow rock tiger emerged from behind him. Its aura was around the mid to late first tier. Seeing this, I immediately turned and ran, all the while shouting inwardly for Lin Qingsu. Jan Zuxiu, save me. I'm about to be eaten. Hurry and come rescue me. That yellow rock tiger lunged straight at me, when a silver-white, alley short blade shot in from afar, forcing the yellow rock tiger back. Lin Qingsu's face was icy cold as she stared at Lai Erhu and White Fang. You two are asking for death. Hearing this voice, like 10,000-year-old ice, the 2 men felt a thrill instead. The little girl we were chasing was pretty enough, but I didn't expect there to be an even prettier one here. Lai Erhu's eyes nearly stuck to Lin Qingsu's face. White Fang also wore a lecherous expression, drool flowing wildly. Little lady, have some fun with us, and we won't just spare your beast. We'll even let you join our Xianxia squad. Our captain is a peak 2nd realm dancer, just 1 step away from the 3rd realm. Lin Qingsu's face grew even colder. What she hated most was others speaking to her in that tone, and those unbridled stares. You already have the path to death. Step back a bit, don't die, newcomer. After saying this, she charged out with that alloy short blade in hand. I hid behind a big tree, a look of amusement on my face. Brother, it's still so cool. The hero saving the beauty act? You've really got it down. Seeing Lin Qingsu dare to attack them directly, Lai Erhu and White Fang were both slightly stunned. Then a cruel smile appeared on their faces. I'll go first later. Don't you steal my turn. White Fang licked his lips and said. Lai Erhu glared. Damn it, why can't I go first? I was the one who spotted that dumb dog first. Together, you front, me back, we'll work it front and back. Hee, you dog, you really know how to play. No wonder I like working with you. 2 brothers of like mind. Speaking their last words before death, Lin Qingsu had lived 2 lives. Her combat skills far too advanced, though it was 4 against 1, with her identity as a former pinnacle divine master. Setting up a few spirit arrays was effortless. With just a pinch, in an instant, 2 quagmire spirit arrays appeared beneath the 2 beasts' feet. White Fang's expression shifted, chuck filling his heart. You're not just a dancer, but also a divine master. Why don't you need time to set up spirit arrays? White Fang's eyes gleamed with excitement. Little lady, we'll let you leave safely, but you need to hand over your divine master technique. Hearing this, Lai Erhu immediately objected. No way, I've taken a liking to her. I want the technique, and I want her too. An adult's choice, take it all. Lin Qingsu's gaze fell on Lai Erhu, and between her brows, a burst of compressed, scorching blood energy shot out. In the blink of an eye, the blood energy had already struck before Lai Erhu's eyes, then hit his brow. Bang! A blood-red flower bloomed. Lai Erhu died, and his heaven's mandate spirit beast died along with him. With just 1 strike, Lin Qingsu had slain a dancer a full tier above her. White Fang's eyes widened, disbelief in his gaze. 1 strike, just 1 strike. How can he be so powerful? White Fang began to fear. With that thought, White Fang immediately drove his blood energy, shattering the quagmire that trapped his life-bound beast, the red monkey. If the spirit-binding beast dies, he dies too. To escape, they must flee together. They had barely fled 100 meters. Lin Qingsu turned into a blur as she closed in on him. Our captain is a peak 2nd-class dancer. If you kill me, you won't escape death either. Besides, our captain is nearby. Spare me, and we'll call it even. How about that? At a time like this, he could only invoke the captain of the Wolf Fang squad to intimidate Lin Qingsu. Watching the chase, I clicked my tongue twice. Bro, your skills are impressive. With such a powerhouse around, there's no need to fear an ex-wife. But I'd hoped to avoid the Wolf Fang squad. Now it seems unavoidable. Within a few breaths, Lin Qingsu had already caught up to Baiyu. The alloy short blade in her hand shot out like a white streak, striking true. Blood gushed from his back in a torrent. Baya slammed into a large tree, his face instantly turning pale. Don't kill me. Our squad has many members. No fewer than 10 second-class dancers. Our Wolf Fang squad ranks in the top 10 of all Linjing City. Lin Qingsu remained silent. Another blazing sun finger shot from her fingertip. Baya twisted his body with all his might to dodge, but it still pierced through his shoulder. Crimson blood spilled across the ground. Seeing this bloody scene, Lin Qingsu's expression remained utterly unchanged. Compared to those she had killed before, this was but a drop in the ocean. Seeing that Lin Qingsu would never let him go, Baya's eyes turned bloodshot. Then he detonated the blood energy within him. A loud bang echoed out, but it didn't harm Lin Qingsu in the slightest. Low blood energy is such a hassle he can kill, but that doesn't mean he can stop Baya from self-destructing. Still too low in rank, now enraged, he would soon draw the Wolf Fang squad here. He had to take me and leave quickly, but before leaving, he still fed me. The corpses of the red monkey and the yellow rock tiger. Devoured a late first-class red monkey. Estimated digestion time, 45 minutes. Devoured a mid-first-class yellow rock tiger. Estimated digestion time, 30 minutes. I smacked my lips twice. My belly was full again. A late first-class beast should give at least a dozen evolution points, right? At this rate, my evolution points will exceed 50 in 45 minutes. I stood on Lin Qingsu's shoulder, watching the scenery rush past. Little Snow, can you kill a second-class dancer now? Lin Qingsu shook his head slightly. Crossing ranks is hard to win. Many of my techniques are still sealed. With my current strength, I can at most kill a peak first class. His weapons and combat instincts are strong, but his blood energy and mental strength are too lacking. I can't even help him in the slightest. If I could lend him any support, he'd dare to fight a second-class dancer. Little Snow, aren't you a reborn Empress? How come you're so weak? Shouldn't you be able to crush a third class like an ant? I curled my lip. Lin Qingsu bit her silver teeth lightly. Today is only the 4th day of my rebirth. Did you give me time to grow? Every day, this dumb duck makes my chest swell with anger. 4 days. That's just enough for an ordinary dancer to raise their blood energy a few points. I chuckled in relief. I immediately spent 7 points to upgrade purification target, supernatural smell to LV3. Supernatural smell LV3 possesses an incredibly keen sense of smell. True scent. You can detect items within 400 meters. Survival was the priority. Little Snow, there's a small cave 200 meters to your right front. It smells like ore inside. Let's check it out. Besides, you've used up a lot of blood energy. You need to recover. I sat on her shoulder, directing her. Hearing this, Lin Qingsu furrowed her brow slightly. You can sense something 200 meters away. I smirked proudly. Don't fall for me, bro. This is just my basic skill. Once I grow up, I'll be the one carrying you to the skies. Lin Qingsu automatically filtered out my nonsense. But my extraordinary perception truly caught him off guard. His current perception range was less than 200 meters. And I, a dumb dub that had just hatched 2 days ago, was actually stronger than him. We finally slipped into the cave. Lin Qingsu needed to recover his Kai and blood. Meanwhile, I started digging at the rocks on the ground. The system had said that I could even devour ores. After a few scratches, I dug out a dark red ore the size of half a fist, the piece of impure red iron ore. A yellow braid low-tier Kai refining material. Not worth much. Lin Qingsu spoke up. I didn't care about its value. I found it and shoved it into my mouth. Seeing this, Lin Qingsu's pupils shrank to pinpricks. Ore could be eaten too, and iron ore at that. Devouring yellow braid low-tier red iron ore. Estimated digestion time, 20 minutes. I ignored everything else, and continued searching the mine for more red iron ore. I swallowed it on sight. Lin Qingsu, meanwhile, focused entirely on recovering his Kai and blood. Outside the mine, the Langya squad leader, Lin Lang, led his men, following the bloodthirsty wolf, and found this place. All of you, get in there and search every tunnel thoroughly. We must capture that girl. And alive. The remaining 20-plus members of the Langya squad left 2 to guard the entrance, while the rest entered with their spirit beasts. Inside the cave, I was still devouring red iron ore. Multiple system prompts rang in my mind. First stage mid-tier yellow rock tiger. Digestion complete. Strength plus 12, defense plus 18, speed plus 8, purification value plus 10. First stage late-tier red monkey. Digestion complete. Strength plus 14, speed plus 21. Purification value plus 15. 100 jin of yellow braid low-tier red iron ore. Digestion complete. Strength plus 30. Defense plus 20. Red iron mark plus 1. Red iron mark. A special pattern formed by red iron energy, imprinted on the skin. When activated, it can slightly boost strength and grant the burning power of red iron. Congratulations, host, on breaking through to first stage early tier. My face lit up with excitement. Finally, I had broken through to first stage early tier, and the appearance of the red iron mark gave me a small idea Maybe if I devoured ores of other attributes, I could gain similar special patterns. Lin Qingxiu, who had just recovered his kai and blood, lifted his gaze to look at me, a hint of surprise in his eyes, breaking through. In just 2 days since hatching, you've become a first-stage early-tier demon beast. Can he really devour anything, and use that energy to strengthen himself? That would be terrifying. Lin Qingxiu's favorability increased by 20, current, 50. All devouring talent activated at 50%. I smoothed down a few stray hairs on my head, a smug grin spreading across my face. Hee, little bro. You finally been stunned by my aura again. Hatching in 2 days and breaking through to first stage early tier. Who else can do that? I trotted over to Lin Qingxiu with little steps. Zushu, hurry up and take me deeper into the mine to eat more red iron ore. The more I eat, the stronger I get. Hearing this, Lin Qingxiu picked me up and placed me on his shoulder, but with a little leap, I jumped onto the top of his head. Lin Qingxiu's brow furrowed deeply. Don't jump around on me, or you'll work on your own. You've already broken through to first stage early tier, and you still want me to carry you. Don't be mad. I'm just testing where's more comfortable. When we get back, give me a bath, okay? I haven't bathed since I was born. Lin Qingxiu's face darkened. He simply shut his mouth and worked deeper into the mine. Do you have the bloodline of the ancient ferocious beast Taudi? Lin Qingxiu asked softly. I flashed a smug grin. Lin Qingxiu asked softly. I revealed a smug smile, as expected of a reborn little brother. You figured it out so quickly. It's a divine beast with the Taudi bloodline. Just wait, big bro will take you flying later. Even after getting my confirmation, Lin Qingxiu still felt it was unreal. The Taudi bloodline vanished in ancient times. It hasn't appeared in tens of thousands of years. So in this life, I'm destined to go higher than the last. The female emperor who regretted 3 times, for the first time, felt a bit relieved about her choice. Little Snow, I smell blood. Seems like it's from a person. You need to be careful. Lin Qingxiu turned her head to look at me. Can you guess who it is? I rubbed my little paw on my chin. The blood is from about 3 hours ago. It smells fresh, probably around your age. There's a hint of a girl's perfume in the air, and a milky scent too. Sorry, the milky scent is yours. What body wash do you usually use? It smells so good, let me use it when we get home, okay? Lin Qingxiu clenched her fists. Her chest heaved unevenly. I couldn't stop drooling. My eyes went wide. Lin Qingxiu's ears turned pink. Even her body temperature rose a bit. Fuming, she tugged at her collar to cover up the accidental glimpse of her charm. No peeking. Were you working on your own? Lin Qingxiu gritted her teeth. I pouted, a bit disappointed inside. So stingy. What's wrong with a couple of looks? Based on your info, it's very likely Zhao Xin, and the Langya squad happens to be nearby. Zhao Xin might be injured, then hid in this mine. So, are we saving him? I asked. Lin Qingxiu raised an eyebrow slightly. We can't save him. The Langya squad strength is beyond my limit. Helping him would only drag us down. But he's still a living person. It'd be a shame to let a fairy like you kill him. You want to save him? Lin Qingxiu asked calmly. I want him to give me more spirit herbs, so I can evolve a few more times. He's the city lord's daughter. Saving him will definitely get us good stuff. Lin Qingxiu was silent for a moment. Our success rate is less than 20%, and that depends heavily on how fast the backup troops arrive. Little Snow, we need to use our brains. You're even dumber than me. I teased Lin Qingxiu. My eyes sparkled with wisdom. We're in a mine right now. Even a peak second stage warrior, if they run into a mine collapse, they'd probably be crippled or dead. Lin Qingxiu's eyes lit up. She instinctively looked at the rock ceiling above. But how do we get out? I'm confident I can at least ensure we won't get crushed. Lin Qingxiu asked. I lifted my chin, striking a savior's pose. Of course, the grand finale is my job. Even if I stir it up, I can chew a path out for you. Soon, I'm already at early first stage, a beast. Defense is nearly 300 LV. The Taudi space is 40 cubic meters. Chewing a path out is nothing. Lin Qingxiu pondered. My plan has risks, but the chance of saving Zhao Xin is about 70%. Then let's try your plan first. We'll find Zhao Xin and set the trap. Alright, let me guide you. Go down the left tunnel. The blood scent is over there. I directed. Lin Qingxiu followed my instructions. Found Zhao Xin curled up at the mine's corner. Come out, I know you're there. Yo Lin Qingxiu, Zhao Xin asked softly. You know me? Zhao Xin looked a little embarrassed. I've heard your name from classmates. The Lin Qingxiu before him was completely different from the one his classmates described. This was a genius at the early first stage, about to break through to the late first stage. Classmate Lin, did you come to save me? Zhao Xin asked tentatively. Lin Qingxiu nodded faintly. Sort of, but I can't fully guarantee that I can rescue you from the Langya squad. From now on, follow my orders. No problem, as long as classmate Lin can save me. Once we're out of Qingyuan Forest, my father will surely reward you handsomely. That's a matter for later. Let's talk after we get out. Follow me for now. Lin Qingsu led Zhao Xin to a spot beside a complete stone wall. You're a spirit master too. I'll teach you a method for setting up formations on the spot. Follow my method to construct the spirit formation, Qi instructed. Zhao Xin showed a look of surprise. Teach him to set up a spirit formation. Lin Qingsu frowned slightly. Didn't you understand? Zhao Xin snapped back to attention. Sorry, I understand now. Lin Qingsu transmitted a method for setting up a formation called unstable spirit formation into Zhao Xin's mind. Set up the formation on the spot, around our position above, below, left, and right. Use as much spiritual energy as you can. Make sure that even if the mind collapses, it won't crush me to death. Zhao Xin gasped sharply, his eyes wide. You want to collapse the mine and crush the Langya squad to death. Then how do we get out? Don't worry about that. I have my own methods. If you trust me, do as I say. With that, Lin Qingsu went ahead to set up other spirit formations, while I dug at the ore in a small corner nearby. Clang, clang, clang. Zhao Xin nervously clutched the hem of her skirt. The sound of footsteps growing clearer in her ears. Her wolf howl echoed through the entire mine. Zhao Xin's face turned even paler. Didn't expect such a pleasant surprise. Lin Lang and his group swarmed in like a flock of crows. A bright flashlight beam shone directly on Lin Qingsu and the others. Girl, hand over the spirit master technique. If you don't, the brothers behind me haven't touched a woman in days. Zhao Xin gritted her teeth, her eyes filled with killing intent. Don't even think about it. I am the city lord's daughter. If your Langya squad dares to touch me, my father will tear you to pieces. Lin Lang sneered. I'm the city lord too. Why don't you call me daddy? Zhao Xin trembled with rage. Lin Lang activated the blood energy within his body and slowly worked toward the two. Be my woman, and hand over all the techniques and weapons that Linjing High School gave you. Once I break through to the third stage, in this Linjing city, you'll eat well and drink well, sharing glory and wealth with me. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I perched on Lin Qingsu's shoulder, bared my fangs. Zuxiu, kill him now. You're mine. How dare he try to steal my woman? Lin Qingsu's brow furrowed slightly, wishing she could sew my mouth shut. Lin Qingsu's icy gaze fell on the Langya squad members. I have the techniques, and I have the weapons too. But with so many of you, who should I give them to? Lin Lang smiled. To me, naturally. I'm the captain of the Langya squad. Just hand everything over to me, and I'll let you enjoy a life of luxury for the rest of your days. Lin Qingsu curled her lips, condensing her spiritual energy in her palm. The spiritual energy slowly materialized, like a silver pearl. This is the divine master technique you've been learning for, but this is your last chance to learn it. Once it's fused, no one else will be able to learn this technique. Discuss among yourselves how to distribute it. Almost forgot. This divine master technique of mine is a top-rate Xuanji. I obtained it by chance. With that, he then tossed the silver orb away. In an instant, not only did Linling dash toward the orb, but the 20-plus team members behind him charged over with red eyes. Linling transformed into a flash of blood light, snatched the orb into his hand in a flash, then surged his blood energy to blast everyone away. You want to die, don't you? How dare you compete with your captain for treasure? You useless trash. Do you even deserve a treasure like this? The team members were jolted back to reality by his roar, but resentment toward Linling grew in their hearts. Captain, you took the technique. What are we supposed to get? Do you even see us as brothers? One man demanded angrily. Linling curled his lips, a trace of disdain in his eyes. A bunch of trash. If I didn't need you to fight for me, do you really think I'd bother dragging you along? Since you're tired of living, then all of you can die. Terrifying blood energy erupted from his body. The towering bloodthirsty wolf at his feet seemed to turn into a blur, plunging into the crowd like a shadow. Lin Qingsu pulled Zhao Xin back to the spot where they had set up the bushel information earlier. Lying on her shoulder, scan those fools with contempt. Little bro, you really are a reincarnator. This wisdom isn't something an 18-year-old girl could have. Using a fake technique to stir up human greed, effortlessly making the Lania team turn on each other. Such a scheme is not to be underestimated. Zhao Xin's eyes were filled with admiration for Lin Qingsu. Lin Qingsu, one of them will eventually emerge victorious. Should we ambush them? Lin Qingsu shook her head calmly. With our strength, an ambush would be useless. It would only interrupt their infighting. No matter who wins, the strength will be greatly diminished. That's when we make our move. The battle raged for nearly an hour, the stench of blood filling the entire mine. Linling crushed the last second stage martial artist's skull. His chest heaved violently, his body covered in wounds. I gave you a meal out of kindness. Ungrateful trash. Linling kicked the corpse aside, and with his limping bloodthirsty wolf, leaned against the stone wall to rest. Damn it, good thing my technique is the bloodlust art. My body's recovery is strong. Otherwise, the injuries would be worse. He took out the silver orb from his storage ring, his eyes blazing with excitement. His gaze drifted to the distance, where Lin Qingxiu stood watching him calmly. A smile crept onto both their lips. Little girl, you're clever. You deliberately revealed the technique's rank, forcing me to kill everyone. Linling, like smart women. Lin Qingxiu smiled faintly. Then did you guess that even the technique was a lie? At these words, Linling's pupils contracted. The boiling blood in his body chilled for an instant. Impossible. My spiritual power may be low, but I've at least reached the early first stage. I can sense the trace of her technique inside the silver orb. The moment Linling's spiritual power touched the orb dissolved into spiritual energy and vanished, activating the mod trap Lin Qingxiu had set up earlier. Lin Zhen activated it. The ground beneath his feet instantly turned into soft mud, sucking half his leg in. Linling's eyes turned bloodshot. The residual blood energy in his body erupted wildly. Bitch, you damn bitch. You dared to trick me. Lin Qingxiu didn't hesitate for a moment, immediately triggered the other forest tremors he had set up. The mountain above began to shake, then cracks spread across the stone walls, followed by a rumbling explosion. Linling trembled all over. Her face was full of terror. No, I don't want to die. Boom boom boom, boulders crashed down with a roar, until half the tunnel was filled. In the rear section where Lin Qingxiu and Zhao Xin were, there was only a strong tremor. At that moment, the forest tremors, combined with the already sturdier intact stone walls, held against the tremors he had set. The attack on the buried Linling ahead no longer made a sound. But her heart, Zhao Xin kept coughing, his face covered in dust. The Langya squad should all be dead, but from where we are to the exit, even digging a straight line would be 100 meters. Without tools, it's even harder. Lin Qingxiu grabbed me from her shoulder and threw me out. I rolled twice on the ground before stopping. I rubbed my butt. My face was full of grievance. Little Snow, but I'm your man. Can't you be a little gentler with your man? Digestion speed and storage space further improved. My pace began to quicken. Zhao Xin was stunned speechless by the speed at which I devoured the stones. Is his stomach a bottomless pit? Zhao Xin muttered to himself. Seeing Lin Qingxiu even start cultivating as if no one else was there, he gave a helpless smile. In the end, he followed suit and began recovering from his injuries. I worked hard, chomping away wildly. These stones, as soon as I ate them, were digested every 2 breaths. After more than an hour, what made me happiest was digging out the corpse of that bloodthirsty wolf. I devoured it bit by bit into my stomach, not wasting a single part. Devoured a peak second stage bloodthirsty wolf. Estimated digestion time, 1 day. 1 day. I showed a shocked expression. The host stage increase, bloodline purification, or upgrade of the gluttony devour skill can all improve digestion speed. Also, the greater the difference between the host stage and the items, the slower the digestion. Good thing I'm not afraid. Your grandpa can wait. Keep digging. I dug out Linling's corpse, and the storage ring on his finger was still intact. I took it off. Casually, I placed it by Lin Qingxiu's feet. Little Snow, here's a love token for you too. Once you take it, you'll have to marry me. Lin Qingxiu ignored my cheeky remark. She picked up the storage ring and wiped it clean, then put it on her own finger. Little Snow, quick, see if there's anything I can eat. I still need to grow, I urged. Lin Qingxiu extended her spiritual sense into the storage ring. In Linling's storage space, there were all sorts of odds and ends. With these resources, Lin Qingxiu, before the mock joint exam, could definitely break through to late first stage. So poor. Lin Qingxiu muttered a light complaint. Then, she fed me all those beast corpses. Devoured a mid-first stage windchase leopard. Estimated digestion time, 24 minutes. Devoured a peak first stage blackfeather rabbit. Estimated digestion time, 50 minutes. Devoured an early second stage explosive salt rat. Estimated digestion time, 3 hours. I let out a burp, a satisfied look on my face. Little Snow, I can smell the spiritual herbs, mixed in with the beast corpses. There must be spiritual herbs in the storage ring. Give them all to me, quick. Lin Qingxiu pulled her hand back. She bit her silver teeth lightly. What a dog's nose. Even that you can smell. No, I need the spiritual herbs for cultivation. Devouring those beast corpses is enough for you. I immediately grew dissatisfied. Your grandpa's bloodline level is about to evolve again. Hurry up and give the herbs to your grandpa. Lin Qingxiu's face darkened. She took out a mid-grade yellow rank ice crystal flower and tossed it to me. Only one. Any more and there'd be nothing left. I gave a light snort, swallowed the ice crystal flower and left. Do you think I couldn't smell whether there was more or not? Brother, you're being stingy. Asterisk consume medium-grade ice crystal flower of Astragalus asterisk. Strength +6, defense +6, spirit +5, purification value +8. To dig through the mine tunnel as fast as possible, and to digest the demon beast corpses, I gritted my teeth and spent 30 purification points to upgrade again. The Glutton Seal. Skill. Glutton Seal LV6 fixed passive skill. Grants the digestive ability of the glutton. Stomach can store up to 60 cubic meters of food, can digest anything and feed it back to the body. Digestion speed increased by 50%. This time, I'm really going down this path to the end. Sevilla one-sided. I sighed helplessly. Leave the fighting to brother. I'll just focus on eating. Purification points left, only 6. But after digesting all the demon beast corpses, it's inevitable that I'll start the second bloodline purification. I started digging again with a climb. Asterisk consumed second stage mid-grade bronze armored turtle asterisk. Estimated digestion time, 7 hours. Asterisk consumed second stage early grade earth vine asterisk. Estimated digestion time, 3 hours. Outside the mine tunnel, Earth Soldier Grand Commander Zhang Zhengyuan rode a mighty eagle and apprehended the 2 Langya squad members. He stared at them with icy eyes. Tell me, why did this mine collapse? Answer me. Also, have you seen my young lady? The 2 men's legs trembled violently. They stammered and couldn't get a word out. Zhang Zhenyuan's face turned cold and sharp. He directly crushed one man's throat. You have 3 breaths of time. The mine, I don't know why it collapsed, I swear. Our Wolf Fang squad, we were just chasing someone. The man quickly explained. Zhang Zhenyuan pulled out Zhao Xin's photo. Were you chasing this person? Seeing the woman in the photo, the man's pupils suddenly contracted. He knew he was finished. Seeing this, Zhang Zhenyuan needed no further answer. His eyes were filled with murderous intent. He directly crushed the man's neck. Zhang Zhenyuan's face darkened. His fists clenched involuntarily. His gaze swept over the crowd. Summon everyone immediately. Dig through this mine tunnel for me. The young lady must not be harmed. The young lady is only at the Kai refining stage. At that level, even if it's just a mine collapse, or being hit by a boulder weighing several hundred jin, she'd likely die. Zhang Zhenyuan directly slapped him flying. Everyone, start digging now. Within 3 hours. I want to see a path leading deep into the mine. Asterisk ding exclamation asterisk. Asterisk first stage mid-grade gale chasing leopard digested. Strength plus 13. Defense plus 8. Speed plus 18. Purification value plus 12. Asterisk first stage peak grade black striped python digested. Strength plus 16. Defense plus 18. Purification value plus 20. Asterisk congratulations, post, on breaking through to first stage mid-grade exclamation asterisk. Hearing this system notification, my mood grew even better. After digesting all the first stage demon beast corpses, my attribute points surged and purification value had already exceeded 100. Plus, I broke through in rank. 3 blessings at once. My current combat power has fully reached the level of first stage mid-grade. In fact, my defense is at the level of first stage late grade. With 126 purification points, I can now begin purifying my bloodline rank, but I still need to wait until the mine tunnel is dug through. This is just the appetizer. Once I digest all the second stage demon beast corpses in my stomach, my attributes will skyrocket again. Brother, your man is about to take off. Sensing the vibrations coming from the ground above, I suddenly stopped. The sound of digging came from outside the tunnel. I knew the auxiliary soldiers had arrived. Just in time. I'm tired of eating these nutrient-poor things. Perfect timing to eat this junk. I'm tired of eating them all. Let you guys do the digging. Take a rest too. I raised my head and worked back to Ling Qingsu's side. Jumped onto his shoulder. Ling Qingsu's mouth twitched. He was utterly speechless at me. Just now, from the contract within his body, a pure surge of blood essence flowed back. This meant I had broken through again after 3 days of incubation, becoming a first-stage mid-tier beast. Looking at me lying lazily on Ling Qingsu's shoulder, Zhao Xin let out a light laugh. Classmate Lin's bonded beast is quite amusing. But is he tired? Why doesn't he keep digging? He said your family's guards have already started digging outside. It'll take at most 2 hours to break through. Ling Qingsu said calmly. Hearing this, Zhao Xin showed a delighted expression. Classmate Lin, thank you for saving my life this time. Do you have any requests? I'll do my best to repay you. I suddenly opened my eyes wide. My 2 little paws kept shaking Ling Qingsu's collar. Little Snow, I want spiritual herbs. And lots of them. Ling Qingsu impatiently pressed down on my forehead. Then he raised his eyes to look at Zhao Xin. I want to enter your city lord's mansion's low-level secret realm. Also, I want some spiritual herbs for cultivation. Zhao Xin thought for a moment. The city lord's mansion's secret realm is usually only for the garrison troops. I can discuss it with my father. It shouldn't be too big a problem. As for the spiritual herbs, that's easy. My city lord's mansion has plenty. Can I hand them over to classmate Lin in about 3 days? Ling Qingsu nodded slightly. Alright. Boom boom boom. A harsh scraping sound came from the front, from outside the mine shaft blocked by rubble. Young miss, are you in there? Hearing the shouts, Zhao Xin smiled. Commander Zhang, I'm in the mine shaft. Hurry and have someone clear it out. As the last large stone was moved away, Zhao Xin and Ling Qingsu worked out of the mine shaft. Young miss, you're injured. Zhang Zhenyuan immediately took out healing medicine to treat Zhao Xin. After drinking the medicine, Zhao Xin's complexion slowly regained color. Zhang Zhenyuan looked at Lin Qingsu. How did this classmate end up with our young miss? Zhao Xin then explained, Commander Zhang, classmate Lin is my schoolmate. If he hadn't saved me this time, I probably wouldn't have escaped the Lania squad's pursuit. Zhang Zhenyuan looked at Lin Qingsu with gratitude. Thank you, Miss Lin, for saving our young miss's life. Our city lord's mansion will surely reward you handsomely. Lin Qingsu's expression was indifferent. Since your family's guards have arrived, I still need to train. I'll take my leave. With that, he led me deeper into the Qingyuan forest. Zhang Zhenyuan looked puzzled. Young miss, this classmate Lin of yours seems to have an unusual calmness. Zhao Xin let out a bitter laugh. What if I told you he effortlessly killed over 20 members of the Lania squad? Would Commander Zhang believe it? Hearing this, Zhang Zhenyuan's eyes went wide. Young miss must be joking. The Lania squad leader, Lin Lang, is a second-stage peak dancer. He has nearly 10 second-stage dancers under him. He's only a first-stage mid-tier dancer. How could that be possible? But he did it, as easily as eating or drinking. And he didn't even have a scratch on him. Zhang Zhenyuan connected the mineshaft collapse to Lin Qingsu. That person. Working along the forest path, Lin Qingsu kept scanning his surroundings, looking for a relatively safe place. I had already told him I was about to purify my bloodline rank, finding a flat area to the west. Lin Qingsu sat down. This should be safe enough. How long will your purification take? I thought for a moment. About 10 minutes or so. Alright, start your purification. Begin your purification. I will keep smiling for you. Hehe, little Snowy. Witness my second bloodline purification with your own eyes. System, initiate bloodline purification. Deducting 100 purification points. Bloodline purification initiated. A drowsy, sinking sensation from the tree sap washed over me. My body began to be enveloped by a dense bloodline aura. Wrapped within it, I confirmed I was evolving steadily. Lin Qingsu immediately took out the remaining 3 spirit herbs from her storage ring. Then she placed them into her own mouth. While eating these spirit herbs, she inexplicably felt a bit guilty, thinking back to her days as the female emperor, having to sneak around just to eat some spirit herbs. Ding! Purification complete. System panel generating. Bloodline grade, low grade 5-star. The next purification actually requires 1000 purification points. That's damn many. I showed off. Then my expression turned angry. You actually snuck spirit herbs while I was evolving. The more I eat, the stronger I get. She got angry too. A hint of a smile lingered on her face. Lin Qingsu curled her lips. Only what the eyes see is the truth. Did you see me sneak any spirit herbs? Yeah, I was momentarily stunned. Damn bro, that's not cool. I kicked my 2 hind legs, trying to jump onto Lin Qingsu's shoulder like before, but Lin Qingsu dodged me. I felt very wronged. No love anymore, little Snowy. You won't even get close to me now. How can you bear to refuse someone this cute? Lin Qingsu furrowed her brow. You're this big now. You must weigh at least 100 jin. Do you expect me to carry you around? I chuckled lightly. Then I looked at my own size. Damn, I've gotten bigger again. No worries, I have plenty of ways. I directly leveled up the size manipulation skill to level 4. It cost a total of 17 purification points. Size manipulation LV4. Cost can consume energy to freely enlarge or shrink the body. Current range, 8 times. I shrank down to the size of a kitten. Then I jumped back onto Lin Qingsu's shoulder, and this time, she didn't dodge. Lin Qingsu tilted her head and looked at me helplessly. Why do you like lying on my shoulder so much? Can't you just work on your own? I lifted my chin. I like being up here. Standing high gives me the upper hand. Plus, the view is great. A real man only likes being on top. I looked ahead at the clear and polluted river. My eyes lit up. Little Snowy, let's go bathe. You scrub my back and I'll scrub yours. I can do other things too. She laughed and said, get lost. In the end, we did bathe. Lin Qingsu held me down in the river and scrubbed me thoroughly. Then she set up a barrier to block my vision. Only then did she feel safe enough to wash herself. There's no trust between man and beast at all. I'm just a demon beast now. What harm could a few glances do? I can't do anything to you anyway. I'll become a divine beast too. Sooner or later, I'll break through your barrier tricks. We rested in place for nearly a day. This was at my strong request. It wasn't because I was lazy, but because of the large number of demon beast corpses inside me. I needed a day to digest them. After absorbing this wave of attributes, my strength would be even greater. Second order early stage earth rock spider. Digestion complete. Strength plus 24. Purification points plus 25. Second order mid stage bronze armored turtle. Defense plus 20. Speed plus 10. Digestion complete. Strength plus 28. Defense plus 36. Purification points plus 32. Second order peak bloodthirsty wolf. Digestion complete. Strength plus 40. Speed plus 50. Defense plus 20. Purification points plus 42. Ding. Congratulations, host, on breaking through to first order late stage. Ding. Congratulations, host, on breaking through to first order peak. 2 consecutive system notifications. I was overjoyed. My attributes now could definitely rival a second order early stage. In a fight, I should be no worse off. Now, the next evolution is still far off. Let me upgrade some skills. I rubbed my hands together, a gleeful smile on my face. I spent over 200 purification points at once. It cost over 200 purification points at once. This can be said to be my most extravagant expenditure, but the improvement it brought was undoubtedly enormous. 2 consecutive surges of pure Kai and blood energy nourished me, entering 0 hydrogen. Combined with the spiritual medicine absorbed into the blood body, its grade also broke through to the late stage of 1 tier. 0 hydrogen blood membrane trembled slightly. My heart shook with shock. A breakthrough and even 2 consecutive breakthroughs at once. This is the terrifying talent of an ancient ferocious beast. Lin Qingsu looked at me warily. Now my strength has surpassed hers. Only my spiritual power is slightly weaker than hers, and spiritual power is her last advantage. If even spiritual power is surpassed, she will have no means to counter me. No, I must cultivate with all my might. The Myriad Forms Divine Scroll focuses on enhancing spiritual power. Beast spiritual power generally improves slowly. As long as I can maintain my lead in spiritual power, I can turn the tables and suppress her. Little Snow, let's keep charging forward. Help me find spiritual medicines and beasts that boost spiritual power. My spiritual power is severely unbalanced, I urged, speaking in classical tones. Lin Qingsu's heartbeat quickened a few beats. Don't enhance your spiritual power. Spiritual power is useless to you. You don't know any spiritual techniques. Your spiritual power only needs to be enough to resist spiritual attacks. I scratched my head with my little claw. That does seem to make some sense. But isn't this too unbalanced for me? My defense and attack have almost both stepped into the second tier, yet my spiritual power is only at the mid-first tier. Lin Qingsu's mouth twitched. Being unbalanced is good. If it's unbalanced, he still has a chance. It's fine. Beasts are strong in their physical bodies. The stronger your physical attributes, the stronger you become. Spiritual power isn't important to you. I have more experience in this area than you. Fine, I'll just eat more spiritual medicine from now on. Spiritual medicine greatly boosts my spiritual power. Lin Qingsu silently noted this in her heart. From now on, you won't get a single spiritual medicine that enhances spiritual power. I lay bored on Lin Qingsu's shoulder, scanning my surroundings. Little Snow, where are we going now? There are still 3 days until your school's mock exam. We'll return a day early. That leaves about 2 days to use in classical terms. Lin Qingsu showed a hesitant expression. I want to go get that starstone. But with our current strength, it's a bit difficult. Is the starstone tasty? I asked curiously. Several black lines appeared on Lin Qingsu's forehead. The starstone is an earth-grade treasure. It can help me cultivate my technique. It's not for eating. Hearing the words earth-grade, my eyes lit up. Lin Qingsu thought, oh no. She seemed to have said the wrong thing. She cleared her throat lightly. The starstone has a very single purpose. Eating it would be useless for you. But it's very important to me. I immediately lost interest in the starstone. Since it's important to Little Snow, let's just go snatch it. Your lord here can now fight second-tier beasts. Lin Qingsu shook her head helplessly. No, I remember in my past life, the starstone was in the nest of a late third-tier starry sky sparrow. Its strength is far beyond what we can handle, and it's extremely fast. If we're discovered, we won't even escape. I see late third tier, that really is tough. But maybe my wise brain can come up with a plan, I said with a grin. Just as the two were about to temporarily give up on the starstone, a sharp cry rang through the sky. Lin Qingsu looked up at the sky. There, high above, a massive, 7 to 8 meter long azure bird beast was chasing a cultivator riding a thunder sound, and that bird beast was exactly the starry sky sparrow she mentioned. Little Snow, isn't this our chance? I asked with a smile. Lin Qingsu curled her lips, a glint of amusement in my eyes. Indeed, there is a chance. The starry sky sparrow left its nest to chase a human cultivator. Then we can easily get that starstone. Immediately, she activated the concealment art, concealing both her and my aura. Only then did I start heading toward the direction of the star sparrow's nest in my memory. The direction of the nest. Suddenly, as if remembering something, Lin Qingsu abruptly stopped. A heavy expression settled on her face. I looked confused. What's wrong? That star sparrow was deliberately lured away. Its purpose should also be to obtain that starstone. In my past life, he knew there was a starstone inside the star sparrow's nest, only because someone had taken it out before, and the one who took it was a mercenary group, called the Thunder Mercenary Group. The Thunder Mercenary Group is no ordinary force. They the top mercenary group in Linjing City. The leader is Lei Tanbao, who has already broken through to the 4th rank. Lin Qingsu, if we meddle now and aren't discovered, it's fine. But if we are, we'll have made a powerful enemy. I rubbed my little paw on my chin. Yet there's only one starstone. If we miss this chance, we might never find another. Besides, we don't even have enough money for food. Buying it is definitely out of the question. Aside from stealing, there's no other way. This is the true reality of a low-level cultivator. Are you willing to take that risk with me? Lin Qingsu asked softly. I raised my chin with practiced ease. Don't underestimate me. I'm a glutton, remember? Sealing a starstone. That's a piece of cake. Mainly, I believe in your protagonist halo, Lin Qingsu. A reincarnator plus a contract, and me the most handsome guy in history with a system. Isn't that the textbook protagonist template? Success rate is at least 98%. Charge, charge, charge. We're invincible. All the treasures are ours. A spark of brilliance lit up Lin Qingsu's eyes. A wave of emotion surged in her heart. This feeling, it's like I finally have someone to rely on. Living 2 lifetimes. Only a few people have ever given me this feeling. Ding. Lin Qingsu's intimacy increased. Current level, 60. All devouring talent activated at 60%. I smirked proudly. Raising intimacy is this simple. Almost maxed out. A blurry figure darted through the jungle. Moving fast, with a barely concealed aura. And the thick tree tips, as wide as a man's embrace, 7 or 8 trees ahead, lay the star sparrow's nest. It was a full 20 to 30 meters wide. It gave me quite a shock. If I could eat a star sparrow, that'd be amazing. Too bad I can only dream about it now. The more I eat, the stronger I get. Can you sense the Thunder Mercenary Group's people? I asked. Lin Qingsu extended her spiritual sense to its limit, carefully sweeping the surroundings. Several faint auras appeared in her perception. At least 5 people nearby. All of them are high level. I felt a headache coming on. Then why aren't they stealing the starstone yet? Because the star sparrow hasn't flown far. With its vision, it can still fully cover everything around the nest. If they try to steal the starstone now, the star sparrow chasing the thunder eagle in the sky is at most a few kilometers from the nest. If it goes farther, it won't keep moving away. The more I eat, the stronger I get. Is there a way to hide my aura and become invisible? I seem to have another idea. Lin Qingsu's beautiful eyes widened. She looked a bit incredulous. You have a way? I curled the corner of my mouth. I've got brains too, you know. Lin Qingsu pouted. As if I don't have brains. Concealing aura and invisibility. I can do both with spiritual arrays. But are you confident? Probably. As long as I can stay invisible and not leak my aura, my success rate is pretty high. Lin Qingsu thought for a moment. Then, channeling her spiritual power, she inscribed 2 spiritual arrays on me. One was a concealment array. The other was a mirror array. The starstone is important, but far less important than your life. If you're not very sure, just forget it. Lin Qingsu warned. I grinned widely. Xianxia, are you confessing to me? Already charmed by my charm in just a few days. Lin Qingsu rubbed her forehead, looking a bit speechless. He's afraid that if I die, he'll die too. How did this become a confession? I infused my spiritual power into the Lin Gen array carved by Lin Qingsu. Soon, I had a general grasp of it. The Lin Gen array is actually quite fun. Can you call me when you go back? But beast fiends generally can't learn to adapt mid-battle. Only after breaking through to the king rank does it become easier. Lin Qingsu explained. I smiled with satisfaction. Then I shrank my body into its smallest form, and slipped out. With the blessing of both the face array and the mirror array, even those 3rd stage 5th level cultivators couldn't detect me. To safely take the star stone away, doing it directly like this definitely wouldn't work. As long as I dared to bring the star stone out of the star sparrow's nest, the star sparrow would surely notice the anomaly and rush back. So I needed a helper to truly lure the star sparrow away. As for who the helper would be, naturally it would be those suckers down there stirring the muddy waters. This is my specialty. Sorry, but the law of survival in this world is the strong devouring the weak. Don't blame me, and don't be shameless. Raymond sat on the back of the 3rd stage late-phase Thunder Eagle, his eyes fixed on the star sparrow behind him. He was the younger brother of Thunder Sky Leopard. Half a month ago, he stumbled upon the star sparrow's nest, which contained a very precious star stone. This star sparrow was highly intelligent. I've done my best to provoke it, but it still refuses to stray far from its nest. Raymond cursed under his breath, his anxiety growing. Then he pulled out his phone and began contacting the mercenary team, ambushed beneath the star sparrow's nest. Arbin, take the men to steal the star stone. I'll hold off the star sparrow with all my strength. Raymond gave the order. There was silence on the other end for 2 seconds. Brother Meng, if I said a star sparrow egg fell right into my hands, would you believe me? Arbin, what the hell are you talking about? I told you to steal the star stone, not the star sparrow's eggs. But nothing is more important than the star stone. Raymond roared angrily. Brother Meng, I don't know either. It just fell down on its own. Damn, and there's more. Arbin, hiding beneath the star sparrow's nest, was stunned. Above his head, 3 star sparrow eggs had already fallen in succession, as if haunted by a ghost. A sharp sparrow cry snapped him back to reality. The star sparrow's body was wreathed in surging star power, its bird eyes bleeding red, its aura wild and unstable. Raymond, behind it, struggled to hold it back, but to no avail. Arbind, you idiot. Hurry up and take the men to grab the starstone. Raymond roared angrily. The star sparrow was already in rage, and starting to return to its nest. After this, luring it out again would be nearly impossible. If not now, when? Brothers, all of you, climb the tree. Instantly, 5 figures emerged from the shadows, and quickly began climbing up the tree. Inside the star sparrow's nest, I showed a look of pity. Those mercenaries were indeed old hands, who had licked blood on the edge of a blade, reacting very quickly, and adjusting their plans in time. The scene wasn't chaotic enough. Then let's make it more chaotic. I sneered coldly, then used my claws to directly break the star sparrow's egg. The sweet aroma almost made me unable to resist taking a bite. I poured the egg liquid down, splashing it onto the few Thunder mercenary team members. 2 were climbing the tree. Egg liquid. Damn it, mother f*** seeker. To the hell spilled the star sparrow egg's liquid. Out here. The star sparrow in the sky instantly erupted, delivering a fierce strike that sent Raymond and the Thunder Eagle flying backward. In its explosive state, its strength instantly increased several-fold. Damn it, who the hell is messing with me? If I catch you, I'll brine your bones to dust. Raymond was furious, his fists clenched tight. The star sparrow turned into a blue streak across the sky, and in an instant, flew back to its nest. Countless feather arrows shot at a ding. The few of them instantly felt their scalps go numb. Among the 5 of them, the highest ranked was him, a mid-stage tier 3 body cultivator. Yet facing the starfeather in its burst state, he was still staring at 9 deaths and 1 life. Run, run, run all of you, get out of here, otherwise, we'll all die. The 5 immediately leaped straight down the cliff, and began fleeing for their lives without a second thought. You idiots, can't you stay farther away from me? All the feathers are hitting me. A Bing cursed in fury. The other 4 looked embarrassed. Brother Bing, among the 5 of us, you're the strongest. If we ran alone, we'd definitely not escape the starfeather. Yeah, Brother Bing, more ability means more burden. We're brothers after all. A Bing's face turned pale with rage. Damn your brothers. When I get back, I'll beat you all to death. Find a river quickly and wash off the egg fluid on your bodies. Otherwise, the starfeather will keep hunting you down. Raymond roared. He was currently doing everything to hold back the starfeather. If he gave up on A Bing and the others to go for the starstone, A Bing and his crew would definitely die without a doubt. Run east. There's a river to the east, A Bing immediately shouted. Everyone instantly adjusted their direction, frantically fleeing toward the east. Meanwhile, Lin Qingxiu, hiding in a small corner, stared blankly at the scene. She pushed her face concealment art to its absolute limit. As long as she didn't move, no one would ever discover her presence. That dumb duck actually pulled it off. His intelligence is way too high, isn't it? Inside the starfeather's nest, I watched Raymond and the starfeather disappear into the distance, then enlarged my body a bit, and hugged the starstone as I climbed down the tree. If only I could have a golden wing rock's wings, my gluttony talisman would be even more perfect. Though I felt a bit regretful, the gluttony talisman's several innate skills still satisfied me greatly. One shouldn't be too greedy, but when I'm doing things, I still have to be a little greedy. I carried the starstone back to Lin Qingxiu's side, a smug look plastered all over my face. Now you see my intelligence, don't you? Be a good girl and be my woman, you'll get meat to eat. Lin Qingxiu ignored me completely, reached out to put the starstone into her storage ring, and then started fleeing with me. He really did get the starstone, but this was only the first step. Little Snow, it'll take us at least 3 or 4 hours to run out of King Yuan Forest, right? How about we hide somewhere? The day after tomorrow, we'll just go straight back to school. The Thunder mercenary group would never guess it was us, right? Lin Qingxiu shook his head slightly. Her brows furrowed slightly. No, the reason Thunderclaw didn't come to snatch the starstone this time is probably because Raymond never told him about it. Now that he's angered the starfeather, he has to tell him whether he wants to or not. My eyes flickered with understanding. So Thunderclaw will be here soon. Thunderclaw is a tier 4 martial artist. He can see right through their face concealment art, and the residual starfers on their bodies is also a huge piece of evidence. Hiding is too passive. Then we really have to run. Little Snow, stop, let me take over. Lin Qingxiu looked confused. Even though your body cultivation level is 1 rank higher than mine, you have no speed. Your movement technique probably can't match mine, right? Don't underestimate me, I can burst. I'm definitely faster than you. I jumped off Lin Qingxiu's shoulder, then transformed into a lion-like form, black aura spilling out like ink from my body. The LV.6 greed skill activated. All stats surged by 60%. My original speed stat of 440 instantly shot up to 704. That was already the speed stat value of an early tier 2. Lin Qingxiu mounted my back without a second thought, simultaneously inscribing a lightness talisman to reduce the burden. Her hands pressed against my broad back, feeling a physique power far beyond her own. This kind of terrifying power was probably close to mid-tier 2. As Ling Qingxu was lost in thought, a roar came from the sky above their heads. A mind rebuked by thunderous sound streaked across the sky. At the same time, he cast a glance at him and me fleeing on the ground. Thunder Yuan Leopard, a 4th stage mid-level dancer. He really did come. And he's found us. Ling Qingxu sighed. Then are we exposed? I asked. Not yet. But Thunder Yuan, after the Storm Alliance finishes off Starry Sky Sparrow, they'll definitely connect it to us. The chance of exposure is 60%. Only by getting back to Linjing Middle School as fast as possible will we be safe. I cursed under my breath, then squeezed out more power from within. My speed increased a bit. The two of us turned into a shadowy streak, darting through the jungle. Thunder Yuan Leopard's wings vibrated, and he rushed toward Thunder Meng's direction with a thunderous roar. At that moment, Thunder Meng was locked in fierce battle with Starry Sky Sparrow. Arbin and the other 5 were also fleeing in panic, and finally Kiki jumped into the river to wash off the egg fluid. Only after cleaning the egg fluid did the few of them breathe a sigh of relief. A remnant of Starry Sky energy struck Thunder Meng's shoulder, splashing a streak of bright red blood. Thunder Meng's face instantly turned pale. His expression darkened, but out of the corner of his eye, he saw Thundercloud rushing over. A flicker of joy appeared in his eyes. Pluck Featherbird, my brother's already here. Let's see how you act tough now. Seeing Thunder Yuan Bao arriving, Arbin and the other 5 wept with joy. They scrambled ashore one by one, and endured the pain to pluck the feathers off their bodies. Thunder Yuan Bao's wings vibrated, lightning flashing around him. Then he unleashed a mountain-shattering strike, forcing Starry Sky Sparrow back. Sensing the oppressive blood aura from Thunder Yuan Bao, Starry Sky Sparrow's survival instinct drove it to flee. Your leader is here. Do you still think you have a chance to escape? Thunder Yuan Bao's gaze sharpened. He condensed a spear of thunder in his hands, then hurled it at lightning speed. Bang! Starry Sky Sparrow's head was struck. Then it exploded into a bloody mist from the thunder. Its body fell limply to the ground. After finishing off Starry Sky Sparrow, Thunder Yuan Bao glared darkly at Thunder Meng. So this is how you lead the Thunder Mercenary Corps straight to death. Thunder Meng swallowed hard. Bro, it's all because some bastard schemed against me. Otherwise, I definitely could have gotten the Star Stone. So you didn't even get the Star Stone. It was still in Starry Sky Sparrow's nest this morning. If we go now, it should still be there. Thunder Meng said confidently. Thunder Yuan Bao shot him a look, then led him toward Starry Sky Sparrow's nest. But when they arrived, the nest was completely empty. Only a broken bird egg remained. The other eggs were all pushed down by me, and the Star Stone was taken away by me. Thunder Meng's expression changed drastically. His face turned green with rage. Impossible. The Star Stone must still be here. I saw it here half a month ago. Thunder Meng's face flushed red as he shouted. Thunder Yuan Bao frowned and clenched his fist. Tell me everything. Don't leave out a single detail. Thunder Meng clenched his fists, murderous intent blazing in his eyes. Today, I brought Arbin and the others here. Thunder Tian Bao's face grew darker, a chill radiating from his body. Redstone, he recalled the moment he passed by here, and caught a fleeting glimpse of Ling Qingxu. She was in a hurry, with a trace of residual Starry Sky energy on her. Even with a face-obscuring technique, she couldn't fully block his perception. In an instant, he connected everything. Interesting. A mere first-stage dancer dared to steal from my Thunder Mercenary Corps. Hearing this, Thunder Meng's eyes widened. His face was full of disbelief. Bro, you're saying the one who stole my Star Stone is a first-stage dancer? How could a first-stage dancer evade his detection and bypass Arbin and the others to climb into Starry Sky Sparrow's nest? Thunder Tian Bao spread his thunder wings again, his gaze fixed on Thunder Meng. Gather all the brothers immediately. Block every exit of Qingyuan Forest. Focus the search on a female student around 18 years old. Per level is late first stage. She has a black beast the size of a male lion with her. Beast. Also, send 2 people to block the entrance of Linjing Middle School. After giving the order, he then flapped his wings and soared into the sky, chasing in the direction of Ling Qingxu. Lei Ming hurriedly pulled out his phone and began contacting the other brothers. Block all exits of Qingyuan Forest immediately. Capture a late-stage first-order female student from Linjing University, who has a black beast with her. Also send 2 men to guard the entrance of Linjing High School. What? She left Qingyuan Forest 10 minutes ago. Lei Ming's hand gripping the phone trembled slightly. His face instantly turned pale. Disbelief filled his eyes. How is that possible? From here to the exit of Qingyuan Forest, it takes at least 3 to 4 hours. He's only at late stage first order. No matter how fast, he can't be that quick. Lei Ming roared in fury, his eyes bloodshot. Even if you run back to Linjing High School, I'll still kill you. Lei Yuanbao frowned. Tell me the whole process. Don't leave out a single detail. Thunder Meng clenched his fists, murderous intent blazing in his eyes. Today I brought Abing and the others. Thunder Tian Bao's face grew darker, a chill radiating from his body. Redstone, he recalled the moment he passed by here, and caught a fleeting glimpse of Ling Qingxu. She was in a hurry, with a trace of residual Starry Sky energy on her. Even with a face-obscuring technique, she couldn't fully block his perception. In an instant, he connected everything. Interesting. A mere first stage dance dared to steal from my Thunder mercenary corps. Hearing this, Thundermang's eyes widened. His face was full of disbelief. Bro, you're saying the wand who stole my star stone is a first stage dancer? How could a first stage dancer evade his detection and bypass our bin and the others to climb into Starry Sky Sparrow's nest? Thunder Tan Bao spread his thunder wings again, his gaze fixed on Thunderman. Gather all the brothers immediately. Block every exit of King Yuan Forest. Focus the search on a female student around 18 years old. Her level is late first stage. By his side, there was also a black beast the size of a lion. Also, send 2 people to block the entrance of Linjing Middle School. After giving the order, he then flapped his wings and soared into the sky, chasing in the direction of Lin Qingsu. Lei Meng hurriedly pulled out his phone and began contacting the other brothers. Block all exits of King Yuan Forest immediately. Capture a late-stage first-order female student from Linjing University who has a black beast with her. Also send 2 men to guard the entrance of Linjing High School. What? She left King Yuan Forest 10 minutes ago. Lei Meng's hand holding the phone trembled slightly. His face instantly turned pale. Disbelief filled his eyes. How is that possible? From here to the exit of King Yuan Forest, it takes at least 3 to 4 hours. He's only at late stage first order. No matter how fast, he can't be that quick. Lei Meng roared in fury, his eyes bloodshot. Even if you run back to Linjing High School, I'll still kill you. Lei Yuanbao frowned. The whole process, tell me, don't leave out a single detail. Thunderman clenched his fists, murderous intent blazing in his eyes. Today I brought A Bing and the others. Thunder Tian Bao's face grew darker, a chill radiating from his body. Redstone, he recalled the moment he passed by here and caught a fleeting glimpse of Lin Qingsu. She was in a hurry, with a trace of residual starry sky energy on her. Even with a face-obscuring technique, she couldn't fully block his perception. In an instant, he connected everything. Interesting. A mere first-stage dance dared to steal from my Thunder mercenary corps. Hearing this, Thundermang's eyes widened. His face was full of disbelief. Bro, you're saying the wand who stole my star stone is a first-stage dancer? How could a first-stage dancer evade his detection and bypass our bin and the others to climb into Starry Sky Sparrow's nest? Thunder Tan Bao spread his thunder wings again, his gaze fixed on Thunderman. Gather all the brothers immediately. Block every exit of King Yuan Forest. Focus the search on a female student around 18 years old. Her level is late first stage. By his side, there was also a black beast the size of a lion. Also, send 2 people to block the entrance of Linjing Middle School. After he gave the order, he then flapped his wings and soared into the sky, chasing in the direction of Lin Qingsu. Lei Meng hurriedly pulled out his phone and began contacting the other brothers. Block all exits of King Yuan Forest immediately. Capture a late-stage first-order female student from Linjing University who has a black beast with her. Also send 2 men to guard the entrance of Linjing High School. What? She left King Yuan Forest 10 minutes ago. Lei Meng's hand holding the phone trembled slightly. His face instantly turned pale. Disbelief filled his eyes. How is that possible? From here to the exit of King Yuan Forest, it takes at least 3 to 4 hours. He's only at late stage first order. No matter how fast, he can't be that quick. Lei Meng roared in fury, his eyes bloodshot. Even if you run back to Linjing High School, I'll still kill. Lei Yuanbao frowned deeply. Tell me the whole process. I can't miss a single detail. Lei Meng clenched his fist, murderous intent blazing in his eyes. Today I brought A Bing and the others. Thunder Tian Bao's face grew darker, a chill radiating from his body. Redstone, he recalled the moment he passed by here and caught a fleeting glimpse of Lin Qingsu. She was in a hurry, with a trace of residual starry sky energy on her. Even with a face-obscuring technique, she couldn't fully block his perception. In an instant, he connected everything. Interesting. A mere first-stage dance dared to steal from my Thunder mercenary corps. Hearing this, Thundermang's eyes widened. His face was full of disbelief. Bro, you're saying the wand who stole my star stone, it's a street dancer. How could a first-stage dancer evade his detection and bypass our bin and the others to climb into Starry Sky Sparrow's nest? Thunder Tan Bao spread his thunder wings again, his gaze fixed on Thunderman. Gather all the brothers immediately. Block every exit of King Yuan Forest. Focus the search on a female student around 18 years old. Her level is late first stage. By his side, there was also a black beast the size of a lion. Also, send 2 people to block the entrance of Linjing Middle School. After he gave the order, he then flapped his wings and soared into the sky, chasing in the direction of Lin Qingsu. Lei Meng hurriedly pulled out his phone and began contacting the other brothers. Block all exits of King Yuan Forest immediately. Capture a late-stage first-order female student from Linjing University who has a black beast. Also send 2 men to guard the entrance of Linjing High School. What? She left King Yuan Forest 10 minutes ago. Lei Meng's hand gripping the phone trembled slightly. His face instantly turned pale. Disbelief filled his eyes. How is that possible? From here to the exit of King Yuan Forest, it takes at least 3 to 4 hours. He's only at late stage first order. No matter how fast, he can't be that quick. Lei Meng roared in fury, his eyes bloodshot. Even if you run back to Linjing High School, I'll still kill Lei Yuanbao. Frown. Tell me the whole process, don't leave out a single detail. Thunderman clenched his fists, murderous intent blazing in his eyes. Today I brought A Bing and the others. Thunder Tianbao's face grew darker, a chill radiating from his body. Redstone, he recalled the moment he passed by here, and caught a fleeting glimpse of Lin Qingsu. She was in a hurry, with a trace of residual starry sky energy on her. Even with a face-obscuring technique, she couldn't fully block his perception. In an instant, he connected everything. Interesting. A mere first-stage dancer dared to steal from my Thunder Mercenary Corps. Hearing this, Thunderman's eyes widened. His face was full of disbelief. Bro, you're saying the wand who stole my Star Stone is a first-stage dancer? How could a first-stage dancer evade his detection and bypass our Bin and the others to climb into Starry Sky Sparrow's nest? Thunder Tianbao spread his thunder wings again, his gaze fixed on Thunderman. Gather all the brothers immediately. Block every exit of Qingyuan Forest. Focus the search on a female student around 18 years old. Per level is late first stage. By his side, there was also a black beast the size of a lion. Also, send 2 people to block the entrance of Linjing Middle School. After he gave the order, he then flapped his wings and soared into the sky, chasing in the direction of Lin Qingsu. Lei Ming hurriedly pulled out his phone and began contacting the other brothers. Block all exits of Qingyuan Forest immediately. Capture a late-stage first-order female student from Linjing University, who has a black beast. Also send 2 men to guard the entrance of Linjing High School. What? She left Qingyuan Forest 10 minutes ago. Lei Ming's hand gripping the phone trembled slightly. His face instantly turned pale. Disbelief filled his eyes. How is that possible? From here to the exit of Qingyuan Forest, it takes at least 3 to 4 hours. He's only at late stage first order. No matter how fast, he can't be that quick. Lei Ming roared in fury, his eyes bloodshot. Even if you run back to Linjing High School, I'll still kill Lei Yuanbao. Frown. Tell me the whole process, don't leave out a single detail. Thunderman clenched his fists, murderous intent blazing in his eyes. Today I brought A Bing and the others. Thunder Tianbao's face grew darker, a chill radiating from his body. Redstone, he recalled the moment he passed by here, and caught a fleeting glimpse of Lin Qingsu. She was in a hurry, with a trace of residual starry sky energy on her. Even with a face-obscuring technique, she couldn't fully block his perception. In an instant, he connected everything. Interesting. A mere first-stage dancer dared to steal from my Thunder Mercenary Corps. Hearing this, Thunderman's eyes widened. His face was full of disbelief. Bro, you're saying the wand who stole my Star Stone is a first-stage dancer? How could a first-stage dancer evade his detection and bypass our Bin and the others to climb into Starry Sky Sparrow's nest? Thunder Tianbao spread his thunder wings again, his gaze fixed on Thunderman. Gather all the brothers immediately. Block every exit of Qingyuan Forest. Focus the search on a female student around 18 years old. Per level is late first stage. She has a black beast the size of a male lion with her. Beast. Also, send 2 people to block the entrance of Linjing Middle School. After he gave the order, he then flapped his wings and soared into the sky, chasing in the direction of Lin Qingsu. Lei Ming hurriedly pulled out his phone and began contacting the other brothers. Block all exits of Qingyuan Forest immediately. Capture a late-stage first-order female student from Linjing University, who has a black beast with her. Also send 2 men to guard the entrance of Linjing High School. What? She left Qingyuan Forest 10 minutes ago. Lei Ming's hand gripping the phone trembled slightly. His face instantly turned pale. Disbelief filled his eyes. How is that possible? From here to the exit of Qingyuan Forest, it takes at least 3 to 4 hours. He's only at late stage first order. No matter how fast, he can't be that quick. Lei Ming roared in fury, his eyes bloodshot. Even if you run back to Linjing High School, I'll still kill even on the street. His body was still the size of a lion, completely drenched in sweat. Such a high-intensity burst of speed. Even for me, it's a huge strain. Bored, you can stop now. We're already back outside the city. Let me take over the travel from here. With 5G and Lin Zhen's help, I'm not slow either. I'm almost exhausted. Lin Qingsu spoke up. Then he shrank to the size of her cat and lay on her shoulder. Zyro Zuxu, you've done your best. Don't say it's not enough. Bursting for nearly 3 hours straight, that's more than enough. Lin Qingsu showed a faint smile. You're the best. She activated her blood energy and began dashing toward Linjing High School at full speed. Almost they just 7 or 8 more minutes, and we'll reach the school gate. Boom! The terrifying bolt of lightning struck down, only inches away from Lin Qingsu. Luckily, she dodged it with all her might, but the residual heat of the lightning still grazed her. A numbing sensation shot through her legs. Her expression turned grim. Lin Qingsu sighed, still caught up. Lei Tianbao has a flying weapon. His speed is naturally extremely fast. Wishful thinking always leads to a heavy price. Little girl, the Thunder Mercenary Corps treasure isn't so easy to take. Hand it over, and for Principal Liu's sake, I'll spare your life. Lei Yuanbao said coldly. Lin Qingsu pressed her lips tightly. Her eyes flickered slightly. I don't know what you're talking about. If she admitted it, Lei Yuanbao would never let her go. Lei Yuanbao curled his lips, his gaze filled with chilling murder. Don't understand. Then I'll take it myself. Arc after arc of electricity surged from his palm, condensing into a terrifying thunderball aimed at Lin Qingsu. In the nick of time, a figure appeared and blocked the attack for her. The lightning dissipated, revealing Zhang Zhenyuan's figure. His eyes were icy as he stared at Lei Tanbao. Lei Tanbao, do you know where you are right now? No random fighting in the city. And certainly no killing. Do you want to die? Do you want to die? Seeing this, Lei Tanbao's expression instantly turned grim. Commander Zhang, this student stole an artifact from my Thunderbolt mercenary group. I was merely retrieving it. Zhang Zhenyuan glanced at Lin Qingsu without a word. Then he revealed a gentle smile. Miss Lin, you may return to school first. I'll handle Lei Tanbao for you. Thank you, Commander Zhang, Lin Qingsu said gratefully. Then she continued hurrying toward Linjing Middle School. Seeing this, Lei Tanbao was furious. Commander Zhang, don't go too far. Lei Tanbao gritted his teeth. Zhang Zhenyun let out a cold laugh. I, as commander, am under the city lord's orders to oversee order within Linjing City. Moreover, Miss Lin is the savior of my young lady. How dare you lay a hand on her? Besides, she's merely a late-stage first-rank warrior. How could she steal an artifact from you, a mid-stage fourth-rank warrior? Are you insulting my intelligence? Lei Tanbao's face turned ashen with rage. Commander Zhang, I've never offended you knowingly. I've always backed down when I could. But do you truly intend to humiliate me like this? Lei Tanbao's tone was icy cold. Zhang Zhenyuan's expression also turned cold. I am humiliating you. What can you do about it? I'll give you 3 seconds to scram. Otherwise, I'll lead my men to wipe out your Thunderbolt mercenary group. Lei Tanbao nearly ground his teeth to dust. Fine, Zhang Zhenyuan, you've got guts. Then I'll take a step back. With those words, he stormed off in fury. That was close. I almost bit the dust. Good thing I chose to save Zhao Zai earlier. I lay on Lin Qingsu's shoulder, feeling quite relieved. The protagonist's plot armor is indeed strong. There's always a side character to take the bullet. Ahead was Linjing Middle School. Once inside, I'd be safe. But Lin Qingsu didn't relax at all. After locking eyes with a Thunderbolt mercenary group member, she quickened her pace even more. She had already guessed that, given Lei Tanbao's nature, he wouldn't let her off so easily. Damn, that bastard is so disgusting. Blocking someone right at their doorstep. I cursed loudly. Those two had strong auras. At least late-stage second-rank warriors. One of them turned into a blur and blocked Lin Qingsu's path. Classmate, I suggest you come with us. Otherwise, don't blame the Thunderbolt mercenary group for not giving you a chance. Lin Qingsu stared at him coldly. This is Linjing Middle School. Aren't you afraid our principal will crush you? Lai Hu sneered. Principal Liu is indeed strong, but we haven't laid a hand on anyone. We just blocked someone. Would he bother with such a trivial matter? The atmosphere froze. Students coming and going at Linjing Middle School's gate also noticed the commotion. Isn't that Lin Qingsu? A tall male student recognized him first. It really is him. Why is he being stopped by the Thunderbolt mercenary group? Zhang Yuan crossed his arms, a sneer on his face. Maybe he offended someone himself. Look at his usual cold demeanor, acting like he looks down on everyone. He probably ran his mouth outside and pissed off some big shot in the Thunderbolt mercenary group. Facing the murmurs, Lin Qingsu acted as if he hadn't heard. A bunch of idiots. Once I evolve, I'll beat the crap out of you first. I cursed from his shoulder. 2 or 3 more people worked out of the crowd, all at late stage or peak first rank. These few were the top students of Linjing Middle School this year. Don't you know how the Thunderbolt mercenary group operates? Lei Tanbao is a vengeful man, blocking someone openly at the school gate. This is no simple matter. Lai Linshan said calmly. Yao Chu and Tai Mu looked ahead. That's right, half a month ago, the Black Bee Squad outside the city only argued with the Thunderbolt mercenary group over a piece of prey. Fighting over a single prey, the next day they were found, with all their limbs broken and dumped at the entrance of the No Mercy Point. To this date no one knows who did it. But it's not hard to guess who the culprit is. How about giving him a hand? Chu Yuancheng looked at the other two. Lai Linshan was a bit surprised. Since when did you get such a sense of justice? Chu Yuancheng's heart stirred. I've always had this sense of justice. With that, he ignored the others, and walked straight toward Lin Qingsu. Chu Yuancheng raised his hand and placed it on Lai Hu's shoulder. Coming to my Linjing Middle School to cause trouble. Even Lei Yuanbao doesn't have the guts you do. Lai Hu turned around in bewilderment, staring at Chu Yuancheng in utter disbelief. Damn it, do you even know who the hell I am? Chu Yuancheng raised an eyebrow, then he slapped him right across the face. Then do you know who the hell I am? Lai Hu was stunned by the blow, and then flew into a rage. His terrifying blood energy began to surge within him, and he raised his hand, intending to kill Chu Yuancheng. But just as he lifted his hand, a faint pressure pinned him to the ground, unable to move. An old man in plain training robes slowly walked out of Linjing Middle School. He slightly opened his hand, condensing a massive palm of blood energy to lift Lai Hu up. Tell Lei Tianbao, he cannot touch my student, otherwise, I'll personally pay him a visit and send him off. Lai Hu was scared out of his wits and nodded frantically. The next second, Liu Qingchen casually tossed him aside. Seeing this, the other man immediately fled. Grandpa, why are you only showing up now? Chu Yuansheng said with slight dissatisfaction. Liu Qingchen shot him a glare. At school, call me principal. Now get back to training. You must break through to the second stage martial artist within a month. Chu Yuansheng slunk away. Lai Lianchen wore an expression like he'd seen a ghost, staring at Chu Yuansheng. Damn, so you're the principal's grandson. Why the hell didn't you say so earlier? Chu Yuansheng glanced at him. Why should I tell you? Under Liu Qingshen's oppressive pressure, all the students quickly dispersed. Thank you, principal, for your help, Lin Qingsu said gratefully. Liu Qingshen's gaze flickered slightly, as he studied her with curiosity. Come to my office. I have something I want to discuss with you in private. Lin Qingsu nodded, and followed Liu Qingshen into his office. Sitting in his office chair, Liu Qingshen took a sip of water. You're quite the bold little girl. You must have snatched that prize from the Thunderbolt Mercenary Court in the Qingyuan Forest. Right, yes, Lin Qingsu made no attempt to hide it. Liu Qingshen was a bit surprised, but soon smiled. I don't care what you got. That's your own skill. I'll keep you safe within the school grounds. But what happens outside school is out of my hands. You need to understand that. I understand. Unless necessary, I'll try to stay on campus. Liu Qingshen stroked his beard. I recall that before your class 10, there was never a student at the late stage of a realm. Keep up the good work. If you can rank in the top 5, in the mock joint exam the day after tomorrow, I'll take care of Lei Yuanbao for you. Lin Qingsu quickly broke into a smile. Thank you, principal. I won't let you down. As she walked out of Liu Qingshen's office, Dao Xin was waiting outside the door. Lin Qingsu, did Lei Tianbao hurt you? Dao Xin asked with concern. Lin Qingsu shook her head lightly. No, thank you for your concern, Miss Zhao. Dao Xin smiled. Just call me Zhao Xin, and I'll call you Qingsu. Do you need me to use the Chen family's power to deal with Lei Tianbao for you? Otherwise, given Lei Tianbao's nature, I doubt he'll let this go. The principal has already promised to handle Lei Tianbao for me, so there's no need for the Chen family to get involved. Alright then. Dao Xin then took out a wooden box and several jade bottles, handing them to Lin Qingsu. These are the spiritual medicines I promised you, Qingsu. Also, I've prepared a few bottles of first-grade blood kai pills for you. I hope they help you break through to the peak of the first layer soon. Lin Qingsu glanced at Zhao Xin, then accepted the items. Besides that, my father has agreed to let you enter the City Lord's Mansion's low-level secret realm. The secret realm opens next month. Qingsu, does that work for you? Dao Xin asked. Hearing this good news, Lin Qingsu couldn't help but smile. Thank you. The timing works for me. Good. I'll send someone to pick you up then. We can train together just in time. I've been into that secret realm a few times before, Dao Xin said with a smile. After bidding Zhao Xin farewell, Lin Qingsu headed toward her dormitory. She was well aware of why Zhao Xin was being so kind to her. Lin Qingsu needed resources now, and she had to take every resource she could get to boost her strength. As she was lost in Fort, Zhang Yuan blocked her path, a sneer on his face. Lin Qingsu, you sure are lucky, but the principal can only keep you safe inside the school. Are you never going to leave the campus? Lin Qingsu gave him a cold glance. My business is none of yours. Zhang Yuan's face instantly turned cold. Who do you think you are? Offend the Thunderbolt Mercenary Court and you're as good as dead. The slap flew out, sending him flying. I leaped off Lin Qingsu's shoulder, my body suddenly swelling like a beast, my aura rivaling that of her second-layer early-stage demon beast. Zhang Yuan covered his face and got up, about to strike back, but I gave him a huge scare. His eyes nearly popped out, and his legs were trembling. My anger still burning, a fierce roar made Zhang Yuan wet himself on the spot. I showed a look of disgust, then worked past him with Lin Qingsu. Zhang Yuan collapsed to the ground, body shaking, unable to snap out of it for a long time. This can't be. That egg was just an ordinary demon beast egg. How could it have reached this level in such a short time? It must be fake. Yes, it's fake. He scrambled to his feet, hatred flashing in his eyes. Bish, just wait till I teach you a lesson in the mock exam. Back in the dorm, Lin Qingsu and I flopped limply onto the bed. The ground we covered today was more than the past 5 days combined, and we nearly died several times. I scratched my head, holding a deep grudge against Thunder Leopard. Once my stats grow, I'll definitely kill him. But even as I said that, I felt a bit uncertain. Zuer, we can't leave Linjing Middle School now. My talent requires devouring tons of demon beasts, ores, and spiritual herbs. At this rate, how are we ever going to get revenge? Lin Qingsu let out a breath, her expression calming. Revenge isn't necessary. Our only goal is to increase our strength, so we're not taking revenge. I asked. Of course we will, she said, But not now. Going for revenge now would be like throwing an egg at a rock. Focus on resources. Lin Qingxu revealed a faint smile. The day after tomorrow, the mock exam location is our Linjing Middle School's low-level secret realm. We can stay in the secret realm for 10 days. Next month, we can also enter the City Lord's Mansion's low-level secret realm. Besides that, for our final sprint in senior year, the City Lord will open Linjing City's only ultimate secret realm for the top 10 students to train in. At the same time, the City Lord's Mansion's Commander Zhang will teach us techniques. These are all our opportunities. Only 4 months left. I need to push even harder. In the time before the mock exam, Lin Qingxu spent it all cultivating, working on both blood kai and mental energy. From the spiritual herbs Zhao Xin gave, Lin Qingxu kept those that boosted mental energy for herself, and gave the rest to me, a reward for my early desperate efforts. This move was also his precaution. My mental strength surpasses his. He regretted betraying his master. It was his own safeguard. Yan, lying on the small bed, I was struggling with Lin. After a few attempts, I gave up completely. I really am more suited to a picky lifestyle, just eating and drinking all day. Lin Qingxu stopped her cultivation. She stood up and tidied up the dormitory. Today was the day of the mock joint exam. I jumped onto Lin Qingxu's shoulder and walked into the classroom with her. Before entering the secret realm, we needed to test our blood energy and mental strength. Everyone was already in the classroom. The homeroom teacher, Wang Jianming, held an old thermos flask and arrived late. He swept his gaze across the room, then sat down. Classmates, there are only 4 months left until the National V exam. Whether you can get into the Dancer University will be clear soon enough. Those who are willing to accept the school's job assignment later can come to my office to find me. Also, the principal places great importance on this mock joint exam. The rewards for this exam are much better than previous years. The top 30 will receive resource allocations. Third place will receive a yellow braid mid-tier spiritual artifact. Second place will receive a yellow braid mid-tier spiritual artifact. Will receive a yellow braid top-tier martial technique. And first place, on top of second place's rewards, will also receive a spirit nurturing pill. As the word spirit nurturing pill fell, the classroom erupted in waves of shock. Lin Qingxu's eyes flickered with a faint light, her heart stirred. It seemed she had no choice but to take first place. Wang Jianming explained the details of the mock joint exam. Then, the tests for blood energy and mental strength began. 2 testing devices were wheeled into the classroom. Students lined up one by one to test their blood energy and mental strength. Let me see if anyone in our class 10 has a chance to make it into the school's top 10. Wang Jianming said this, but his tone lacked confidence. Liu Yan, blood energy value 218, first stage mid-tier body cultivator, mental strength 54, spirit master, not yet entered a stage. Zhang Chanshu, blood energy value 135, first stage early tier body cultivator, mental strength 69, spirit master, not yet entered a stage. Zhang Yuan, blood energy value 321, first stage mid-tier, body cultivator, mental strength 100, first stage early tier spirit master. For a moment, everyone looked at Zhang Yuan. Not bad, not bad. Even Wang Jianming's face showed a hint of a smile. Not far from the 350 blood energy of first stage lay tier, and you even reached 100 mental strength. This shows you have some talent in the spirit master path. Zhang Yuan smiled. Thank you for the praise, Teacher Wang. I will work even harder. He glanced at Lin Qingxu, his eyes full of pride. As students took their tests one by one, no one in class 10 had yet broken through to first stage lay tier. Lin Qingxu stepped forward. She placed her palms and the 2 testing devices. In just a few breaths, her blood energy and mental strength values appeared on the big screen. Lin Qingxu, blood energy value 420, first stage lay tier body cultivator, mental strength 385, first stage lay tier spirit master. Everyone was stunned. Staring at the calculated numbers, Zhang Yuan nearly choked. She cheated. How could her blood energy and mental strength be this high? Teacher Wang, I request an inspection of Lin Qingxu to see if she took a temporary enhancement drug, and to check if the devices are malfunctioning. Not just Zhang Yuan, but others also seriously doubted Lin Qingxu's blood energy and mental strength values. This is too unreasonable. His eyes wide, Wang Jianming stared at the numbers on the screen, then his face lit up with joy. Dud, excellent. I hope you can bring honor to the class and take first place in the mock joint exam. Alright. Boom boom boom. Then she turned to go back to her seat. Zhang Yuan stood there, his expression a mix of shame and anger. Teacher Wang, Lin Qingxu's test results are clearly unreasonable. I demand a retest. It really is a bit too exaggerated. Another cheater, huh? The boy muttered under his breath. Wang Jianming slammed the desk heavily. I'm a mid-stage second-ranked dancer. My perception of blood energy is far clearer than yours. Classmate Lin Qingxiu's blood energy is full and stable. All of it was cultivated. The blood energy of everyone else here is far less stable than Lin Qingxiu's. As he said this, Wang Jianming's gaze also fell on Zhang Yuan. There's nothing wrong with the testing instruments either. They've all been checked by the school. Wang Jianming's explanation completely confirmed Lin Qingxiu's absurdly high blood energy and mental power. For a moment, the eyes of over 50 classmates all landed on him. I showed displeasure. Other women, are they even worthy of your gaze? I suddenly released my aura. A violent surge of blood energy filled the entire classroom. Everyone's throat felt as if gripped by a giant hand. Their faces turned pale. At that moment, the two instruments testing blood energy and mental power beeped twice. A known beast, blood energy 498, mental power 251 peak second rank beast. Someone blurted out, "Holy shit." Then a chorus of holy shit erupted. The whole class went wild. I started honing my blood energy at 7, and only have a little over 200 points today. That mod of his has 3 times mine. Is this a mistake? Isn't beast mental power usually low? How is he 250? I grew even angrier. Tuzamat. The next moment, I jumped off Lin Qingxiu's shoulder. My body instantly expanded. In an instant, a nearly 3-meter tall, mighty beast appeared in the classroom. Everyone could only look up at me. I slowly worked toward the boy who had just called me a mutt. Standing before him, my fierce aura burst forth. Seeing Miss Wang Jianming, who had been grinning, was stunned for a moment. I grabbed that boy with one claw. My tiger-like eyes stared at him. The boy's body trembled like a sieve. Lord Duck, no, Duck God. I was wrong. I really was wrong. Please spare me. I snorted 2 streams of hot air from my nostrils, showing that I was furious. What part of me looks like a duck? Lin Qingxiu rubbed her forehead. Wuliang, get back here. Don't cause trouble. I snorted coldly. No, I'm going to kill him. He dared to call me a mutt. Utter humiliation. I'll apologize to him for you. Later, when we go to the secret realm, I'll catch you a demon beast to eat. Lin Qingxiu sighed helplessly. My chest heaved. My eyes full of killing intent. But I still threw him aside. In the end, I shrank back to my original form and jumped onto Lin Qingxiu's shoulder. Still looking furious, Lin Qingxiu stood up. She looked around the room, her expression icy. My bonded beast has a bad temper. He doesn't like being called a dog. If you provoke him again, don't say I didn't warn you. If he gets angry, even I can't stop him. The commotion left the classroom in dead silence. No one dared to look at me. Zhang Yuan's face was frozen stiff. His eyes were fixed on me. That was supposed to be his beast egg. That should have been his bonded beast. Today's glory should have been his. Zhang Yuan's face was twisted with rage. He nearly fainted from anger. With Lin Qingxiu and Wuliang's current strength, what does he have to compare with her? Wang Jianming took 2 deep breaths. Only then did he suppress the shock in his heart. Wuliang revealing his aura had truly startled him. But then came uncontrollable joy. My special grade teacher support has arrived. He cleared his throat a few times to ease the atmosphere in the classroom. Liu Yang, I must call you out for criticism. I have said this many times. Some demon beasts possess very high intelligence. If you insult them, that is provoking them, thus hastening your own death. If you commit this again, it will be a disciplinary action. Liu Yang nodded with tears in his eyes. I remember. Wang Jianming forcefully suppressed the corners of his and bruised mouths. In another hour, you will enter the secret realm. Remember, survival is the most important. Resources and rankings come second. I fully support friendly sparring among classmates. Competition brings progress, but it's best not to escalate to a life or death struggle. There are no restrictions on killing in the adverse environment, but I also hope that everyone keeps a shred of kindness in their hearts, at least kindness toward your own kind. I look forward to your growth, and I look forward to your progress. I wish you all good results in advance. Wang Jianming gave me a deliberate glance. Then he left the classroom. Until he left, the entire class still didn't dare to breathe loudly. The pressure brought by Lin Qingxiu and me was too intense. Liu Yang sat restlessly, terrified that I might eat him in a fit of anger. After nearly an hour, I checked the time and felt it was about right. So I walked out of the classroom alone. Only then did the class atmosphere return to normal. My parents, our stone class residents, actually has such an awesome genius. This time, besides school beauty Lin, who else could take first? Chu Yuancheng is just a peak dancer of his generation. But, his blood energy value definitely can't compare to our school beauty Lin's innate talent. The first place is settled. Zhang Yuan glared angrily at the crowd. His fists clenched tightly. Only you fools believe that Lin Qingxiu's level is real. It's absolutely impossible for anyone to progress so fast. Wait until Lai Lianchen and Chu Yuancheng, these top 5 in the grade, he'll immediately show his true colors. Liu Yang showed a disdainful expression. Zhang Yuan, who doesn't know, your blood energy and mental power are all obtained by taking pills, and those pills were bought with money from selling meat. You have the nerve to slander Lin Qingxiu? Nonsense. Zhang Yuan trembled with rage, but couldn't come up with any other retort. Seeing this, others began to mock him too. Aren't you just jealous that School Beauty Lin is pretty and has high talent? You think you're worthy of comparing to School Beauty Lin? Your chest is padded, your butt is enhanced, your level is from pills. Besides that, what else do you have? What are you even? I heard he's good at flattery. He's got young Master Sun completely fooled. Zhang Yuan was furious. In the end, he could only run out with a red face. Wang Jianming, refreshed and clear-headed, he worked toward the other teachers. Old Wang, did your class produce a genius? The speaker was Class 1's homeroom teacher, Zhu Wenpeng. Wang Jianming faintly curled his lips. Not bad, barely managed to get a first tier. Late stage, finally able to compete with your class. Zhu Wenpeng immediately laughed. Old Wang, have you gotten cocky, or do you think I can't handle my blade anymore? My class has Chu Yuansheng and Zhao Xin. These two have consistently been in the top 3 of the whole school. Also, I have news to tell you. Zhao Xin can break through to first tier peak. But Wang Jianming unusually said nothing. He just sat down, opened his thermos and took a sip of tea. Gulp, gulp. 2 first tier peaks. That is indeed decent. Old Zhu, you do have some skill. But who will win the gold medal teacher title this year is still unknown. Such a composed Wang Jianming made the other teachers all exchange puzzled looks. Liu Qingshan stepped forward. His gaze swept across the crowd. Let's begin soon. Open the entrance to the secret realm. Let all the students enter. Hearing the principal's command, the Dean of Discipline, Lai Hui, immediately worked onto the stage. All students, silence. The 2025 mock joint exam of Linjing High School begins now. All students will enter the secret realm in class order. Remember, you only have 10 days. If injured, you may leave early, but you cannot re-enter the secret realm. Now, as we step into the light, everything shifts. In the blink of an eye, we appeared in a strange place. So this is the secret realm. It doesn't seem much different from the real world, but the energy in the air is a bit denser. Lin Qingsu said, a secret realm is essentially a folded space. This space is independent of the main world. Its formation conditions are extremely harsh. Little Snow, hurry up and take me to kill the strongest beast here. I need to undergo my 3rd evolution quickly, I urged. Being treated like a canine beast every day is driving me crazy. Can you estimate how much more you need to evolve? If it's a 2nd stage early phase beast, I'd need to eat about 40 or 50. I replied. This secret realm can't have over 40 2nd stage early phase beasts. In Lin Qingsu's memory, there were fewer than 20. I felt a bit disappointed. That's all. What kind of secret realm is this? Lin Qingsu curled her lips and said, there aren't many powerful requirements, but there's a spiritual herb field here. That field has many spiritual herbs. Among them is a mid-grade Xuanji crystal ginseng, which can enhance blood and Kai. It's perfect for me. I'll let you have the crystal ginseng. Break through all peaks. The rest of the spiritual herbs are all mine. Then let's go straight to seize the herb field. Lin Qingsu shook her head slightly. No, all students entering the secret realm will appear at the very edge, and the herb field is at the very center. For now, no one will compete with us for the herbs. We'll kill 2nd stage early phase beasts along the way. I want the crystal ginseng. I also want the fortune pill. Just as we were about to set off, Liu Yang worked toward us. Seeing him, Lin Qingsu's gaze turned icy. Liu Yang swallowed his saliva, lowered his head guiltily. School Beauty Lin, don't misunderstand. I was just running my mouth earlier. I apologize. Your bonded beast is definitely the coolest I've ever seen. Lin Qingsu frowned slightly. If there's nothing else, I'm leaving. Liu Yang quickly called out to stop her. School Beauty Lin, wait. Before entering the secret realm, I overheard Zhang Yuan and Sun Kao from Class 5 planning to harm you. I happened to run into you, so I wanted to warn you and apologize. Thanks, I know. Lin Qingsu nodded faintly and walked away. I popped a 1st-grade blood Kai pill into my mouth, cultivating as I traveled. Little Snow, let's kill the Zhang Yu Amber. He's been bouncing around in front of us, so annoying. A hint of killing intent flickered in Lin Qingsu's eyes. Anyone who wants to kill me, I naturally won't let go. If we meet him, just kill him. In the secret realm, death comes without resentment. Ahead, there's a 2nd stage early phase explosive salt tiger. Go eat it. After you finish, we'll continue on our way. I jumped off Lin Qingsu's shoulder, my body shrinking to normal size. I walked straight into the explosive salt tiger's cave. From inside came a faint tiger roar. Damn, this guy's playing stacking games. You bastard, you've never had such luck in your life. How dare you do this in broad daylight? My body grew larger, and in black Kai burst forth. Sensing the unusual aura, the explosive salt tiger immediately stopped its breeding business. But in just 2 swipes, I'll just slap him and that peak 1st-order beast to death. After finishing off the raging rock tiger, we continued toward the next 2nd-order beast lair. In a short valley, on a patch of flat ground, Stone Tree Men surrounded a massive profound turtle. Lai Linshan wiped the sweat from his brow, his face cold as ice. This old turtle is really hard to kill. It's a pity I lost that giant spirit herb. Otherwise, at peak first order, I could definitely wear him down. HMPH. The ground began to tremble. Brother Shen, let's bail. This old turtle's defense is too high. Even if we exhaust ourselves, we can't kill him. Yeah, better spend this time killing low-level beasts. That way we can earn more points. Lai Lianchen looked at the barely injured profound turtle, a wave of helplessness in his heart. In the end, he could only grit his teeth and give up. Lai Lianchen lifted his gaze. In his line of sight, a graceful figure worked toward them. Lin Qingsu, what are you doing here alone? Lin Qingsu glanced at him, then looked away. She uttered 3 words coldly and worked past him. Killing beasts. The dozen or so people just stared blankly as Lin Qingsu worked toward the profound turtle. He's not planning to take that dog to kill the profound turtle alone, is he? Wait, the profound turtle. Lai Lianchen then moved closer to Lin Qingsu. Classmate Lin, would you be willing to cooperate? We can split the points from this profound turtle evenly. With our combined strength, we can definitely wear him down. Lin Qingsu shook his head slightly. No need. Killing him alone is enough for me. Lai Lianchen's smile froze on his face. Classmate Lin, you've never fought this profound turtle before. Its defense is extremely strong. Even a second-order early-stage martial artist would struggle to break through. Only by draining its kai and blood can we win. I smirked contemptuously. No matter how strong his defense, can it beat my claws? One stomp from me and he's dead. Under everyone's gaze, I slowly worked toward the profound turtle. My eyes swept over him repeatedly. The profound turtle lying there basked peacefully in the sun. But the next moment, just as he opened his tiny, bean-sized eyes, he saw that what was once a little puppy-sized creature had turned into a boulder bigger than him. The profound turtle's blood began to surge wildly. I raised my claw and slammed it down heavily. Facing this terrifying strike, the profound turtle went all out in defense. Substantial blood energy swirled around his shell. The next second, I proved what true power really was. The fat profound turtle was smashed 3 inches into the ground by me. His intact shell was covered in cracks. Blood gushed out through the fissures. In his terrified gaze, I actually raised my claw again. This second slap of mine directly obliterated his turtle shell, using overwhelming force against a defensive shield. Now that's the true path of righteousness. I happily devoured the entire profound turtle, finally spitting out a small tail at my feet as a leftover. I returned to Lin Qingsu's shoulder. She put away the turtle tail, and under the stunned gazes of those people, she worked away directly. Lai Lianchen's eyes nearly popped out of their sockets. Damn it, a freak has appeared in our bash, with strength like that. Even Chu Yuan, Cheng and Zhao Xin, those 2 peak first-order martial artists, are no match for him. Ding. Second-order early-stage profound turtle digestion complete. Strength plus 18. Defense plus 30. Speed plus 8. Evolution value plus 28. Ding. Congratulations, host, on breaking through to second-order early stage. The surge of pure kai and blood flowed into Lin Qingsu's body, raising her kai and blood slightly. Lin Qingsu was just a hair's breadth away from fully stepping into the peak first-order martial artist level. This toutie's breakthrough speed was simply too rapid. Reborn into a new life. And I, a proud female disciple, have become a dog that wins by lying down. My spiritual power growth must outpace his. Ahead lies the territory of the Gale Wolves. My spiritual power must increase faster than his. Ahead lies the territory of the Windstorm Wolves. The wolf pack is quite large. There are probably no fewer than 30 of them. If you eat them all, you should gain quite a few attribute points. Lin Qingsu prepared to consume the blood kai pill here, to break through to the peak of the first rank in one go. Hearing the size of the wolf pack, my eyes immediately lit up. No problem, don't go. If you encounter danger, just call out. After saying that, I turned into a blur and vanished from the spot. Lin Qingsu found a large tree and sat down. After eating some dry rations and drinking water, she began to consume the blood kai pill. The blood kai pills she found in the Linling storage realm had all been eaten. The ones now were given by Zhao Xing. But these pills were not enough to support Lin Qingsu's breakthrough to the second rank, and that crystal blood ginseng, along with the star stone in the storage realm, were Lin Qingsu's hope for breaking through to the second rank. The blood kai pill slowly dissolved within Lin Qingsu's body, releasing a surge of blood kai power, and Lin Qingsu's rank, at that moment, completely broke through. Teak of the first rank, the surging blood kai coursed through her body. Teak of the first rank achieved. Once the joint exam ends, Lin Qingsu will refine the star spirit, and with the power of the crystal blood ginseng, break through to the second rank warrior realm. Chaotic footsteps came from several hundred meters away. Lin Qingsu's gaze shifted in that direction. Brother Sun Kale, you have to get justice for me. That bitch Lin Qingsu's lifebound beast should have been mine, but he snatched it away. In this secret realm I've been run, you have to help me get revenge. Sun Kale wrapped his arm around her waist, a confident look on his face. That's simple enough. am just a hair's breadth from the peak of the first rank. In a few days at the inn, I can break through. By then, I can even compete with that crony Chu Yuancheng. Killing Lin Qingsu first is no big deal. Yuan, after we deal with the wolf pack, you and I find a spot and have some fun. Deng Yuan feigned shyness. Brother Sun Ko, you're so bad. If you can kill Lin Qingsu for me, I'll do whatever you want. Sun Ko swallowed his saliva. He really fell for Zhang Yuan's act. You want to kill me? A cold, clear voice came from behind. It made Sun Ko and his group wary. But when they saw it was only Lin Qingsu, their faces twisted into sneers. Seeing me, Zhang Yuan's heart raced with excitement. Lin Qingsu, I've been looking for you so hard, and you come right to me. Beside her, Sun Ko was momentarily stunned. Yo Lin Qingsu, our school actually has a beauty like you. Hearing this, Zhang Yuan was furious. Brother Sun Ko, you just promised to kill Lin Qingsu for me. Sun Ko shot her a glance. You didn't mention earlier that Lin Qingsu was this beautiful. How could I lay a hand on such a lovely lady? Deng Yuan's face twisted in rage. She hated that damn rich brat Sun Ko to the core. Sun Ko smiled as he looked at me. Don't be scared, classmate Lin. If you become my girlfriend, I won't lay a finger on you. And I can provide you with plenty of cultivation resources. Resources you'll never use up in a lifetime. No way. Zhang Yuan screamed. Sun Ko frowned. He slapped her to the ground. I've been indulging you because you're good in bed. Don't think I'm a fool. Keep yapping, and I'll crush you. Classmate Lin, you only get one chance. I hope you'll cherish it. Lin Qingsu raised an eyebrow slightly. And if I don't? Sun Ko grinned. Then today, I'll cherish you myself. Lin Qingsu looked at Sun Ko and his group with disgust. Then she took out from her storage realm the weapon that once belonged to Lin Lang. Seeing Lin Qingsu ready to fight, Zhang Yuan's face was full of venom. Your life-bound beast isn't by your side right now. Without that beast, you're just a late-stage cultivator. What can you do against us? Brother Sun Ko, kill him. Sun Ko slapped him back to the ground again. His cold gaze fell upon him. You think you're worthy of ordering me around? Do that again, and I'll kill you. Deng Yuan covered his face in grievance, not daring to speak. Lin Qingsu, becoming my woman is your only choice, Sun Ko said with a smirk, his eyes roaming over Lin Qingsu. Lin Qingsu revealed a faint smile, her fingertip brushing across the blade. Come to think of it, Lin Qingsu hasn't killed many people in her life. Not many at all. The next moment, the aura of a peak first stage dance burst forth from Lin Qingsu. Then, a flash of light. Sun Ko and his lackey's eyes slowly lost their luster until they fell to the ground as corpses. One strike, 7 kills. This was true killing sword art. Lin Qingsu walked toward Zhang Yuan, sword in hand, her face full of murderous intent. He who kills shall be killed. You don't deserve to live. Zhang Yuan's face was full of terror. He knelt and kowtowed to Lin Qingsu. Qingsu, I was wrong. We're classmates. We studied together for nearly 3 years. Have you forgotten? I gave you your life-bound beast. If not for me, you wouldn't have achieved what you have today. Spare me. I swear I'll never oppose you again. The Lun sword severed his head. Without a trace of hesitation, Lin Qingsu sheathed her sword. Teacher Wang said to keep a shred of kindness in one's heart. But you don't deserve my kindness. Lin Qingsu had tolerated Zhang Yuan many times. So, this path to death was one Zhang Yuan chose for himself. Those who bring disaster upon themselves cannot be saved. Lin Qingsu began looting the bodies, taking all usable resources. Sun Ko was the real jackpot. His storage ring had a space of 50 cubic meters, and it could be bound worth at least 2 million. Inside the storage space, there was also a top-rate imperial lansword, a large number of blood kai pills, and some yellow-grade spiritual herbs. Lin Qingsu took the corpses of Sun Ko and his men's life-bound beasts, all of them. Before leaving the place, she found a clean spot and sat down, cupping a blood kai pill into her mouth to refine it. I haven't returned yet. Lin Qingsu planned to wait for me here. Such an easy secret realm trial. Perhaps Lin Qingsu is the only one. A book appeared in her hand, one from Sun Ko's storage ring, titled Records of Linjing County *. After about 2 hours, I finally returned. Damn it, I'm not hunting those fast runners again. Almost exhausted me to death. I looked at Lin Qingsu, my eyes narrowing. Little Snowy, you're hiding here reading a dirty book. Lin Qingsu frowned slightly. This is Records of Linjing *. It's not a dirty book, but its cover is yellow. So it's a yellow book, isn't it? Lin Qingsu gave a helpless smile. From her storage ring, she placed the beast, corpses and some spiritual herbs in the ground. I rubbed my chin. Looks like there's Zhang Yuan's iron armored mantis in here. Little Snowy, you killed him? Lin Qingsu nodded while reading. He came looking for trouble with his men. I killed him on the spot. All this stuff was theirs. Just swallow it all. It'll give you some energy. I opened my mouth and devoured everything one by one. Devoured, late stage first rank ice lion, estimated digestion time, 25 minutes. Devoured, mid stage first rank iron armored mantis, estimated digestion time, 15 minutes. Devoured, mid-grade yellow rank ice heart flower strength plus 13, spirit plus 12, evolution value plus 10. I licked my lips. This feeling of fullness is not bad. This ice heart art is quite impressive. It actually increased my spiritual power by quite a bit. Wen Yan and Ling Qingxu were momentarily stunned. I was just too absorbed in reading earlier, and accidentally forgot to fight. Spiritual medicines that can enhance spiritual power are rare. Ling Qingxu pouted. She flipped open a page and placed it in front of me. This Linjing County Gazetteer records that, many years ago, a dragon-type demon beast fell here, but no one ever found that dragon beast's corpse. So that means it's fake, right? How could there be a dragon corpse but no corpse found? Unless it didn't die? I dismissed it, but Ling Qingxu didn't think so. A golden light flickered in her eyes. The Linjing County Gazetteer might exaggerate, but it wouldn't just make things up. Because this is the official record of Linjing City, the dragon corpse likely exists, and right now, I'm 60% sure. Even I sat up straight at that. You don't think those dragon blood fish and the dragon corpse are related, do you? Ling Qingxu revealed a meaningful smile. That's right, the dragon blood fish. The reason they're called dragon blood fish is because inside their bodies, there really is a trace of extremely faint dragon blood. Before reading this gazetteer, I could only guess that the secret realm we found once had dragon blood spilled in it. But now it seems that back then, that giant dragon corpse might have fallen right into that secret realm. I suddenly get excited, my eyes shining. Holy crap, if I could directly devour a giant dragon corpse, wouldn't I just skyrocket? You're overthinking it. The dragon corpse fell in Linjing City many years ago. That's at least 100 to 300 years ago. The dragon corpse has probably long since decayed. At most, only the dragon bones remain. If you can devour those dragon bones, you should still get a huge boost. The dragon bones are one thing. On the other hand, there are spiritual herbs nourished by dragon blood. If that secret realm really does have a dragon corpse, then the time we enter the secret realm will have to be postponed. Ling Qingxu analyzed. Originally in her plan, after clearing the two low-level secret realms, Linjing Middle School and the City Lord's Mansion, we'd be 100% sure to break through to the second tier. But if the dragon corpse is really in that secret realm, even if it's just a low-level secret realm, it will still have a large number of third-tier demon beasts. Going in with only early second-tier strength would likely yield nothing. Then when do we go in? Our time is limited, and resources are scarce. Without relying on that secret realm, I'd have no demon beasts to eat, I muttered. Ling Qingxu pondered for a moment. Adjust the plan, put that secret realm last. First, wait for Zhao Tanlin to open the mid-level secret realm and give the top 10 of the school a spring training. The mid-level secret realm's scope and resources are far better than the low-level ones. Use this opportunity, and we have a chance to advance to late second tier, or even peak. Ling Qingxu closed the Linjing County Gazetteer and put it back into her storage ring. Let's go. It's about time. Some people are already heading into the secret realm. We should get there quickly too. At the heart of the secret realm, several teams had already gathered. And at that moment, Chu Yuancheng, Zhao Xingyao, Chu Yu, and Lai Lianchen had all arrived. Zirushan, why do you look like that? Didn't that turtle beat you down? Chu Yuancheng teased. Lai Lianchen shot him a glare. Don't call me Zirushan, or I'll beat you up. Chu Yuancheng smiled lightly. Fine, but your mental fortitude is weak. That turtle was a tough nut to crack, and you just had to go against it. If you'd been after the leopard salt tiger, you might have had a chance. Lai Lianchen crossed his arms, looking thoroughly displeased. Don't mock me. Anyway, you won't be laughing this time either. Finally, someone's kicked you off the top spot. I'm just waiting to see you make a fool of yourself. Chu Yancheng's eyes flickered. Bullshit. My strength can already match a second stage initial beast Yao Chuyu's. Lin Zhen is indeed annoying, but he's still no match for me. Dao Xin has also broken through to first stage peak, but it's only been a short time. Her skill is still inferior to mine. Behind them, the top spot in this joint exam is already mine for the taking. Lai Lianchen sneered coldly. Confidence is a good thing, but you'd better prepare yourself mentally. With that, he then headed toward Zhao Xin and Yao Chuyu. Chu Yancheng scratched his head, somewhat confused. Then the four of them together turned their gazes toward the basin not far away. This time, the four of us will join forces to kill that crystal net. How about we split the points, based on individual contributions? Chu Yancheng spoke up. Yao Chuyu nodded slightly. Fine, but I want all the spirit-gathering flowers inside. I don't need the other spirit herbs. In that case, let's first lay out our tactics and formation. Lin Zhen will restrict the crystal net's movement. Zhao Xing and I will be the main attackers. Lianchen, you'll act as the meat shield, drawing its attention. Hearing this, Lai Lianchen's face turned green with anger. Listen to yourself, are you even speaking human words? You want me, a first stage lake cultivator, to be a meat shield? That thing is a second stage initial crystal python. I'd be using my head as a shield. Chu Yancheng spread his hands, a helpless look on his face. Well, someone has to be the meat shield and draw its aggro. Otherwise, the rest of us can't go all out. Besides, if you, a first stage late, were the main attacker, you'd get yourself killed. Lai Liansheng coughed lightly. I'm not saying I can't be the meat shield, but I want more spirit herbs. After all, this position is way too dangerous. I knew you'd have some scheme up your sleeve. Fine, fine, Chu Yansheng scolded with a laugh. With the plan settled, the four began to slowly approach the spirit herb grounds. The moment they stepped into the herb barrier, the ground trembled slightly. Then a massive crystal python burst forth, its hissing roar carrying the fierce, murderous aura of a beast. Lai Lianchen swallowed his saliva, the chill running through his heart. Damn it, you all better go all out with your attacks. Let me be clear, I can't take many hits. If I can't hold out and running, aren't you still hoping for more spirit herbs? Chu Yuansheng scolded. You need to live to spend them, don't you? This crystal python was deliberately placed here by the principal to guard this spirit herb field. Our chances of killing it aren't great. We'd be better off grabbing as many herbs as we can. Lai Lianchen muttered. Zhao Xingqing let out a sigh. Let's test its strength first. If there's really no chance, we'll find a way to snatch the herbs and run. Don't be afraid. I've prepared thoroughly to kill this crystal python. This time, I'm 80% sure we'll succeed. Chu Yuansheng patted the arm of the blazing star beside him, a smile on his face. My blazing star has already broken through to second stage initial. As long as we can create an opening for it, we can definitely kill the crystal python. Hearing this, Lai Lianchen and the other two were shocked as they looked at the towering blazing star. You're only telling us now. Are you trying to show off in front of everyone? Lai Lianchen gritted his teeth. Chu Yansheng shook his head with a smile. Of course not. I originally planned to have the blazing star unleash its power at the critical moment, dealing the fatal blow to the crystal net. But since none of you had any confidence, I had to say it now to put your minds at ease. To set an example, Chu Yansheng charged forward directly with the blazing star. Seeing this, Lai Lianchen and Zhao Xing felt a surge of confidence. They also joined the attack alongside their bonded spirit beasts. Only Yao Chuyu remained standing still. He was a spirit master. Seizing the critical moment to set up a spirit formation was his true task. That was what he needed to do. Spiritual power surged from his fingertips. He arranged a binding spirit formation around the crystal python. The moment the formation took shape, the crystal python's attack speed visibly slowed down. Chu Yuansheng, even while fighting, raised a hand to give him a thumbs up. Spirit masters are just awesome. This formation thing is as annoying as a beast. Yao Chuyu rolled his eyes. With the spirit formation and the blaze ape as two major aids, the four of them managed to trade blows evenly with the crystal python. Yao Chuyu kept up his output, his spiritual power steady, but his face had already turned slightly pale. Even if I take a spiritual recovery potion, I can only hold out for another 10 minutes. You need to hurry. Hearing 10 minutes, Lai Lianchen's heart sank. Blaze ape, hurry up and attack. What the hell are you staring at? My earth raging bear is about to get killed. Lai Lianchen cursed angrily. Chu Yuansheng ignored him, his fists continuously smashing into the crystal python's body, creating opportunities for the blaze ape. Seeing everyone showing signs of fatigue, Chu Yuansheng stopped holding back. He unleashed his ultimate move, Overlord Fist. All his blood energy surged toward his right fist, the terrifying force nearly forming a blood sun. Then his right fist struck, sending the crystal python's head flying to the side. The blaze ape seized this chance, beating its chest with both hands to fuel its rage, then unleashing its innate skill. It slammed its full power into the crystal python's head. The terrifying force kicked up a massive cloud of dust. The crystal python was sent flying dozens of meters away. Lai Lianchen gasped, his eyes wide with shock. Holy crap, Chu Yuansheng, you actually learned a profound great martial art. Damn, you've been hiding it well. Chu Yuansheng smirked. I told you, I came fully prepared this time. Killing this crystal python isn't that hard. After taking my blaze ape's full force strike, even with its strong defense, it has to be heavily injured. Careful, something's wrong with the crystal python. Yao Chuyu shouted urgently. In his spiritual perception, the crystal python had indeed been knocked away, but after landing, its aura didn't drop, it rose instead. Its state was extremely abnormal. A crystal python tail shot out from the dust, then sent the blaze ape flying. The terrifying force directly broke the blaze ape's ribs. Chu Yuansheng's temple twitched. Seeing this, everyone frantically retreated. Fall back, this fight is hopeless. The crystal python is something we can't defeat. Lai Lianchen lost all will to fight, immediately leading his earth-raging bear to flee. Chu Yuansheng stared at the crystal python's head, only to see that the crystal scale the blaze ape had struck was completely unharmed. I get it now. This crystal python has broken through to the mid-second stage. If I'd known, why bother fighting? Might as well have just stolen a few spirit herbs. The four of them were filled with regret. The crystal python, seeming enraged by the blaze ape's earlier attack, now charged at them to kill. Chu Yuansheng's eyes widened, his heart turning cold. Beast, my grandfather is Liu Qingshan. Get the hell back right now. The crystal python paid no heed, its eyes filled with coldness and bloodlust. It moved with incredible speed, catching up to the weakest Yao Chuyu in an instant. Its tail lashed out at him. The terrifying force was too much for him to resist. But fortunately, Lai Linshan's earth-raging bear activated its bloodline still to block for him, yet it was severely injured in the process. Still, this was only a temporary delay. As the crystal python struck a second time, no one was left to shield Yao Chuyu. Seeing this, Chu Yuancheng had no choice but to brace himself and step forward. My father is Chu Jianwu, a 7-aperture martial artist. If you dare kill me, you're finished. Chu Yuancheng raised both arms to block. His eyes were so tense that he shut them tight. He waited for a long time. But the crystal python's attack never landed. Ha, he really is afraid of my dad. When he opened his eyes, he saw a mighty beast gripping the crystal python in its claws. Its savage aura was even more intense than the python's. It was an unknown, powerful demon beast, and it had actually saved them. Dao Xin was slightly startled. Then, with a graceful glance, she looked behind her. Sure enough, she saw Lin Qingxu walking slowly toward them. A wry smile appeared on Lai Linshan's face. Chu Yuancheng, the one who's going to take your first place is here. Chu Yuancheng turned to look. Lin Qingxu strolled over with an unhurried air, making her way toward them. There was not a trace of fear on her face. Lin Qingxu, you've actually broken through to the peak as well. Are you two alright? Lin Qingxu asked calmly. We're fine, just a little injured. Then step back, we'll handle the crystal python. Chu Yuancheng and Yao Chuyu both doubted their own ears. Did I hear that wrong? That giant beast is your bonded spirit beast? Isn't your bonded spirit beast a grey-black mongrel dog? Lin Qingxu's bonded spirit beast is the talent of body transformation. It was this giant beast that killed the heavy chewing turtle with 2 slaps. Lai Linshan explained helplessly. Dao Xin stood beside Lin Qingxu. Qingxu, do you need our help? This crystal python has already broken through to mid-second stage. It might be a bit difficult for you to kill it alone. Lin Qingxu shook his head slightly. No need. He can handle it. Almost everyone turned to look at me at the same time. But I paid them no attention. Instead, I was thinking about this strip covered in crystal scales. Would it crunch when I ate it? I held the crystal python in one claw. No matter how it struggled, it couldn't break free. I had killed a large number of demon beasts in the secret realm. My attributes had increased quite a bit. I activated the LV6 greed skill. My stats surged by another 60%, directly surpassing the strength of the mid-second stage crystal python. In front of me at this moment, the crystal python was nothing but a little crystal snack strip. The crystal python let out a hiss. Its entire blood energy exploded violently. It barely managed to escape from my grasp with all its power. But how could I let it escape? I slapped it flat with one blow. Seeing me so brutal, Chu Yuancheng and the others broke out in a cold sweat. The flattened crystal python in the distance wasn't dead yet. To counterattack, it decisively activated its bloodline talent skill. Its injuries began to heal at a visible rate, and in an instant, it recovered to its peak, even surpassing its peak. The crystal python bared its sharp venomous fangs, intending to fight me to the death, but my next few slaps shattered its illusions. Bang, bang, bang. The crystal python was once again flattened into a dried-up snack strip. Then, like slurping noodles, I devoured it into my stomach. Now I know, crystal scales really do crunch when you eat them. Ding. Mid-second stage crystal python. Estimated digestion time, 4 hours. Even after the crystal python was slain, everyone still hadn't snapped out of it. Chu Yuancheng felt his confidence had taken a massive blow. Compared to him, I seemed to have nothing worth boasting about. Chu Yuancheng said with a bitter smile. You still have your principal grandfather and your 7-aperture martial artist father. Chu Yuancheng shot Lai Linshan a glare. A gentle smile appeared on Yao Chuyu's face. She let out a soft breath from her red lips. Isn't it a good thing that someone has stepped up for us to chase after? To be honest, Linjing City is just a backwater. We'll all leave this place. The geniuses outside will only be more terrifying. Zhao Xin gave Lin Qingxu a deep look, then turned and walked away. Lai Linshan and Yao Chuyu felt the same way. Du Yuancheng pondered for a moment, then he walked over to Lin Qingxu. Classmate Lin, there's something I'd like to discuss with you. Lin Qingxu lifted her gaze slightly. What is it? Du Yuancheng cleared his throat. A hint of embarrassment showed on his face. The crystal net was slain by you alone. These spiritual herbs naturally belong to you. But this spiritual herb field was created with great effort by my grandfather. It's fine for you to pick the herbs, but please don't damage them. It's best to leave the roots. As he said this, his gaze kept drifting toward me, who was devouring everything in sight. I was mowing down the herbs like a storm. I was nearly digging up the very turf. Lin Qingxu glanced over. A few black lines appeared on her forehead. She immediately stopped my actions through our contract. We'll be careful. We'll try not to damage the herb field's environment. Chu Yuancheng revealed a gentle smile. Thank you. and congratulations in advance on taking first place, but I won't give up. I'll definitely win it back later. Lin Qingxiu's lips curled slightly. Then I wish you success. Chu Yuancheng felt deeply discouraged. He let out a sigh, then worked away, dejected. I worked over at that moment, and spat a crystal python scale onto the ground. The more I eat, the stronger I get. You seem to have crushed his confidence. Lin Qingxiu glanced at Chu Yuancheng's retreating figure, then withdrew her gaze. He needs a bit of a blow. And he also needs some external pressure. I'm helping him. The crystal ginseng shone brilliantly under the sunlight. Lin Qingxiu dug it out, and rinsed it clean with clear water. Don't refine the crystal ginseng. Go devour the other spiritual herbs. Remember not to destroy the herbs. Try to pick only the mature ones. Devouring immature herbs gives much weaker effects. There's no need to be greedy. I pouted. Fine, I'll try to be careful. I had originally planned to swallow the entire turf of the herb field, every last bit of it. But since Liu Qingshan did save our lives after all, let's give him some face. Anyway, I just need to gather enough purification value. That's all I need. With that, I began my joyful feast. I devoured every spiritual herb I could see in the field. All of them went into my stomach. Ding! Devoured low-grade spiritual herb coagulation grass. Defense +5. Speed increased by 6. Purification value +5. Ding! Devoured mid-grade spiritual herb blazing fire flower. Strength +9. Defense +7. Spirit +9. Purification value +11. Lin Qingxiu found a spot to sit down. She placed the crystal ginseng in her mouth. Time flew by, and it was already the last day of the mock exam. Liu Qingshan and the other teachers were already waiting on the stage. Wang Jianming was restless. He kept drinking water to calm his nerves. He was confident in Lin Qingxiu's and my strength. But earlier, when Zhu Wenpeng's old man invited him to dinner, he had inadvertently revealed that Chu Yuancheng's beast companion had already broken through to the early second rank, and Chu Yuancheng had also learned a profound grade martial skill. Wang Jianming's heart sank. Seeing this, Zhu Wenpeng couldn't help but smirk. Old Wang, having someone from your class in the top 5 is already a first in history, alright. Don't actually think you have a shot at first place. Wang Jianming gritted his teeth. What are you so smug about? It's not the National V exam yet. There are still 4 months left. The final result is still unknown. Not giving up until you hit the coffin, huh? Today, I'll make you see reality. Time passed, and there was only 1 hour left until the secret realm closed. Lin Qingxiu opened her eyes. A vast and profound aura of blood and ki emanated from within her body. But a moment later, a strange expression appeared on her face. Wulang, how did that guy's spiritual power increase so much? He clearly took all the spiritual herbs, like the spirit calming flower, that significantly boosts spiritual power, from the herb field. Is he just relying on his mental strength to overpower me now? Thinking of me, Lin Qingxiu immediately rushed toward my location. Under the gentle sunlight, I was leisurely basking in the sun. The evolvers have been gathered. I just need to wait for the end of the mock exam, then begin my third evolution. Little Snow, we should head out now. Hold on. Let you see your man's handsome face after evolving. Lin Qingxiu had no heart for banter. How did your mental strength increase so much? I kicked off with my hind legs, and nimbly jumped onto his shoulder. I accidentally ate a phantom art. Didn't taste great. A bit astringent, but it gave me some mental strength. Lin Qingxiu closed her eyes, her heart full of helplessness. His mental strength is now approaching 400 points. I need to work harder. Otherwise, if the Taudi bloodline rebels against its master, I won't be able to bear it. Outside the secret realm, all the teachers were already waiting there. Dao Yanyu smiled as she looked toward the exit of the secret realm, where Yao Chuyu worked out. Chuyu, how did you do? Any chance of contending for the top 3? Yao Chuyu's face flushed red, a bit embarrassed. Then, he dumped out all the beast parts he had hunted. Probably not much of a chance. I've let down the teacher's expectations. Dao Yanyu sighed inwardly. It's fine, there are still 4 months. Try to make a final push. Yao Chuyu nodded. I'll keep working hard. Discipline Director Lai Hui began organizing people, starting to tally the points. Class 3, Senior 2, Yao Chuyu, total points, 770. Not long after, Lai Lianshan, Chu Yuancheng, and Zhao Xing all worked out. After them, Lin Qingxiu also came out alone. Wang Jianming quickly strode toward her. Qingxiu, how was it? Stable? Seeing Wang Jianming so nervous, Lin Qingxiu's expression softened. Then she uttered 2 words, very stable. Class 3, Senior 3, Lai Lianshan, total points, 720. Class 1, Senior 3, Zhao Xin, total points, 930. Class 1, Senior 3, Chu Yuancheng, total points, 1050. As Lai Hui's voice fell, the noise in the playground began to rise. Liu Yang, standing nearby, said with slight displeasure, what's 1700 points? Our class 10 school beauty Lin can easily surpass that. That person glanced at Liu Yang, with a look that said idiot. Bro, are you dumb? Which school beauty Lin does our school have? To acknowledge that, did your class just crown her yourselves? These words immediately sparked anger from Class 10. Damn it, today I'll blind your dug eyes. Let you know that geniuses are in Class 10. You're full of crap. In my whole life, I've never seen anyone more talented than Brother Chu. That person said disdainfully. Wang Jianming swallowed his heart back down, a calm expression returning to his face. Come on, everyone, after you finish tallying points, make way. Our class hasn't had their points counted yet. Wang Jianming pushed through the crowd, dotting Lin Qingxiu as they worked toward Lai Hui. Old Lai, hurry up and get more people over. With so few people, counting points is too slow. Pour out all the beast parts you've slain. We'll calculate your points for you. Alright. Boom boom boom. Then opening his storage ring, he dumped a pile of beast parts onto the ground. It's all here. Please, teacher, count them. Looking at the mountain of beast parts on the ground, disciplined director Lai Hui's face was full of shock. Did you kill all of these alone? Alright. Boom boom boom. I let out the aura of a second stage initial beast. My bonded beast advanced before me. It broke through to the second stage initial level, so I killed a few more beasts. Lai Hui swallowed his saliva, his eyes nearly popping out. Class 10, Senior 3, Lin Qingxiu, 10,800 points. Wang Jianming was beaming like a flower, his gaze constantly drifting toward Zhu Wenpeng. Good performance, about what I expected, but there's still room for improvement. I'll send the first place prize to you later, teacher. Go back and rest now. Zhu Wenpeng's face darkened, a sour taste crept into his mouth. Lin Qingxiu's explosive score instantly ignited the entire Linjing High School. Liu Yang grinned, raised his hand and draped it over the shoulder of the guy beside him. How about that, bro? Isn't our school beauty Lin from Class 10 amazing? That guy swallowed his saliva, his face full of guilt. Impressive, truly impressive. Liu Yang directly smacked him on the head. Can't you talk right? She's a joke of beauty, and you call her awesome. You're even dumber than me with words. That guy put on a fawning look. Brother Yang, I was wrong. Can you give me the school beauty Lin's contact info? I feel like I was her husband in a past life. Liu Yang's eyes widened. He immediately called over the Class 10 crew. Brothers, there's a lunatic here. To's get some yellow pea to wake him up. Let me. I've got virgin boy's urine, don't you dare drop your pants. No, please, spare me. Liu Qingxian stood in the corridor, a smile on his face, when he saw Wang Jianming and Lin Qingxiu approaching. He signaled with his eyes for the other to leave. Wang Jianming also took the hint. I'll go check the scores of the other Class 10 students. Hope to find a few more good prospects. The principal has something to discuss with me. Lin Qingxiu asked. Liu Qingxian showed a gentle smile and led him into the office. That crystal memory beast, was it you who killed it? Lin Qingxiu nodded. It was killed by my bonded spirit beast. Liu Qingxian fixed his gaze on me, his eyes filled with curiosity. Having been principal for so many years, even I can't see where your limits truly lie, so I plan to gamble on you. Upon hearing this, Lin Qingxiu showed a hint of confusion. What does the principal mean by that? Liu Qingxian smiled, his smile tinged with helplessness. You've seen our school's secret realm level, and the ranking rewards our school offers. To be honest, these things are far inferior to other high schools. Powerful warriors are built on resources. Linjing High's secret realm is basically tapped out. There's not much left to harvest. These years, we've relied on the city lord's mansion for support. Lin Qingxiu suddenly understood a bit. So the principal hopes I can get into the national top 10 warrior universities, so the Education Bureau will allocate more resources to Linjing High. Liu Qingxian nodded slightly. Yes, Linjing High doesn't produce geniuses. The Education Bureau won't pay attention. Only by producing a genius who can enter the national top 10 university can we change the current situation. Otherwise, Linjing High will only get worse. Then what does the principal mean by gambling? Liu Qingxian placed a token on the table. The school can't give you any more resources now. Relying solely on Zhao Tianlin's ultimate secret realm sprint probably won't be enough to get you into the national top 15 warrior universities. This isn't denying your talent, but a lack of time and resources. This is a token I obtained in my early years from our Southern River Province. Treasury token. You can choose one item from it, up to the Earth grade level. I suggest you pick a cultivation technique. A cultivation technique is our Linjing High's biggest weakness. If you can learn an Earth grade technique, your progress should be faster. Lin Qingxiu's gaze fell on the token. Her eyes deep and forceful. Chu Yuancheng is the principal's grandson. This token should be your personal possession. Are you sure you want to use it on me? Liu Qingxian's face showed a warm smile. Yuancheng has his father to prepare resources for him. This old man won't bother with that. This Southern River token is the only thing I have worth offering. If you take it, then go all out and bring back a name for yourself as a genius. If you don't have this confidence, you can also pretend you didn't see it. Liu Qingshan wants to trade his honors, first spot in the National Martial Arts University for former warriors. A smile appeared on Lin Qingsu's face. She reached out and picked up the Nanchuan token from the table. We'll take this mission. Liu Qingshan showed a satisfied expression. He seemed much more spirited. He took a tablet from the drawer, opened a page, and handed it to Ling Qingsu. These are the resources you can choose from. I only offer suggestions, but the choice is yours. I trust your judgment, child. Once you've chosen your resources, within 3 days, someone will deliver them to Linjing High School. I'll notify you then. Ling Qingsu nodded. She took the tablet with both hands. Thank you, Principal. Take the tablet back and choose slowly. Don't rush. Come to me with any questions. Also, I'll handle the trouble with the Funda mercenary group. For you, they won't dare make a move against you. Lin Qingsu thanked him again, then left the office. Back in her dorm, Lin Qingsu took a shower, changed clothes, and opened the tablet, beginning to browse the treasures. Little Snow, hurry and exchange for beast corpses. I'll take you to first place then. Excited, Lin Qingsu shook her head helplessly. Exchanging for beast corpses is the least cost-effective option. After a beast dies, its internal energy constantly dissipates. By the time it's transported here, most of the energy will be lost. Then what about exchanging for spiritual herbs? Spiritual herbs are also low in cost-effectiveness. Their value is too high. This Nanchuan token won't get us many spiritual herbs. Lin Qingsu explained again. In the end, her gaze stepped on a skeleton. In the picture, an unknown bird-type beast skeleton, earth-grade top quality. The bones were covered in dense black rock flame, initially identified as a 6th-rank fire attribute beast. 5 meters tall, with a 10-meter wingspan, can be used as beast evolution material. Do you recognize this beast? I asked curiously. Lin Qingsu smirked. That's right, you have a ferocious beast bloodline, while it has a divine beast bloodline. Following his gaze, I also saw this beast skeleton. This black-eyed fire phoenix died before reaching adulthood, but some energy should remain in its bones. At the very least, it was once a 6th-rank beast. What Lin Qingsu truly looked forward to was what changes would occur when my touty ferocious beast bloodline devoured a divine beast bloodline. Choosing the Black Rock Fire Phoenix skeleton, we definitely won't lose. Having decided on the item, Lin Qingsu submitted her choice directly. That same day, the mock joint exam's first place reward was also delivered to him by Wang Jianming. Teacher Wang, can I exchange this 5G and this spiritual energy for a 2nd-grade Kai blood pill? Wang Jianming was taken aback. You're indeed close to breaking through to the 2nd-rank martial artist, but it should take about a month, right? With the crystal ginseng I obtain, I can break through to early 2nd rank in 3 days at most, Lin Qingsu explained. Wang Jianming was overjoyed. Good. I'll personally exchange it for you. Focus on your cultivation. If you have any daily issues, I'll help if I can. Little Snow, I'm preparing for my 3rd evolution. This time will take a bit longer, I said, slightly excited. Alright. Boom. A smile also appeared on my lips. No need for him to laboriously search for evolution materials. My evolution was just too smooth. I called up the system panel, looking at the evolution points just over 1,000. I was thrilled inside. The system began my 3rd evolution. Deducting 1,000 evolution points, 3rd evolution begins. Familiar blood energy surged from my body again. This evolution scope was much larger than the previous 2. The blood energy almost completely enveloped me, forming a massive blood-red cocoon. Lin Qingsu took a deep breath, a hint of awe in her eyes, wondering where his limits lay. Even with the touty bloodline, it's impossible to keep evolving endlessly. When that time comes, will I still have a way to help him evolve a divine-grade bloodline? A crisp cracking sound came from my body, followed by more and more cracks appearing. A completely new form of beast appeared in my place, shedding the original black-gray fur. It had now turned into pure ink black, as deep as ink itself. Its claws became massive and thick, with a cold gleam at the tips, and my body size had expanded another circle compared to before. Coast, Unscrupulous Beast, Gluttony Beast Subform, Void Mountain Beast, requires evolution, value, 5,000, rank, 2nd stage initial, talent, devour all things, 60% bloodline, ultimate 2-star, attack, 855, defense, 938, speed, 750, spirit, 460, evolution value, 15. I scratched my claws, a surge of excitement on my face. I found a mirror to take a look, and finally nodded in satisfaction. Look at this jet black fur of mine, this majestic chest, this unrestrained posture. Now this is what a touty should look like. I finally got rid of that mangy dog look from before. Not only that, I finally get a new skill. Damn, the next evolution actually requires 5,000 evolution points. This evolution is way too costly. I let out a sigh. The evolutions ahead will only get harder. I turned my head to look at Lin Qingsu, hoping to get some praise from him, but instead saw him staring intently at me, as if he was extremely nervous. Lin Qingsu was incredibly tense at this moment, his heartbeat even quickening a few beats. He hadn't expected that my evolution this time would boost my spiritual power so immensely, even surpassing him directly. If I were to seize the initiative in the contract now, or even rebel against my master, it would very likely awaken the touty nature within me, and with my current strength far exceeding his, he had no means to counter me. I shrank my body down, easily hopping onto the bed. Why are you looking at me like that? Think I've gotten more handsome? Lin Qingxu's face was pale, hesitation written all over it. Don't you feel very hungry? Do you have an urge to eat something? I bared my big teeth. Of course I'm hungry. Out of 24 hours a day, I'm hungry for 23 and a half of them. Then, do you want to eat me? Lin Qingxu asked nervously. My eyes lit up. Sure, I've had my eye on you for a while now. Once I break through to the king's stage, I'll take you as my concubine. That's not what I meant. I mean, do you have the urge to treat me as food? I tilted my head. Little Snowy, have you lost your mind? Why would I eat you? It's not time for that yet. Lin Qingxu let out a sigh of relief. Her expression calming. He was now certain that I had no intention of rebelling. How strange. According to the nature of the ferocious touty, the probability of rebelling is almost 99%. Could it be that I, Reborn, really got the protagonist's script? Is it because I hashed him? And he sees me as his mother? Lin Qingxu's eyes suddenly lit up. His mood quite stirred. If that's the case, there's no need to fear his growth at all, because I raised him myself. He's more like my family. As long as I give him my whole heart, I can build an affinity with him, and we'll truly become family. Ding! Lin Qingxu's affinity increased by 40, currently at 100. Devour all things talent activated at 100%. Hearing the system notification sound in my mind, I stood frozen in place. What the hell? How did it suddenly hit 100? Damn, am I really that handsome now? Just evolving made the affinity max out instantly. With the Devour all things talent fully activated, my energy conversion rate could reach its peak, meaning I'd gain even more attribute points. From now on, my breakthrough speed will be even faster. Lin Qingxu suppressed the emotions in her heart. She took out that star stone from her storage ring. She had already broken through to the peak of the first-rank martial artist. She was fully capable of refining the star spirit within it. Now was the best time for refinement. Wuling, I need to refine the star spirit. It will take about 1 to 2 days. Handle anything that comes up during this time. I lay back in the bed. My expression was languid. I nodded lightly. Don't worry, I'm reliable. Lin Qingxu curled the corner of her mouth. A large amount of pure blood energy surged from her palm, wrapping the star stone within it. Carve a day into her cultivation. A knock came from the door. Qingxu, Teacher Wang is here to give you the second-grade blood kai pill. I jumped off the bed. My body had grown slightly larger as I opened the door. Then taking the medicine bottle with my mouth, I closed the door. But Wang Jianming still noticed something unusual. My appearance had completely changed. My aura was much stronger than before. Not only that, in the moment the door opened, he sensed a heavy pressure like that of a star. Damn it, what kind of genius have I taught? The other students in this class are truly the unluckiest batch. Wang Jianming smiled. Humming a tune, he worked away. 2 days passed in the blink of an eye. Lin Qingxu remained motionless in the dormitory. The phantom furnace within her body never stopped refining. That star spirit had now reached its final stage, with a faint cracking sound. The star spirit completely merged into Lin Qingxu's flesh and blood. Lin Qingxu exhaled a mouthful of turbid kai. The refinement of the star spirit was fully complete. The moment the refinement succeeded, her body cultivation level naturally broke through as well. Early second rank, reaching the same level as me. Seeing Lin Qingxu finish her cultivation, I handed over the bottle containing the second grade blood kai pill. This is the blood kai pill your homeroom teacher sent. Also, your principal sent you a message. The black flame fire phoenix bone we traded for has also arrived at Linjing High School. Lin Qingxu revealed a faint smile. She stored the blood kai pill into her storage ring, then stood up. Having broken through to the second rank, her figure was even more graceful. Truly extraordinary, is expected of the one I've set my eyes on. Lin Qingxu opened the dormitory door, leading me toward the principal's office. Standing outside the office, she gently knocked on the door. Come in. Liu Qingxin's voice came from inside. When Lin Qingxu pushed the door open, she saw Liu Qingxin in the office. Besides him, there were also a few unfamiliar faces. Those people kept sizing up Lin Qingxu and me on her shoulder. Their scrutiny was obvious. Liu Qingxin stood up with a smile and began to introduce them. These two are teachers from Qingxin 5 Great Martial Arts University, and their early admitted student. They came to test your talent, Qingxu. If you meet the requirements, you might be able to be early admitted to Qingxin 5 Great. Qingxin 5 Great, one of the top 10 martial arts universities in the country. Principal Liu, we came in good faith, but you don't seem to respect us much. Du Confeng sensed Lin Qingxu's cultivation level with his spiritual power. A faint anger appeared on his face. Kinshin 5 Great only early admits truly top-tier geniuses. Otherwise, there's no need for early admission. If her rank isn't even at the middle of the second rank, she has no qualification to enter Kinshin 5 Great. Liu Kinshin's expression stiffened slightly. Teacher Gu, there are still 4 months until the National Martial Arts exam. With this child's cultivation speed, breaking through to the late second rank would be effortless. She should be qualified, right? Tu Bingfeng shook his head. Late second rank by then is too late. Breaking through to the late second rank in 4 months. At best, she'd rank in the top 3 in the country's martial arts universities. If that's all there is to it, you don't qualify for admission to Kinshin Martial University. But since we're here, can't we at least test this child's potential first? Tu Kingfeng turned to Shen Lianmeng, the deputy seated beside him. Shen Lianmeng's eyes released 2 streams of vast spiritual energy, which landed on Ling Qingsu, feeling like 2 great hands needing his spiritual energy. But this sensation quickly faded. His talent as a divine master is quite good, but he started late. His divine master rank is only at the peak of the first tier. Even by the National V exam, it will be hard for him to break through to the late second tier. Currently, he indeed does not meet the standards of our Kinshin 5 Great Divine Master departments. Liu Qingshin's forehead began to sweat. His gaze toward Ling Qingsu carried a hint of apology. Tu Kingfeng stood up. We have other places to go, so we'll take our leave now. Also, I want to say one thing to Principal Liu. Your desire for students to enter top universities is understandable, but your actions have added a lot of work for us. But with a little leap. Standing on Ling Qingsu's shoulder, I felt a bit annoyed. Doing door-to-door to test geniuses from various schools and recruiting them early to the Kinshin 5 Greats. That's their job. That guy's words really rubbed me the wrong way. Little Snowy, should we beat him up? Ling Qingsu shot me a glance. He's a battle dancer. Can you even take him on? I sheepishly looked away, then shifted my gaze to the young man behind Du Qingfeng. That kid's at the late second tier. I could definitely beat him to a pulp. Ling Qingsu also turned her gaze there, and a strange glint flickered in her eyes. Teacher Du, the one behind you. Is he the genius you recruited early? Hearing Ling Qingsu's question, Tu Qingfeng nodded lightly. That's right. Deng Quan has already broken through to the late second tier. His lifebound beast is also a war heaven ape with a trace of dragon bloodline. With potential like that, he's worthy of meeting the admission standards of our Kinshin 5 Greats. I'd like to spar with him. Is that possible? Ling Qingsu spoke up. Upon hearing this, Du Qingfeng's face showed a hint of a smile, but he wasn't angry. I did speak a bit harshly just now, but it's the truth. Showing yourself off this way isn't wise. Spend your time on cultivation, and in 4 months, you might still make it into Kinshin 5 Greats. Ling Qingsu also gave a gentle smile. Teacher Du misunderstands. I just want to see how far I am from the geniuses. Let me recognize my own strength, and push me to improve. I believe it won't waste too much of Teacher Gu's time. Let them fight. Chen Lianmeng's lips curled slightly, a look of interest on her face. I like this kid's personality. Battle dancers grow through combat, and recognize themselves in battle. Working behind closed doors won't make you strong. Tu Qingfeng looked a bit helpless, but we still have many places to go. If we're late, other martial universities might snatch them up. Chen Lianmeng smiled faintly. An hour won't make a difference. Jiang Quan, spar with him and show us your potential. Alright, Teacher Shen. I'll go easy on him, and try not to hurt classmate Lin. Jiang Quan nodded, and accepted. The group quickly moved to the Linjing Middle School sports field, and their actions attracted many onlookers. Facing a crowd of nearly 1,000, I wasn't uncomfortable. Instead, I grew more excited. Everyone's finally here. Today's the perfect chance to show off my stunning looks. I'm going to change everyone's stereotype of me as a country bumpkin. Lin Qingsu's forehead creased with a few lines. You want to fight him, just for that? I raised an eyebrow. Otherwise, I'd be bored to death. I evolved for this very moment. A narrow victory before the crowd. Deng Quan's gaze turned toward Ling Qingsu. Classmate Lin, how do you wish to spar? Shall we do a one-on-one? Or engage in a chaotic battle with our life-bound beasts? Lin Qingsu pinched me on her shoulder, and test me out. A battle with life-bound beasts. We won't interfere. Hearing this, Jiang Quan was instead stunned. Classmate Lin, my war heaven ape's attacks are very fierce. And his temper is violent. I can't guarantee he'll hold back. Are you sure you want to do this? Ling Qingsu nodded again. Her expression remained unchanged. Sure, a battle with life-bound beasts. My body slowly grew larger, finally becoming a 3-meter-tall giant beast. Ink-like brown fur danced in the wind. Not only that, a crimson pattern lit up on my body, adding a touch of menace. Just a 2-level fight, 50-50 odds. Rounded up, that's 100%. Beside Jiang Quan, the towering war heaven ape slowly stepped forward. His muscles bulged, exuding a sense of overwhelming power. The war heaven ape roared, Stupid monkey, come over here and let me beat you up. feeling provoked. The War Heaven ape turned into a fiery red blur and dashed out. I immediately activated my greed skill. All my attributes began to explode wildly. The devouring force gathered in my palm. HMPH. Fist and claw collided. The impact force drove my hind legs into the ground. Get some strength, huh? I commented. The two massive figures kept clashing, neither giving an inch. Dang Quan frowned. Confusion filled his eyes. How could an unknown beast like that fight my War Heaven ape to a draw despite being at a level disadvantage? You forced me to make him use his bloodline talent. With his command, the bloodline within the War Heaven ape suddenly erupted. Scorching blood surged from within him. His muscles swelled even more, and his strength increased significantly. In the center of the training ground, the War Heaven ape was covered in blood-red sweat. Hot air blasted from his nostrils. Usually, I fight for over half an hour without even breathing hard. Today, I'm this tired. A confident smile spread across my face. My face wasn't red, and I wasn't out of breath. I'm a man who can go full throttle for 3 hours straight, fighting a protracted battle with a touty. That's like looking for death by lighting a lantern in a latrine. Bro, you're way too weak. Less than half an hour, and you're already panting like this. All those muscles are fake. Better off eating and sleeping like me. The War Heaven ape was about to go mad. His eyes turned bloodshot. He stumped the ground wildly. Forget it, I'm done playing with you. It's no fun. My eyes flashed. I activated all the devouring marks inside the War Heaven ape, instantly draining his already meager spiritual energy. It was completely sucked dry. The War Heaven ape suddenly felt as if all his strength was drained. Then I slapped him flying with one blow, ending the fight. Such a rapid turn of events caught everyone off guard. Dang Quan stood there dumbfounded. For a long time, he couldn't believe what he saw. Well fought. Lin Qingxiu's cool voice fell. Well fought. Those two light words almost crushed Dang Quan completely. This is impossible. How is that possible? Dang Quan roared. Lin Qingxiu slightly curled her lips. Nothing is impossible. Your War Heaven ape has good foundations, but his attacks are completely unorganized. He doesn't even know how to conserve stamina. Otherwise, with his strength, he could have lasted another 10 minutes. Dang Quan's face darkened as he slowly worked over. Dang Quanchen and Lion Meng slowly worked over. What he said with a smile was indeed true. Your combat awareness in the battle heaven origin is insufficient. In a prolonged fight, you are bound to lose. Moreover, the dragon vein bloodline within you remains unawakened. You lack your greatest killing move. Dang Quan instantly looked utterly dejected. Chen Lion Meng furrowed her delicate brows. A loss is a loss. What is there to be sad about? What you should be thinking about now is how to improve your weaknesses. Dang Quan lifted his head, his expression solemn. Thank you for your guidance, Teacher Shen. I will train even harder. Chen Lianmeng showed a satisfied expression. Since you've already been pre-admitted by our Green Mountain Martial Academy, we won't casually revoke your qualification. Do not let a single victory or defeat affect your cultivation. After admonishing Zhang Quan, Chen Lianmeng finally turned to Lin Qingxiu and me. A golden light flickered in her eyes. Classmate Lin, I apologize for what Du Qingfeng, Teacher Gu, said unintentionally earlier. Our Green Mountain Martial Academy's philosophy is to nurture outstanding martial artists. Pre-admission decisions are mostly based on rank. This approach does have its flaws, as we now see. I will report this upward. In the future, we will optimize the assessment methods. As she spoke, she took out an admission letter from her storage ring. Now, I sincerely invite you to join Green Mountain Martial Academy on behalf of the institution. We have preliminarily designated you as an S-rank talent. After enrollment, you will receive resources worth 1 million annually for free. If your life-bound artifact requires special purification materials, our academy will also mobilize resources to find them for you. Would you be willing? Looking at that piece of paper, an admission letter that only appeared in their dreams, the students of Linjing High School on the field were green with envy. Seeing the letter marked with S emblem before her, Lin Qingxiu gently shook her head. I'm sorry, Teacher Shen. I already have another target academy. Thank you for your appreciation. At these words, everyone fell silent. The entire field was so quiet you could hear a pin drop. Chen Lianmeng hadn't expected Lin Qingxiu to refuse. A flicker of surprise crossed her eyes, but she quickly regained her composure. Classmate Lin, this pre-admission opportunity is extremely rare. If you miss this chance, the National Martial Arts exam 4 months from now will be even more fiercely competitive. Du Qingfeng stepped forward, his gaze fixed on Lin Qingxiu. Classmate Lin, is it because of my earlier attitude? Do you think our Green Mountain Martial Academy treats people arrogantly? Is that why you refuse? No. Lin Qingxiu replied calmly. Du Qingfeng was even more puzzled. Then is it because the S rank isn't enough, or the resource allocation isn't sufficient? These are all negotiable. If you have other requirements, you can bring them up. It's not about the resources or the rank. I already have a martial academy in mind, and I've been working toward it all along. Challenging your academy's pre-admitted students was only to gauge my current gap with others. That's all. As for Teacher Du's earlier attitude, Lin Qingxu revealed a faint smile. The strong are always entitled to privileges. You did nothing wrong. Gu Qingfeng and Chen Lianmeng exchanged a glance, a trace of disbelief in their eyes. Chen Lianmeng let out a bitter laugh, then put the admission letter away. Not long after, Chen Lianmeng and Gu Qingfeng left with Zhang Quan. Before leaving, Zhang Quan turned back to look at Lin Qingxu. Thank you for your guidance today. If I get the chance, I'll come back to spar with you again. Only after the three had left did Liu Qingxian and Wang Jianming let out heavy sighs. Wang Jianming frowned deeply, looking at Lin Qingxu. Qingxu, the National Martial Arts Exam. You'll be competing with over 10 million martial artists across the country. Among them are those with top-tier skills and extraordinary talent. By giving up such a great opportunity, you'll regret it later. No, I won't. Lin Qingxu smiled faintly. Every choice I make is carefully considered. Wang Jianming was at a loss for words. Liu Qingxian, however, burst into laughter. This was all earned by you. You have the right to accept or refuse, but I want to know what your top 5 goals are. At least give me some mental preparation, old man. Aiming 5 greats. Lin Qingxu replied. Holy crap, and the sports field. Gasps of shock spread across the entire school like ocean waves. Liu Qingxian stared at Lin Qingxu, unable to snap out of it. Your goal is a bit high, but I respect your choice. Liu Qingxian gave a bitter smile. If I'd known you already had a goal, I wouldn't have wasted effort begging others to secure an early admission spot for Qingshan Martial University. The principal did it for my own good. Qingxu understands. Come with me. The thing you wanted just arrived too. Liu Qingxian said with a smile. Now he walked with a spring in his step. Hearing that the item arrived, my mood. Liu Qingxian smiled as he spoke, now walking with a bounce. Hearing that the item arrived, my mood also stirred with excitement. The black flame fire phoenix's skeletal remains, containing a faint trace of phoenix bloodline. Lin Qingxu immediately followed, entering the Linjing High School warehouse. The skeletal remains 5 meters tall and 10 meters long lay right there. Dark flames still burned atop the bones. I kept examining the black flame fire phoenix skeleton, my eyes full of delight. Liu Qingxian looked at Lin Qingxu. You exchanged for this unknown bird-type beast skeleton to evolve your lifebound beast, right? Lin Qingxu nodded slightly. Ordinary earth-grade resources won't help me much. If I can evolve my lifebound beast, I'll have a much greater chance. Liu Qingxian smiled. You're very clever, but I suggest you wait until your lifebound beast's level is raised a bit more. The higher the level, the greater the evolution success rate. If you miss this opportunity, it might have a significant impact. I understand. Thank you for the reminder, Principal. Liu Qingxian gave a few more words of advice, then handed the warehouse over to Lin Qingxu. I immediately pounced on it and started gnawing on the black flame fire phoenix's bones. Tao Ying, this is the first time I've encountered something I simply can't bite through. The black flame fire phoenix was once a 6th-ranked beast. Your current level is too low. Just enlarge your body to the max, then break its bones apart and swallow them one by one. Lin Qingxu reminded me. I smacked my lips, then activated the size-altering skill. The bigger the body, the faster the eating. I'll need to level up a few more times later. I can't handle this. The next moment, my body swelled to match the black flame fire phoenix. Breaking down its bones became easy, right? Another round of frantic crunching. In just over 10 minutes, I had swallowed the entire black flame fire phoenix skeleton into my stomach, devouring a 6th-rank early stage beast, the black flame fire phoenix skeleton. Estimated digestion time, 7 days. What? 7 days? I was shocked. This is the first time I've needed such a long digestion. How long will it take to fully devour it? Lin Qingxu asked curiously. About a week. Lin Qingxu nodded to herself. Good, a bit faster than I expected. Exactly 1 week from now, the City Lord's Mansion Secret Realm will open. Then we can kill the beasts inside the Secret Realm again. The more I eat, the stronger I get. What should we do about the Thunder Mercenary Group now? I asked. Lin Qingxu curled her lips, a hint of a smile in her eyes. Don't worry, they won't dare bother us again. The Thunder Mercenary Group space. Lei Tambao sat on a chair, his face full of gloom and hatred. Brother, what do we do now? Lin Qingxu, she took first place in the Linjing High School mock exam, broke through to 2nd-rank martial artist, and even defeated a 2nd-rank late-stage reserve student from the Beiming 5 Greats. Lei Meng asked with a grim face. Lei Tambao clenched his teeth, his eyes burning with hatred. Brother, stop spacing out. We must eliminate him as soon as possible. Otherwise, with his talent, he will definitely reach the 7th rank or above as a dancer in the future. Our Thunderbolt mercenary group will be finished, Raymond urged. Lei Tambao glanced at Lei Guanyi. With a wave of his hand, he sent his own younger brother flying. Go ahead and kill him if you can. That old bastard Liu Qingxian is a 5th-rank dancer. The city lord's mansion has also sent people to guard Linjing High School. Raymond covered his face and knelt on the ground, feeling utterly wronged. Lei Tanbao let out a breath, a cold glint in his eyes. Come with me today. We're going to apologize and make peace with Lin Qingsu. We must obtain her forgiveness. Raymond's eyes widened, his face full of disbelief. Impossible. Never in this life. You want me to go and apologize to that little thief who stole my starfall stone? You might as well kill me now. Lei Tanbao's face turned icy cold. He tossed a dagger in front of him. If you're unwilling to go, then use this dagger to end yourself. I'll drag your corpse over there. Raymond swallowed hard. Only then did he realize his brother wasn't joking. Does it have to be this way? Raymond gritted his teeth and asked. Lei Tanbao nodded faintly. It has to be this way. Lei Tanbao shot him a glance. Don't even think about revenge anymore. If you get killed, I will publicly sever all brotherly ties with you. If you want to die, don't drag me into it. I'm just your brother, not your father. Raymond clenched his fist and slammed it heavily into the ground, his eyes bloodshot. I'll go apologize with you. I'll also swear not to seek revenge. Good, do get ready. We'll head to Linjing High School later. Don't mess this up. At the entrance of Linjing High School, Lei Tanbao arrived with Raymond. Zhang Zhengyuan had already arrived a step earlier, staring coldly at Lei Tanbao, a hint of fret in his gaze. Lei Tanbao, you're a smart man. Since that's the case, you should know how to choose. Miss Lin is not someone you can afford to offend. Lei Tanbao lowered his eyes slightly, not angry but instead breaking into a smile. Commander Zhang is right. So, isn't that why I brought Raymond here to apologize? Last time, I misunderstood Miss Lin. To express my regret, I've come to apologize to her in person. Zhang Zhengyuan laughed, then patted Lei Tanbao on the shoulder. You truly are someone who rose from a street thug to the leader of the Thunderbolt mercenary group, able to bend and stretch as needed. I admire you for that. Lin Qingsu worked out slowly with me. The more I eat, the stronger I get. The Thunderbolt mercenary group is here to apologize. I assume he wouldn't dare make a move in front of the old principal. Lin Qingsu smiled faintly. It's more like he can't kill me, but he's wary of my potential. Other than reconciliation, he has no choice. Seeing Lin Qingsu, Lei Tanbao immediately stepped forward and bowed slightly, his attitude very respectful. Some days ago, there was a misunderstanding with Miss Lin. My younger brother has been spoiled by me. His eyes stuck on top of his head. Today, I've come specifically to apologize to Miss Lin. I hope Miss Lin can forgive us. As he spoke, Lei Tanbao shot Raymond a cold glance. Catching the look, Raymond immediately walked over. He also imitated Lei Tanbao and bowed, ready to apologize, but was startled by Lei Tanbao's sudden voice. Kneel, now, make him kneel before a mere second-rank little brat. Kneel, I said. Lei Tanbao's voice fell a second time, his tone leaving no room for doubt. Raymond gritted his teeth fiercely, and finally, both knees hit the ground heavily. This kneel stunned everyone present. Raymond knelt before Lin Qingsu, clenching his jaw, and only after a long while did he speak slowly. Before, I misunderstood Miss Lin. Please forgive me, Miss Lin. Lin Qingsu lifted her gaze and swept her eyes over the two of them. Her expression was very calm. Since it was a misunderstanding, then clearing it up is enough. No need to kneel. Don't block the school gate. Lei Tanbao revealed a smile. He raised his leg and kicked Lei Men. Miss Lai has already forgiven your mistake. From now on, behave yourself and go back. Thank you, Miss Lai, for your magnanimity. Lei Meng stood up, then staggered into the crowd, and disappeared from sight. Lei Tanbao took out a storage ring. Smiling, he handed it to Lin Qingsu. I caused Miss Lin to be frightened earlier. It was my fault for not confirming the situation in advance. This time, I specially prepared some gifts for Miss Lin. Consider it compensation for the distress. If Miss Lin ever has need of me in the future, Lei Tanbao, please speak directly. I will certainly not refuse. Lin Qingsu accepted the storage ring. Captain Lei, you're too serious. Let this matter be put to rest. I wish Captain Lei prosperity in the martial path. Then I'll also wish Miss Lin in advance success in entering the top Densa University. Having done all this, Lei Tanbao, under everyone's gaze, slowly departed. Zhang Zhengyuan slowly walked toward Lin Qingsu. Miss Lin, the city lord sent me to pick you up. The secret realm of our city lord's mansion will open on time this afternoon. Are you available now? All right. Boom boom boom. She then followed Zhang Zhengyuan into the car. The more I eat, the stronger I get. Do we still need to take revenge on the Thunder Mercenary Corps? Lin Qingsu shook her head calmly. He has already bowed his head. We don't need to push further. Push a honest man too far, and he'll even kill. Besides, he's far more troublesome than an honest man. Sage 6 initial, Black Flame Phoenix C bone digestion complete. Strength plus 360. Defense plus 320. Speed plus 420. Spirit plus 200. Obtain Black Flame Phoenix wings. Black Flame Phoenix wings. Grow a pair of Phoenix wings wreathed in black flame. Can be used for flight and attack. The black flame deals damage. Speed and power increase with your own level. Ding! Congratulations to the host for breaking through to mid-second stage. Just as I got out of the car, I jumped off Lin Qingxiu's shoulder. My body returned to its normal size. A faint stinging sensation spread from my shoulder blades. It felt like something was trying to emerge. Zhang Zhengyuan stood rooted to the spot, his expression uneasy. Then he looked at Lin Qingxiu. Miss Lai, what's wrong with your bonded beast? Lin Qingxiu sighed. His tone carried a hint of helplessness. Just now, he had sensed another surge of vast, pure blood energy. Sorry, Commander Zhang. My beast should be evolving. Please give me some time, she said. Zhang Zhengyuan and the nearby guards exchanged glances. There's still time. Miss Lin, take your time. Zhang Zhengyuan suppressed his shock. Thank you, Commander Zhang. Lin Qingxiu thanked him and knelt down. I dug my foreclaws into the ground. The terrifying power surged within my body. From my shoulders, a pair of wings wreathed in black flame suddenly burst forth, about 3 meters wide. Liu Xianxia let out a deep, resonant cry. I roared out loud in exhilaration. Flapping both wings, I became like a black lightning bolt, truly worthy of a special beast, with a trace of phoenix bloodline. After all these years, the energy within the sea bone has nearly drained away, yet it can still provide me with so many attribute points, especially this pair of black flame phoenix wings. With them, my speed weakness is no longer a weakness. Let me check my system panel quickly. My heart raced with excitement. Toast, Boundless Beast, Gluttonous Beast default form. Void Mountain Beast requires evolution value, 5000. Stage, mid-second stage. Talent, Devour all 100%. Bloodline, 2-star. Attack, 1220. Defense, 1320. Speed, 1180. Spirit, 660. Evolution value, 65. Skills, Taudi's Devour LV8, Greed LV6, Damage LV6, Size Manipulation LV4, Supernatural Scent LV5, Devour Mark LV1. Special, Crimson Sun Mark, Black Flame Phoenix Wings. All 3 physical attributes except Spirit have already exceeded 1000, and Black Flame Phoenix Wings, like Crimson Sun Mark. It is a special object I obtained through the Taudi, Bloodline Devouring and Fusing. Not considered a skill. How awesome now, in front of me, little bro. Aren't you just a unit of measurement? Lin Qingxiu's face instantly darkened. He raised his hand and patted my head. Commander Zhang, my beast has finished evolving. We can go in now. Zhang Zhengyuan swallowed his saliva. For the first time, he felt so envious. Miss Lin, the city lord and the young lady are already waiting. I shrank my size again. This time, I flew straight onto Lin Qingxiu's shoulder. Being able to fly is just so satisfying. Entering the city lord's mansion, the energy in the air was much denser than outside. Seeing Lin Qingxiu arrive, Dao Xin worked over with a smile. Qingxiu, you've come at just the right time. In a little while, we'll be able to enter the secret realm. Just so happens, my father caught some beasts and brought them into the secret realm during its opening last year, and this time, only we are going in. Lin Qingxiu showed a surprised expression. Isn't this secret realm specifically for the city guards to train in? A tall figure worked out, a smile on his face. To be able to handle a genius, about to be admitted into the top 3 national martial universities, is my Zhao Tianlin's honor. This time, I have opened the secret realm specially for Miss Lin and my daughter. Next month, I'll reopen it for the city guards to train, so as not to disturb you. Lin Qingxiu gave Zhao Tianlin a deep look. Thank you for the opportunity, city lord. I will cherish it well. Lin Qingxiu expressed her gratitude. Zhao Tianlin laughed heartily. Har har, Linjing City only has so many resources. It can't compare to other cities. This is all I can do for you. No need to thank me. If there's anything I can help with in the future, just tell my daughter directly. Alright. Boom boom boom. Dao Xin and I are friends. We should help each other. Your words alone are enough. Miss Lin and my daughter, please sit here for now. I'll send someone to open the secret realm. The secret realm will close in 10 days, exactly the same as Linjing High Schools. Remember not to miss the time. Dao Xin smiled. I was originally planning to train with you, but now it seems I'd better not join the fun. After entering the secret realm, let's train separately. Lin Qingxiu's face showed confusion. Why? Dao Xin gave a helpless smile. Your strength is too great now. If I work with you, I'm afraid it'll just be going through the motions. Entering the secret realm would be completely ineffective. I also want to push myself, to see if I can get into a decent martial university. Alright. Boom boom boom. Her expression carried admiration. Martial artist cultivation is all about contention. Contending with heaven for fortune, contending with earth for creation, contending with others for life and death. If you want to become strong, you must contend. Your talent is actually very good. It's just that, due to your status, you lack true strength. Zhao Xin took a deep breath. To be honest, you really don't seem like an 18-year-old high school student. You're more like a martial artist seasoned by wind and rain. Lin Qingxiu curled her lips into a smile, her expression gentle. You'll have that day too. Then you'll also be a powerful martial artist who doesn't need your parents' protection. Learn to be a bit harder on yourself. A martial artist's backbone cannot be crushed. Lin Qingxiu stood up and worked toward the entrance of the secret realm. Her figure disappeared before Zhao Xin's eyes. Zhao Tianlin nodded silently, admiration shining in his eyes. Zhang Zhengyuan scratched his head. This Miss Lin and her bonded beast, neither of them is simple. I really look forward to the day they make a name for themselves. The scene shifted. Lin Qingxiu and I peered in the city lord's mansion secret realm. Let's go, little Snowy. We'll first find those spirit herbs you mentioned, then go kill some beasts. Before the National Martial University exam, I must evolve once more, I urged, although the next evolution to Zushan Beast requires 5,000 evolution points. There are still nearly 4 months left. It shouldn't be hard to gather them all. Little Snow, hop on my back quick. This time, I'll take you flying. My body began to grow larger. A pair of wings wreathed in black rock unfurled. It looked incredibly imposing. Lin Qingxiu's heart stirred with temptation. She then sat down on my back. My flight speed was very fast, fully comparable to a third-tier demon beast. With the abundant energy inside me, I could fly for a long time. This greatly sped up our demon beast slaying and spirit herb searching. Land on that peak ahead. There's a decent spirit herb there, and also a guardian demon beast. Lin Qingxiu spoke. Let's head down now. A black shadow swooped down rapidly, finally landing steadily on the ground. I was utterly delighted with the black rock phoenix wings. Being able to fly was great, but looking cool was the real point. The female beasts on the ground all gave me heart eyes. In the end, I chopped them down with a single wing blade. Devoured a second-tier mid-stage armored lizard. Estimated digestion time, 2 hours. Little Snow, you break through your mental power here. I'll go hunt demon beasts on my own. Lin Qingxiu nodded, but before she could speak, I had already vanished. Lin Qingxiu picked a snow lotus from the peak. She rinsed it with clear water and put it into her mouth. Just as the effect of the ethereal snow lotus was about to fade, Lin Qingxiu immediately took out from her storage ring the spirit-nurturing egg. This was the perfect chance to break through to second-tier divine master. A black shadow sped over from afar. It was cursing and grumbling all the way. Lin Qingxiu's lips curled into a faint smile. What's wrong? Ran into a troublesome demon beast. I raised a claw and scratched my head, a hint of embarrassment on my face. Met a tough nut. Need Little Snow to help me with your spiritual array. Lin Qingxiu looked puzzled. What kind of demon beast? With your strength, you could even fight a second-tier peak beast. Yeah, but my mental power is too low. Ran into a four-tailed fox with strong mental power. I only got within 7,000 meters, and it sensed me. Then it was like I'd been fed fake liquor. My head spun so much I couldn't even see the path. So I had to come find you for help. Lin Qingxiu raised an elegant brow. Was the fox you saw pure white? Not a single spot of any other color on its body, and a mark on its brow. My eyes lit up. Little Snow, you know that beast, the heavenly white fox, or rather, the rare heavenly white fox. It's a pure mental attribute demon beast. Lin Qingxiu smiled. She lightly leaped onto my back. Let's go take a look. That heavenly white fox's mental power is probably stronger than mine right now. If its bloodline is pure enough, it might even help me use a secret technique to open the divine eye early. Flying midair, I turned back in confusion. What's the divine eye? Little Snow, are you growing a third eye? No way, I don't agree. That would ruin your beauty. Your face belongs to me. Lin Qingxiu's smile instantly made her want to gag me. Forget it, a beast acting like a possessive tyrant. The divine eye is a spiritual eye that divine masters can only condense after breaking through to the third tier. It's different from a normal eye. It's not a real physical object, also called the mind's eye. It's formed from mental power. It provides great assistance to a divine master. Soon, we reached our destination. 1,000 meters away, the little white ball resting was the heavenly white fox. Lin Qingxiu extended her mental power to probe ahead. The moment her mental power entered its detection range, that heavenly white fox woke up. Its cold beast eyes locked onto Lin Qingxiu. After a brief test, Lin Qingxiu withdrew her mental power. Your spiritual power and bloodline are quite impressive. Enough for me to use the secret technique to open the divine eye. But he's a peak second stage spiritual type beast. Killing him might be a bit troublesome. Can't you use the spirit array to restrain that little fox? I asked curiously. Lin Qingxiu revealed a helpless expression. Of course I can restrain him, but he's a spiritual type beast. His spiritual power is stronger than mine. He can spot my spirit array with a single glance. If he doesn't fall for it, my spirit array is useless no matter how strong it is. Then there's no way to kill him. Lin Qingxiu's gaze sharpened. Then she set up a spirit array and placed it on me. I've placed a spirit array on you. It can reduce the spiritual attacks you receive. You just need to keep pouring in spiritual power to maintain it. Later, go fight Huo Tianbaihu. Leave the rest to me. I nodded. Then I flapped my black rock phoenix wings and flew out. Boom! I flapped with all my might, pushing my speed to a new level. In the blink of an eye, I was close to Huo Tanbaihu. Huo Tanbaihu used his old trick again. But this time, I was clearly not as passive as before. My body only paused for a moment before returning to normal. Then I kicked down and struck Huo Tanbaihu. His whole body exploded. His form staggered back several steps. I activated my greed skill, and my combat power approached that of a peak second stage beast. Huo Tanbaihu screeched twice. His eyes filled with furious anger. I licked the corner of my mouth. What a cute little thing. Come into my mouth, quick. It's warm in here. The spiritual attack came crashing down on me. The spirit array blocked it, reducing the damage. It blocked part of it, and the final damage dealt wasn't enough to actually hurt me. I just shook my head a bit and returned to normal. Realizing this, Huo Tanbaihu lost all will to fight. He immediately fled backward. Just as he was escaping, a graceful figure blocked his path. At the same time, she formed a spiritual power seal with her hands, and a stream of energy surged from within him, binding him. Lin Qingxiu's red lips parted slightly. Within 100 meters, 4 phantom figures appeared. The spiritual power within the spirit array began to be suppressed by divine might. Hurry, I can only trap him for 10 breaths. Lin Qingxiu urged. I didn't hesitate at all. I drove the power within me with all my might, then struck out with my palm toward Huo Tanbaihu. Huo Tanbaihu fought desperately, frantically activating the bloodline power within him. The spiritual power he unleashed was almost overwhelming. Behind him, a phantom head appeared, roaring. In the end, Huo Tanbaihu collapsed peacefully to the ground, already devoid of life. His spiritual power was suppressed, and he had no chance of winning in a direct fight with me. The bloodline talent skill he used at the end was like activating a summoner's rage skill, just a symbolic roar before death. Finally dead. That took quite a bit of effort. Lin Qingxiu withdrew her spiritual power, a hint of paleness on her face. My divine eye level is still too low. Just setting up a high-grade mystic level spirit array took this much effort. She wiped the sweat from her forehead, slowly worked over to Huo Tanbaihu, pulled out a dagger, stabbed it into his heart, and extracted his essence blood. Eat the rest. I need to use the secret technique to open the divine eye. You can go kill beasts and eat on your own. Lin Qingxiu said. I swallowed it all in one gulp, a look of enjoyment on my face. This meat is indeed much more delicious than ordinary beasts. After devouring a peak second stage Huo Tanbaihu, it'll take about 6 hours to digest. I need to speed up. The secret realm will close in 5 days. I've only gained 700 purification points so far. I need to earn at least 1,500 purification points here. I soared into the air again, disappearing from the spot. The scene shifted. Back at Linjing Middle School, 3 giant bird-type beasts slowly descended. 3 people stepped down from the birds' backs. Liu Qingxian saw the arrivals, and his face immediately turned sour. Lin Zhenin worked over with a smile, and shook hands with Liu Qingxian. Principal Liu, I've heard all about Lin Qingxiu. For Linjing Middle School to produce such a genius, next year's education funding will triple. Also, I've specially brought the latest model, the Void Eye Heavenly Mirror, to help Lin Qingxiu with her pre-exam sprint. Let me meet this genius quickly. Hearing the words Void Eye Heavenly Mirror, Liu Qingxian's face lit up with joy. Har, Director Lin, please come and let's talk as we work. Liu Qingxian warmly led Lin Zhenin into the school, completely ignoring Zhang Tiancheng and Chen Kengwu. Zhang Tiancheng's expression soured, and he muttered under his breath, just luck, to produce a genius. Gold in a gutter, nothing more. Chen Kengwu shot him a glance. Watch your mouth. Director Lin values Lin Qingxiu highly. With that attitude, you'll only anger him. Besides, Lin Qingxiu's talent is genuinely high. Even in my Linchen Middle School, she'd rank in the top 3. She's worth a hefty price. Zhang Tiancheng sneered. I came prepared this time. You won't outbid me. With that, he strode into Linjing Middle School on his own. Some students, seeing this, were already used to it. Our school beauty Lin is too amazing. I heard Nankia Middle School sends 2 or 3 students to the top 3 martial universities every year, and 20 to 30 to the top 10. If school beauty Lin goes to Nankia, she might really have a shot at the 5 Northern Abyss universities. Nonsense. School beauty Lin isn't that kind of person. Is face more important than the path of martial arts? Who would give up a better opportunity? I still think school beauty Lin isn't someone who forgets kindness. Even at Linjing Middle School, she can still get into Northern Abyss Martial University. By then, we had already finished the trial. Dao Xing followed us out of the secret realm. He was covered in wounds, pale-faced, but his eyes were bright. Fighting with no retreat really does unlock potential. With the City Lord's mansion supplying resources, I can break through to early second stage in 10 days. Lin Qingxiu smiled at him. Remember, too much is as bad as too little. Don't fight at such high intensity for half a month. The human body isn't like a demon beast's. Dao Xin returned the smile. I know. I don't care anymore which martial university I get into, as long as I give it my all and have no regrets. Zhao Tianlin looked at the girl, with pain in her eyes, but more relief. Old Zhang, take Lin Qingxiu back to school. That guy old Liu has asked me 800 times. And the way from the city lord's mansion back to Linjing Middle School. Lin Qingxiu looked at Zhang Zhenyuan. Uncle Zhang, did something happen at school? Zhang Zhenyuan smiled. Nothing major. Just that the Education Bureau Director from Nanshuan Province came. Also, along with Shen Kingwu, the principal of Linshan Middle School. They probably hear from Miss Lin. So it's about poaching me. The attention since defeating Zhang Quan came faster than I expected. Miss Lin, if you could study at another school, would you be willing to go? Zhang Zhenyuan asked casually. Lin Qingxiu shook her head calmly. No, I will only ever be a student of Linjin Middle School. That's my bottom line. Lin Qingxiu had no shame before her own heart. The car slowly stepped outside the school gate. Miss Lin, may your martial path flourish, and may you achieve great results. Break the namelessness, devour Nanshuan province for lacking top prodigies. Lin Qingxiu turned back with a smile. I'll do my best, and may Uncle Zhang's martial path also flourish. Just as she entered the school gate, Liu Qingshan greeted her with a beaming face. Good, your strength has improved greatly. Your life-bound demon beast is just a step away from late second stage. Principal, someone came to poach me. Lin Qingxiu asked. Liu Qingshan nodded with a smile. Yeah, that bastard Zhang Tencheng, I chased him off. But this time is a bit different. Come, I'll explain as we work. This is a golden opportunity for you to go all out. The second-ranked high school in our Nanshuan province, Linshan High School, plans to send you there as an exchange student. You can study there for the remaining 3+ months, and Shen Kingwu has promised you top-tier training. Are you willing to go? Exchange student, national pre-exam cramming is a thankless task. What's the catch, principal? Are you sure? Lin Qingxiu was puzzled. Liu Qingshan smiled and nodded. Sure. Director Lin and Principal Shen are up ahead. You'll understand when we get there. They walked into the meeting room. Lin Zhenan and Shen Kingwu's gazes locked onto me instantly. Student Lin Qingxiu, pleasure to meet you. The two smiled and exchanged greetings. Pleasure to meet you too, Director Lin and Principal Shen. Liu Qingshan gestured for us to sit. Lin Qingxiu looked at Shen Kingwu and got straight to the point. Principal Shen, I just heard from Principal Liu that you agreed to let me study at Linshan High School. Shen Kingwu nodded slightly. That's right, I proposed it. At the same time, I'll give you the highest level of training conditions at our Linshan High School. You don't need to transfer schools, just come as an exchange student. Such a windfall must have a reason. May I know the reason? Shen Kingwu sighed. Our Nanshuan province hasn't seen a top-tier prodigy in too many years. Now, student Lin has great potential. Naturally, we can't let it go to waste. That's why I proposed the exchange student arrangement. Of course, I'm not real at that selfless either. I also hope to bask in student Lin's glory in the future, and to use student Lin to spur on our own students. So, would student Lin be willing to study at my Linshan High School? 3 months before the National V exam, I'll personally escort student Lin back to Linjing High School. Lin Qingxiu had no reason to refuse this offer. Qingxiu is willing, but Qingxiu has 2 requests. Chen Kingwu showed a delighted expression. Student Lin, please speak. If it's within my power, no problem. First, I still have unfinished business in Linjing City. I need half a month before I can go to Linshan High School. Second, is about my bonded beast to grow quickly. It needs battles and devouring other beasts, so I need access to all the secret realms. Within Linshan High School, Chen Kingwu agreed without hesitation. No problem, secret realms are easy to arrange. At my Linshan High School, the last 3 months are a sprint period. Secret realms open almost every day. Student Lin can freely choose which ones to enter. Lin Qingxiu showed gratitude. Thank you, Principal Shen. My matters will be settled in half a month. Then I'll report to Linshan High School on my own. No need for Principal Shen to make another trip. Lin Zhenan immediately disagreed. That won't do. Student Lin's strength is considerable now, but she's still a high school student. Traveling alone is too dangerous. Coincidentally, I'm not busy this month. I'll be on a business trip in Linjing City. I'll escort her myself then. During this time, I can also see how Principal Liu managed to nurture a genius like Student Lin. Then it's settled. I hope Qingxiu achieves great results in the V exam, and shames those who look down on our Nanshuan province. Lin Qingxiu stood up and bowed to the 3. I'll do my best. I won't let you down. Inside the dorm, I sprawled out on Lin Qingxiu's bed. Little Snow, if you serve me well now, in 3 months, I'll bring you back first place. Lin Qingxiu curled her lips. How about a bet? I perked up. A bet it is. If I win, you sleep with me. If I lose, I sleep with you. Lin Qingxiu rolled her eyes. Let's bet on whether you can take me to first place. If you succeed, I'll listen to you from now on. If you fail, then you'll listen to me. I agreed without hesitation. This time, we're fighting for family status. If I win, you have to obey me completely. If I say lie down, you can't sit up. If I say sit up, you can't kneel. Got it? Lin Qingsu's face darkened. Can you tone down the flirtatious torque? I snorted lightly and Lin Qingsu ignored me. She closed her eyes to cultivate. The more I eat, the stronger I get. You suggested going to Lin Tanjianzhu in half a month. Is it because you want to visit that secret realm before leaving? Lin Qingsu opened her eyes. Yes, if we go to Lin Tanjianzhu, we probably won't have time to check out that secret realm. But I have a feeling that secret realm will hold surprises. We can't miss that secret manual. That dragon lion sea bone is a perfect chance for us to make a huge leap. How much energy do you still need before your next evolution? I curled my lips and showed a helpless expression. Still far off. I hope there are more spirit herbs in that secret realm. That way, I might have a chance to evolve. Otherwise, I'll have to rely on the secret realm at Lin Tanjianzhu. One day, Lin Qingsu walked straight out of the school. We knew Liu Qingshan and Lin Zhenan would definitely follow us. They were there to protect our safety. At the entrance of Qingyuan Forest, a month had passed. Lin Qingsu and I were now worlds apart in strength. The more I eat, the stronger I get. Do you think I'll look even cooler after my next evolution? Do you think the hair on my head looks better black or red? Lin Qingsu looked a bit helpless. Is evolving just about looking cooler? What else? I'm strong whether I evolve or not. Since I've come to this world, I naturally want to spread my peerless beauty to every corner of it. Then dye it green. I think green looks the coolest. No way, I'll dye it yellow instead. Blonde hair is cooler. Boom. A bolt of lightning struck without warning. I dodged quickly. Damn it. That Lei Tanbao's apology was definitely fake. We should have had the principal kill them on the spot. Lin Qingsu shook his head slightly. It's not Lei Tanbao. It's Lei Meng. As soon as the words fell, Lei Meng's figure appeared, his eyes coldly fixed on us. Lin Qingsu sighed. I figured you'd come to kill me. Back off now and you might still live. But Lei Meng laughed maniacally. Me, back off? Why should I back off? I'm a third-rank warrior. You're just a mere second rank. What right do you have to tell me to back off? Kneel down now and beg me. Beg me to spare your life. If you beg me, I'll let you live. Lin Qingsu's face remained calm, completely unmoved. What use is that arrogance of yours? So what if you're a genius? Before me, you're still an ant. Zhang Zhenyuan isn't here. Neither is Liu Qingshan. What can you use to resist me? Today if you don't kneel, you die. Lin Qingsu looked a bit disappointed. You're not as good as your brother. Lei Meng grew more furious. Shut up. Lei Tanbao is a coward. A dignified fourth-rank mid-stage warrior, leader of the Thunderclap mercenary group, bowing and apologizing to a little girl like you. So what if you're a genius? Before you've grown you're still an ant. Lei Meng shot a bolt of lightning at Lin Qingsu, landing just 3 inches to her left. Why aren't you afraid? He trembled with rage. He trembled with rage. Is it just because you're a genius, and we're ordinary people, that you can insult us as you please? This morning, I was the one who found the treasure. What right do you have to take it? What right do you have to make me kneel in public? Lin Qingsu looked at him calmly, as if seeing her former self. This is the law of this world. Survival of the fittest. I was the one who snatched the Starfall Stone. If I can take it with my own strength, it's mine. If I can seize it with my own strength, then it is mine. The one who made you kneel was your brother, not me. Raymond let out a bitter laugh. I don't care about any rules of survival, or the law of the jungle. All I know is that I'm stronger than you. All I know is that you made me lose face. You destroyed my hope of breaking through to the 4th rank, so you have to die. Lightning crackled around Raymond. Yuan Lai charged at Lin Qingshuan to kill. The thunder eagle in the sky also dove down. Just then, a figure descended from the sky. Zai Falanin caught Raymond's fatal blows steadily. It's Lei Tanbao, big brother. Even you want to stop me? We're blood brothers. And there's no Liu here. Qingshan, I could have killed him. Lei Tanbao slapped him flying, then turned to apologize to Lin Qingsu. Apologies, Miss Lin. My brother has gone mad. I will handle everything. I will surely give you a satisfactory explanation. If Miss Lin is in a hurry, you may leave first. Alright. Boom boom boom. She left directly. You're not allowed to leave. Come back here. Raymond roared. Lei Tanbao kicked him flying. Lei Tanbao, you're a coward. You're a waste. You don't even dare to kill a second-rank cultivator. You're not worthy of being my brother. Lei Tanbao slowly worked up to him, made him stand up. His gaze was icy. You're right. I am a waste and a coward. But so what? I have the right to choose my own way of living in this world. It's precisely by relying on the name of being a waste and coward that I achieved what I have today. But what about you? You've been under my shadow since childhood. I've been too good to you. Didn't that make you think I would indulge you endlessly? Raymond clenched his teeth. Even without you, I could have everything I have now on my own. I've got more guts than you. Lei Tanbao laughed. His laugh was bitter. Little brother, perhaps I was truly wrong before. I only taught you how to become a strong one. But I never taught you how to see this world clearly, or how to see yourself clearly. In your next life, if there's still a chance, I'll teach you then. Raymond's eyes widened. You want to kill me? I'm your own blood brother. Lei Tanbao, you want to kill me for a little girl? Lei Tanbao raised his hand and rubbed his forehead. This path was your own choice. You can't blame anyone else. I made you kneel to save your life. But you refused. At that moment, Raymond finally knew fear. Brother, I was wrong. Spare me this once. I will never lay a hand on Lin Qingsu again. I'll leave Linjiang City. Lei Tanbao directly crushed his skull. It's not that I didn't want to spare you. It's that you couldn't be saved. I told you, I'm just your brother, not your father. Your life shouldn't be my responsibility. After Raymond died, Liu Qingshan and Lin Zhenan finally stepped out. Lei Tanbao, you're a smart man. It wasn't easy for you to get where you are today. You should know what the right choice is. Liu Qingshan spoke. Lei Tanbao turned around. Of course I know. That's why I killed him with my own hands. To keep him from harming Miss Lin further. He wanted to die, so I sent him on his way. You can go. This is the last time. Keep your Thunder Mercenary Corps in line. Lei Tanbao hoisted Raymond's corpse onto his shoulder, and worked away step by step. Lin Zhenan let out a slight sigh. Old Liu, why not take him out too? After all, he's a 4th-rank cultivator. He just killed his own kin. Liu Qingshan smiled. He won't. He's not a fool like Raymond. To be honest, if Lei Tanbao's martial talent were a bit better, his achievements wouldn't be low. Curry and see what Qingsu really wants to do. I'm a bit curious myself. Liu Qingshan and his filial piety duo followed us, until I entered a cave, and their aura completely vanished. They exchanged a glance, filled with shock. A secret realm here. There's actually an unexplored secret realm. Lin Zhenan exclaimed in surprise. A second-level dancer pioneering a secret realm. He's a bit too reckless, isn't he? Lin Zhenan smiled bitterly, saying he must be confident. Otherwise, he wouldn't be so rash. Lin Zhenan's eyes widened. If you weren't about to run off, I'd believe you. I'm just getting old. Maybe a bit afraid of Qingsun. Anyway, just trust that Qingsu kid. He has a clear plan for his future. He won't do anything unprepared. At this moment, inside the secret realm, all that met the eye was endless yellow sand. Heat waves distorted the air. A dead silence. Too hot. It's over. All my guesses were wrong. I originally thought that because of Dragon Zoo, it would be covered in spiritual herbs, but there's not even a single blade of grass. I angrily bit into the sand a couple of times. Lin Qingsu furrowed her brows tightly, also very puzzled. It shouldn't be like this. Even if the dragon lion was a fire attribute, its power would keep dissipating after death. It couldn't affect the entire secret realm. At most, it would affect a small area, unless I lifted my head. Unless what? Unless this place was originally a desert, and the flying dragon lion's influence turned it into a desert, or there's some kind of fire attribute treasure here, there's water here, there should be demon beasts around. Secret realms are rarely completely barren, even deserts have demon beasts. Let's go, we'll find the dragon bones first. As long as there are dragon bones, you can get quite a boost too. I spread my wings and flew with Lin Qingsu. Little Snow, tell me, what we're seeing, could it be a mirage or something? Even if this place is full of spiritual herbs, we just can't see them. Lin Qingsu gave a helpless smile. Almost impossible. My spiritual power isn't strong right now, but I've already opened the divine poetry heavenly eye. A low-level secret realm's mirage can't fool me. This is exactly what we see. I immediately lost all spirit. Then what's the point of playing around? Might as well eat the dragon lion and head straight to Lintan Middle School. This damn place, forget spiritual herbs. There's not even a creature with legs. Bang, before the words faded, a long brown streak shot out from the sand. I dodged quickly, but that thing had already vanished. Damn, no martial virtue. Ambush and then run. Tisses me off. Lin Qingsu narrowed her beautiful eyes. It's a sandworm beast, probably late second stage, but compared to normal sandworm beasts, its size and strength are both greater. I licked my lips. Let me have a taste quick. I've never even tried sandworm beast before. I landed on the yellow sand. Sure enough, 7 or 8 sandworm beasts charged at me like roosters. I spread my flying Eve's phoenix wings. One move, phoenix wings, easily dealt with them. I sucked the sandworm beasts into my stomach like noodles. Ding, swallowed 12. Late-stage sandworm beasts, estimated digestion in 4 hours, dry and bland. This stuff tastes awful, I complained, and Lin Qingsu smiled faintly. Don't be picky. If there are plenty of sandworm beasts here, maybe it can let you undergo a 4th evolution. Over the next 3 days, we searched for dragon bones while hunting sandworm beasts. Finally, a massive dragon bone buried under yellow sand came into our sight. Beside the dragon bone grew the only plant in the entire secret realm, a dragon blood tree. A dragon blood tree. There really is a dragon blood tree. Lin Qingsu was overjoyed. After such a long time, the dragon blood fruit has likely ripened long ago. After ripening multiple times, the fallen dragon blood fruits must have been consumed by the insect beasts. A dragon blood insect king may have been born here. Lin Qingsu reminded me. A puzzled expression appeared on my face. Can demon beasts change their species after eating the dragon blood fruit? Lin Qingsu shook her head slightly. It's not exactly a change of species. After certain demon beasts consume the dragon blood fruit, the trace of dragon bloodline will emerge within their bodies. That's why they are called dragon blood insect kings. This strength far surpasses that of ordinary insect beasts. I'd say that's probably the case,